great
gay
contact.
land rights and all. You know how that goes. And I just got that on live.
Oh my
Hello.
gosh.
Hello, everybody, which means probably Evan by himself out there somewhere who's having a conversation with himself. I don't care what anybody says. But he did fight tooth and nail for you, Evan, saying that, yes, he's conversing with you. So you're safe, I guess, for now. But for you, though, of those people that I know that don't know Ed, this is The Rabid Atheist. I'll get a link put up here in a second when I think about it. I should have already done that, but we were chatting behind the scenes. Yeah, top secret stuff.
Yep.
Like my bedhead stuff. The lovely I Killed Earl allegedly is supposed to be joining us at some point. And I think she just did. There's the queen of darkness now, who looks pissed off at the world already. What the hell?
She's checking her camera. She's probably mad at her camera. Uh-oh.
Here comes the F-bomb.
Oh, she can't hear. Oh, that's not good.
Squint a little bit more. You might be able to fix it, Earl. Come on, squint those eyes. You can get it. And we're all here in anticipation, waiting for to resolve this. Like we have no lives. Oh my God! No wonder we have gay land whale rights. Jesus.
Like turtles instead.
Yeah, and stay out.
Oh, I don't think that's going to be it. No, she's technical difficulties.
Right. And what's funny, you can tell by the face because she's in that focus mode. I refuse to acknowledge anybody until I finish my task at hand.
She'll have to check her earphones probably so she can hear.
I should have already done this. Can I do that in here? Yes, I can. Here we go. And there's a link just as a precursor. I've only got 6 slots. This is like the free version because I don't stream that much as I used to. Plus, I'm not paying that kind of money just for recreational streaming.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. I pay money because I do it for more than recreation. So
right. Oh yeah, definitely. When I was with Joe, I mean that's why I paid for it just because the benefits of it helped out the channel itself. And now I'm an independent. I don't care about that crap. Quality.
Who cares?
Yeah, I got a bunch of heathen, atheists on my channel. We don't need quality. We're eating babies.
Well, quality, yes. We're eating babies. We're doing all that stuff. Oh, man. But, yeah. Quality is for suckers. All right.
This is true. But yeah, I'm trying to get disappointed in some of the theists over in your channel. They're becoming lesser and lesser, and poor Martin, I think, is starting to go through withdrawals.
Well, there's BS. I haven't seen BS in about a week. How are you doing, BS?
Yeah, that wasn't long enough, was it?
No. Wasn't long enough. Oh my God.
Yeah, I never cared about quality. Never. I really didn't. Obviously, just look at my first 3 wives.
Yeah.
The ones after the 3rd wife have been great. Oh wait, there haven't been any.
There haven't been anything.
Oh, I stopped at 2.5. That was enough for me.
Yeah, all the ones since my first one have been great. So.
Hey, Gigi, how you doing, buddy?
There's Gangster Ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, I popped into Theist, Burning Bush channel, Daniel, for a while. Like Gigi was over there, and it's just like some of the stuff they were talking about, and just like, okay, I'm bored. Let's go find a fight. Yeah. It's been a while since I've been in a stream where there's a dumpster fire. I mean,
well, I mean, Burning Bush is a good one to get a dumpster fire usually. So, we got the flames,
right? Yeah, he's a Orthodox. I mean, nice guy, but obviously we don't agree. What's weird is I'm a mod on his channel, so yeah.
You don't have to share ideological things to be a mod. You just have to want this discussion to be civil. Like
Right.
you don't want it to
Well,
be.
I took it as like almost, a badge of courage that he trusted me enough,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I can be a diehard atheist if I want to, piss me off, but normally, let's chat and leave it at that and not fight. You get more done.
yeah.
Or you end up with BS Lewis, videos.
Some truth to that.
There is.
Oh my goodness, but yeah, I'm just not a. I'm not a guy that goes looking for a fight, but I'll happily end one. So I mean,
Oh, I'll
I've
start
done
them,
it.
I'll end them. It just depends what kind of mood in. Of course, the older I get,
Yeah,
I think it must be the old timers because I forget that I started shit, and then I try to remember why somebody was mad at me. And there's one that I'll say that I still don't understand. Yeah, I guess we're fighting, but I really don't know why.
yeah. Like
And I
what
don't
did this?
know.
What did this fight start over? I can't remember what it started
Well,
over.
it wasn't even a
So,
remember. Somebody was fighting with me. Earl informed me of this, and it's like, okay, why are we fighting? Because I did not know. I thought everything was copacetic, and So I find it ironic and funny.
we just
Yes,
we
that's why I said that the best assist BS videos.
yes, the best sis.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
his poor little fragile ego. I mean, it's sad that he even thinks he has a channel, but it's okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Talking about a guy that's got less than 100 people has subs. Like I'm a mega channel.
No, I'm still flabbergasted. I still have so many subs since switching to streaming most of the time. But maybe when the videos come back, which pretty soon, I think. I'm still.
Yeah, just got to find that fine balance, and that's what
It's
working
work.
with Joe. I kind of got in, a little into it. I mean, I didn't care about analytics or this, that, and the other, but I mean, like behind the scenes, you learn a lot, and it's
Yep.
like, yeah, that's when I really decided I really didn't want to get serious about streaming.
Yeah. It's work. I mean,
Yeah,
it's more work than people think it is because I have to. Luckily for me, I have a lot of knowledge up in my brain that's pretty useless until I stream. So, I mean, like,
yeah.
like
Well, then
today,
you find out, I mean, you spend, all this time working on a video, thinking this is going to be the one, and you get like 10 views. Then the
yeah,
one
and
you
then
just throw together just because you were bored for a second, how the heck did I get 1,000 views on that one?
I don't know. I've done several like that where I like
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
just crazy.
That one's the one that's fire. Really? I thought that was shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember. I forgot what he goes by now, but he was called Corky back the day, and me and Joe or somebody else that was going to do the second one with us, but me and him did the first one, and we felt so dirty because the guy was just an idiot, a moron, but it was kind of fun. Well, then he
Yeah.
did one on science, and Joe was all into science, and we got like 30 seconds into it, and we both kind of said, why? There's no substance here. All we're going to do, because my issue was, I seriously think, this Corky guy, and I forgot what he's, like I said, what he's called now, mental issues. Seriously. I mean, I'm not just saying, dumb or nuts or,
Yeah.
any of that. I'm talking about flat out. This guy is unhinged.
Yep.
I thought he hit at the stage. There we go. Can you hear? Hello.
Hello. Nothing. You can't hear us.
Okay, well, sign language. There you go. There it is.
So she's going to try again, probably.
Try again. Yeah, we'll start when the queen comes.
We don't have to wait for the queen. She could be late. She's
Okay,
now figured out.
I try to make her feel like she was important, like we're waiting.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's found a way to be really fashionably late. So we'll give her credit for that. So turn your speaker up.
Right.
Yes.
Turn your speakers
on. Turn your speakers on.
Well, she had earbuds on, so I don't know what the heck.
Yeah, I mean, if they're charged and connected to her computer, she should be hearing us through that. So
right.
So.
I mean, her mic doesn't have to work because, I mean, as the Bible says, remain silent.
Remain silent. We haven't gone that far in the Church of Fangs yet. We haven't
That's
come up
true.
with rules for women yet.
Wow. So I'm still waiting for prohibition too. Damn it.
No, we don't
We're
have any
so far behind.
prohibitions. Yeah, we just haven't come up with any rules for women, and we haven't come up with any prohibition statements yet. So I don't know how good of a religion we are. So it's kind of sucky.
Either way, it's the unholy. It has to be.
Yeah, well, got.
But we're going to hell anyway, so why not have fun going there?
I've been looking forward to the trip now for a while. I just don't. I don't know.
Hey, Wolf, how you doing? Sorry, I'm so used to you doing everything, Ed. It's like, oh wait a second. I guess I should be highlighting crap.
Yeah, it's your channel. Like I don't have any control here. I just showed up.
This is my Lord and Savior's channel, Jesus, the Christ, Fangs.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's
okay. You got Evan. I think BS. GG. Just trying to look through them real quick. I don't think if there's anything important we missed. Wolf, of course. BS, unfortunately. Evan. Bubblegum, how you doing, buddy? And Earl in and out, but we can't quite count her. So yeah, I think we're caught up on the more important things. I don't highlight every.
I try to highlight people. I try to highlight people when they show up, and the problem with an engagement in the chat is like, yes, it's Holy Bunny full of for chaotic be thy name. Yes, you guys come up with great prayers. You come up with better prayers than I do.
So, well, what I'm afraid of is some of the people from back in the day, that don't know all about this, are going to think we're totally an unhinged cult, which we are. What about a rabbit? What about a hellhound? Land whales? What?
I mean, I'm already thinking of a fictional story to write in my head where people walk into a temple and in the middle of it is this big rabbit, and then all this other stuff is around the edge, like the hellhound and Care Bears and all this other shit. And like everybody's like stopping at each shrine to worship. And people are like, aren't you? I remember when the question came up, I was like, well, I think I'd be flattered that something was preserved for 1,000 years that I wrote, but okay.
Yeah, I just mentioned hellhound. My dog just went in the other room because he's pissed off because he found out his mom's a whore. Jack will be going to counseling over that part of the doctrine.
Poor Jack. Oh, poor Jack. But I
the greater good. I keep telling him, you don't understand.
The doctrine is awesome. It's nice to use my theology degree again. I'll just say that, coming up with bullshit explanations. It's been a while, but it's nice. I learned something in theology that is useful. So
how to wing it.
How to wing it doctrinally. It's always a good thing.
Oh, definitely. I was just going to say something. I've totally spaced it out about it.
I don't
get old. Plus, I'm pretty mellow right now, so it's like, I'm not sure anything or anybody could piss me off right. Well, no, I can't say that. It always happens when I say it can't happen. So, yeah, we're not going to say it. We're just going to, live it, believe it, breathe it.
Hello.
Space. The final frontier. Yeah, I'm surprised Bubblegum's so shy that he can't come up here. As long as you behave yourself. Don't speak of the devil. Dang it. Bubblegum always takes my fun away, so yeah, I should just ban him.
Takes your fun away, oh boy.
Yeah.
Damn that.
That's my best friend's the devil. I mean, heck, I got him on my stomach. Yeah, isn't wrong one. Dang it. Hey, Daniel's here. The burning bush I was talking about. Daniel.
Hello.
Yes. When I was talking about an Orthodox, this is what I was talking about. You know, those evil Orthodox.
Oh.
No, I was saying good stuff about you, Daniel.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah. I said you're a backslidden atheist, but you're coming around. No.
So how are you doing today?
We're wonderful. Other
Glory to
than
God.
BS is, in the side chat. Other than that, we're doing pretty good. Oh my God, here we go. I forgot BS knows you. Daniel, say something gay. What a welcome!
I could read you some of my poetry, I guess. You want me to do that?
BS. Yeah, yeah. Let's just chase off the only theist that I was able to land all day.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Oh, I got the Orthodox thing going. Okay, an Orthodox, a most ingenuous Orthodox.
Oh.
Yes, and of course, BS takes pride in that. So, what have you been up today, there, Mr. Danielle?
Well, I went to Vespers, and then, I did a stream. I went to Vespers. And
Yeah, I
then
saw part of that actually before.
Okay, cool. Good. Yeah. So I've been good. I was on Terry's stream a little bit earlier, so yeah, just been hanging out some of these YouTube streets, seeing what's going on out here, getting a pulse of things.
You're getting ready to street screech, aren't you? Like Timmy.
Streets preach?
No, Timmy street screeches. There's no preaching to it.
Screaming at the Transformers.
Right.
You need to become Autobots. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see that video? The videos of Tim doing his little street screeching, and it's literally cars going by. You're going to hell, says verse. Blah 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 blah.
Back when I was being stupid and I was being critical, because I really, there's no point in me doing that. It's a waste of energy. But like I said, what are you trying to do? Proselytize to the Transformers? Like you're trying to convert these cars? Like what's going on here, bud?
Transformers more than meets the eyes.
But yeah, that's not very effective.
Wow, asshole.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I'll find Timmy's. What is his channel? Oh, yeah, this guy's actually a theist. Obviously, he's a street screecher, but the channel that him and a couple of his friends have made is like making hell nervous. So I always said make hell laugh, and they hated me for it.
Yeah, Christ broke the gates of Hades. So like, what would they make hell nervous about?
Right?
Hell's already been overthrown by Christ. So,
man, tell me, I'm not
kind of a silly name for a channel, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, kind of like Burning Bush. I mean, it's not like
a lot of people make fun of my channel name. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's not like there's a cream to get rid of that Burning Bush. You just refuse to buy it.
I hate to say it. It kind of sets itself up there, just all on its own.
Oh yeah. The BBC Burning Bushes. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's on.
Yeah.
What is it?
Do you know the legitimate reason why I call it that though? It's because Mother Mary, we say in the Orthodox Church that she was prefigured by the burning bush because it's a bush that's on fire yet not consumed. And Mother Mary somehow had the creator of everything inside of her, which is like the same kind of miracle. Right. So we're all supposed to be like her. We're all supposed to have Christ inside of us, have the Holy Spirit dwell inside of us, to have the Almighty God inside of a man.
I don't know, I'm much too sarcastically dirty-minded to connect the burning bush to Mary is a very interesting connection. Good. I think my satirical writing skills may go on that for a bit. I may think about that.
Being around Dan and some.
I'm not sure that's a connection in the modern day you really want to do. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, Bubba. I was like looking for Timmy Tears' channel, but
I was sharpening my pitchfork back there.
You were.
Yep, here we go. One more time for the lovely Earl, maybe.
Does it work, Earl?
Oh, she's back.
It does. I have 4 different devices connected, but it does actually work now.
You don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, I have no idea I'm using my phone's camera. I've got my new laptop. I've got my old laptop. I've got my other my other monitor.
And it's all plugged in the USB port of the toaster.
And they're all talking to each other, and I don't know how I did this.
No.
But...
You mentioned toaster, so Dave's going to be by now.
Oh. Toast.
Oh my God.
I don't know why I was not getting any. Because I mean, normally I come on, once all the updates and stuff go through, and then I put my little earbuds in, and then everything's good, and then I go on with life. I don't know why it wouldn't nothing was working. I swear I've got gremlins, because every time I walk in here, there's something else. It's like I leave it the exact same way. The only time I use this room is to stream, and so it all should be the same when I come back. But it never is.
Yeah, you guys keep talking. I'm trying to find the street screeching.
Street screeching.
Yes.
What's up, Earl?
What is?
You've heard it, haven't you, Bubble? Timmy Tears doing his little street screeching thing.
I don't think I have.
Oh, see, I'm trying to find. I mean, I found people doing debunks against him, but I can't find his channel for some reason.
What is he talking about?
That they're all going to hell. I mean, you're going to hell unless you change your ways. Whatever verses.
Well, it's funny. I'm not sure you've been on the YouTubes and seen people who have multiple accounts. They've been to hell. There's multiple accounts on YouTube of people saying I've been to hell. I met Jesus down there, and said you're all going to hell for this denomination. But then that other denomination also goes to hell, and then it's accusing the other denomination that they're going to hell. Right. So it's very inconsistent.
Maybe they're all right. I'm just saying maybe they're all right. They're all going to hell.
Maybe. Well, from my perspective, everybody going to hell for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy that trip. Company will be better.
Plus, we have warmer.
Warmer. Yeah. Not something I enjoy, but
I can't stand cold. The leaves are falling here already, and every time I go to walk my dog, it makes me want to cry. I get seasonal affective disorder, really, really bad. Yes. And so every time it's I feel the weight of the oncoming frozen tundra, and it's not even.
You don't even know what frozen tundra is.
I don't go. That's why I do not go north of the Mason-Dixon line, ever. I refuse. I never go anywhere cold on purpose. It's not. Nope.
It's crazy.
Nope.
I can't stand the heat.
Yeah, I can't stand the heat either.
I have to send this to Ed because I'm making hell nervous. Sorry for interrupting, but they've got a section on the playlist reacting to atheist and trash doctrines. The very first one is something reacting to Sam Harrison on interpreting scripture and is the Bible outdated. And these guys are all kids, and one of them's gay. I mean, well, actually, he's a kid or an adult, but he's gay. I don't care what he says. Jesus helped him not be gay anymore, but he's still gay.
He prayed the gay away. I find that always funny.
Are you gay to pray away?
You're so gay. Jesus won't even touch you. That's how gay you are.
Even Jesus won't talk to my woke ass, huh?
Oh, that's awesome.
So have you guys heard of the good news? Have you heard of Jesus Christ and how he loves us all?
Yeah, he plays third base
for 20 years.
Oh, let's say he plays third base for the Dodgers. He ain't doing so good this year, though.
Former minister.
The ball keeps slipping through his hands. There's a joke in there somewhere.
He's the solution to all of everybody's problems, really.
Really?
Yeah. I think in the person of Christ is our solution. I think that's the truth.
Okay, as a precursor, Daniel, Ed is a former pastor, so you guys are going to get along great talking about God.
But Ed,
I can make up theology to this day.
And Ed, do you work with ikilledearl.com?
No, He works with the devil, literally. He's his right-hand man. I mean, right there.
it's not just that. We've created a cult together. So, and I use my
Indeed.
theological skills to keep the doctrine straight. And she is the lap in which our Lord naps and creates the visual prophetic stuff. And I
I'm
think in
Paul.
1,000 years, they're going to find our book we're writing together and create a complete cult. And Christianity was supplanted by the Church of Fangs.
It's
So,
gonna be fabulous. I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What denomination were you before?
let's see. I was Assembly's God boy, so I grew up in the Pentecostal church, and then my last 10 years, I was a non-denominational Congregationalist. So I spent a lot of time. My last church, I used to joke, it's kind of I had former everything in front of me, like from Catholics to Presbyterians to Pentecostals. Probably pretty much every denomination at one point came through that church in my 10 years there. So, but it was non-denominational, which means we weren't affiliated with anybody. So,
What did you find to be the most hypocritical thing, or why did you leave the church?
why did I leave?
Yeah.
I spent a great deal of time studying the Gospels, and I now figure they have about as much historical reliability as Perseus and Hercules. So,
Hey,
So
Gigi, how you
you
doing?
think the
Sorry, buddy.
historicity of Jesus is in question?
very much so.
I think there's more evidence for him than most people from that era.
I'm not saying it didn't exist. I'm saying that it's right there up with questionability of you could make a case that maybe he didn't. So it's not as hard. The problem with the Gospels, of course, is they're anonymously written. So you don't know who wrote them. You don't know, every story doesn't have a source. So where
Well,
did
we
they
know
get
them
that
by
information?
tradition, but because the Orthodox Church kept the oral tradition.
The Orthodox Church is only one organization that kept that tradition, but that tradition doesn't go all the way back to as far as it needs to. And that's true. That's simply true.
Well, what do you mean by that? How far does it need to go back?
When you have people in the 3rd century writing about the 1st century, that's not really
We have the
doing you.
Didache. That's from 70 AD.
So what? It's a creed. There's plenty of creeds of cults back then. Does that make them true?
It shows that they were there, that apostolic succession was already happening, that they were already believing in the Trinity. Like we know that we're still believing the same things that they did in 70 AD.
Every cult has the same thing.
I'm just saying that there's consistency there.
It doesn't prove the truth claims are true. Like Jesus walking out of a tomb is a truth claim. Just because you have a tradition that says that he walked out of the tomb doesn't prove it true. There's a tradition that Hercules did his labors too. Does that make his labors true? No.
Did anyone die like a horrible death to say that Hercules really existed?
I'm fairly certain. Well, okay, first of all, that's not an argument for the truth of your faith, because there's a lot of people that are martyrs for a lot of different faiths. It doesn't prove, martyrdom doesn't prove truth. This proves that people can be very deluded as to what the truth might be. They could have been very mistaken.
Yeah, but if they knew for a fact that Jesus wasn't doing the things that they said that he was doing, why would they go through that kind of torture? Like the actual people that witnessed the event.
Well, first of all, let's go back here a bit.
For this one.
You have no historical evidence that these people died for their faith. Literally, many biblical scholars are now saying you need to drop that argument because it doesn't hold water. Okay, because we have 8 apostles that literally disappear after the book of Acts historically and never appear again. Even scholars that have looked into this, that are biblical, that believe in Christianity, have dismissed that argument because you may have, I'm sure they all died at some point, they're mortal human beings. You have no record of their death and how they died or whether they were given a chance to recant. That does not exist. That tradition does not exist.
I don't know what apostles you're talking about. I'd like to see them.
The 12.
Yeah. What about
Aren't you
them?
talking about you?
Like Peter started Antioch and then he started Rome. Like what are you talking about?
That's the claim, that he started Antioch in Rome.
We have evidence of it. We have the churches that are still existing to this day.
Which are 3rd and 4th century churches built later.
Well, yeah, because it was illegal to be a Christian up until the 3rd century, or the 4th century. I mean,
no, that's not true. That's not true.
I've studied the
too much
Edict of Milan. Yeah, it is. That's history.
The persecution of the church was hit and miss all across the empire, depending on the governor. So that's been a claim of Christianity for a long time, and it's just not true. It's not backed up by Roman historical work.
What is your claim?
I have no claim. You're the one that's claiming a whole bunch of things like tradition and stuff like that, and you haven't proven it yet.
Yeah, but you're saying that that the Christians it was legal. You're saying it was legal before the 4th century, before the Edict of Milan. It was legal.
Christianity did practice itself, and nobody went after them in certain places. They were at plenty of time. No.
Do you know anything about church history?
I studied church history in Bible college and seminary, and even they said that church Christianity was not persecuted in every place.
What seminary school did you go to?
Asbury.
Asbury?
Yes.
What are they? Are they Pentecostal?
No, they're conservative Wesleyan.
Okay, they're Wesleyans. All right.
So they weren't the right faith now, so they must have been wrong. Huh?
No, I'm not saying that necessarily. It's just like it doesn't seem like they had a very good teaching of
they had
the
PhDs.
Saints. Like, what about Saint Irenaeus of Lyons? So, what do you deny him too?
That's quite a claim.
Well, go ahead, you really quick.
What is the crazy claim there? Saint Irenaeus? What's a claim about that?
Hold on.
Just because these old church fathers say something doesn't mean that it's automatically true because they say it. Okay, they're making claims too that they don't always back up. They just say that this is true.
So they went through the craziest gaslighting thing in history, making up a hoax that they themselves would have to be tortured for. For what end?
If they were all tortured everywhere, why didn't they die early? There's no evidence that they were tortured. There's lots
of evidence of it. We got martyr Stephen all the way up. I mean, we have so many examples of the saints being martyred.
The martyr of Stephen is in the book of Acts, which has no corroboration outside of the book of Acts. There is nothing
from church history. We have his bones.
Church history. Do you have his bones?
Yeah.
How do you know that? Have you tested the DNA? Have you given his blood sample to somebody? That's just you could have anybody's bones sitting in that, and you wouldn't know the difference. How will you know? Did you see them actually put Stephen to death and put him in that coffin? No. They could have anybody. We literally have enough pieces of the cross to create 25 crosses that all claim that they're pieces of the authentic cross. I mean, if you don't go with relics,
eventually there needs to be well, not eventually. I mean, chiefly you need faith and trust. But I guess what I'm getting at is.
Faith is useless. I can literally have faith in Fangs, my made-up deity. That's how useless faith is.
It made it seem to me like the reason why you left Christianity is because you doubted the historicity. Is there something deeper than that?
No.
Okay, if it's just the historicity, you just need to look further into it. There's plenty of evidence. It's just
dude,
there's not going to be evidence that's like smoking gun. But it's pretty. You need to make a judgment call. But it's
it's not even having smoking gun. You don't have even evidence that any of the things in the Book of Acts are any more than mythology, because there's no other historical source that backs up anything in the Book of Acts. Nothing. No historian. Nothing. You have zero.
I mean, you can say that out loud, but I don't even know how you're defending that. Because like there's so much extra biblical sources that the Orthodox still have. We have all these other books that like correspond to this,
which are made up by the Orthodox Church. You can't tell me
it'd be a crazy hoax. I know these fishermen.
Yeah, and it's a crazy hoax that evolution is true too, even though it has more evidence than any of that shit. Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to be
on that.
I spent literally 30 years trying to find good historical evidence for the claims of the Bible, and there isn't any. Everything can be looked at a different way. Everything can be questioned as to far whether it's evidence. I mean, sorry, based on good historical understanding of how to do history to get verification, the Bible, particularly the Gospels and Acts, all the way back hangs in air. There is no historical corroboration for that, and especially the farther back you get.
So you wanted actual proof, like some kind of proof that like there is no faith at all at this point, because you would just have to know at that point to be still a Christian. But did you never get that part of like that's part of being a Christian is to have faith? Like, why did you start questioning it?
Did. What is the asinine thing to say?
I absolutely did understand there was faith. Okay, the problem I have with faith now is I can have faith literally in anything, and that suddenly makes it true. Like, how does faith make something true?
I'm saying that, like, before, when you were a Christian, like, what point did you decide I want to start looking into whether or not this is really true or not?
Because of something a Sunday school teacher told me and something my apologetics professor said in Bible college. If this is true, we should have good evidence for it somewhere, and we should be able to find it. And there isn't any. That's the problem.
Which would you prefer to be true?
Well, because now I actually prefer atheism now. I don't even like the thought of.
That's what I figured. That's what it ultimately comes down to. Just saying.
What comes down to what?
Whether or not you actually love God or not. If you don't like God, you're going to find reasons to not believe him.
What a horrible,
Really?
what a horrible reasoning there.
Right. So
I can literally. All right, let me illustrate this using my made up little deity of Fangs. You know, the real reason you don't believe in Fangs is you don't want to, and you didn't really love him.
I don't know. Who
I can
Fangs
say
is.
that. That's my made up little deity that illustrates the absurdity of religion, because I can say the same thing. You know, the real.
Tell me enough about him, and I'll tell you if I believe him.
Daniel, the real reason you don't believe in Zeus
He's a vegan.
is you don't love him enough, and you didn't really love him. Of course, I don't believe Fangs exist. I made him up. I just told you that. Okay. But my point is, I can do what you just said with every single flipping deity on the planet.
Yeah, you can do that about the universe itself. You could be a skeptic about that too.
So what does that? But you just said that proves what it's really about. But if I can do it with any deity, it doesn't prove a damn thing.
Yeah, you're talking about an unfalsifiable argument, but that's a misnomer.
Which is exactly what you just made.
What you got.
Which you just made an unfalsifiable argument.
Yeah,
that
it's unfalsifiable.
I didn't love God enough, otherwise I'd still be with him. Is what your insinuation was. That's an unfalsifiable argument. That's a lot of shit.
That's not what I mean by
shit.
I mean that whether or not God exists is an unfalsifiable argument. That's what I meant by that.
Well,
so like nobody's going to have evidence that proves that God exists, or else there'd be no faith.
You can falsify it, but I mean, it's obviously there is a God, else we wouldn't be here, right? There needs to be an explanation for our existence.
Yeah, that's
but
what they're going to be against is like, yeah, but how did your parents like? This is just like you can't appeal to like infinite regression, right? So
you're obviously how my parents did it when they made me. Really, Bubble. Sorry, I don't.
I don't want to know either, right?
Adzel, I
yes,
found
sir.
a link to that channel for you.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
you, buddy.
Just want to say, Adzel, thank you, everyone.
See you again,
Sorry, I didn't get to say hello to you. I was fussing with all of my technology right here. So nice to see you.
Yeah, you know how women are with technology,
right? Jesus.
And brakes. You know, they don't use brakes in cars, so why even install them in their cars?
I use my brakes, thank you. It's my blinker I don't use.
So yeah, because you got your other one called your finger, you can flip them off.
Bye, everyone.
See ya, Gigi.
See ya, Gigi.
So do you prefer that atheism be true?
Atheism isn't a true or false proposition.
What's that?
No, earlier he said like
that he likes it that it's atheist. Yeah. He said I actually like it this way, and I wanted him to explain that.
Well, because one, I'm not basing things on unfalsifiable claims. Two, I think the idea of living eternally creates a lot of false concepts in people's brains, especially when you add the additional element of hell, where you feel it's okay that some people burn even for a little while or get annihilated simply because they don't believe. That seems kind of a real seriously
what's wrong
bad
with that?
way.
No, you just you saying bad is like that's just your preference, right? But you're not saying it's wrong.
Not a preference. It's a question of justice from a God.
Yeah, when you say things are bad, that's a preference. It's not based on some sort of like objective. If
formula. I stab somebody and they die, that's kind of objectively proven by their death that was a bad thing for them. Sorry, I'm sorry. We can quantify what is bad and good. I mean, do you want to go up to
that's
a
subjective?
Rape victim? No, it's not.
Yeah,
of course, everything is subjective. Your belief in your God is subjective.
It's not.
You don't have objective anything either. So
sorry, you don't have an objective standard of morality. It's old. Okay, it's not just that it's old; it's a bad argument.
Yeah, but you're like weaponizing like the Christian beliefs against them when you don't believe them yourselves, right? So why are you co-opting the Christian beliefs when it's beneficial to you?
How am I co-opting
Who's
Christian
doing
What
that?
Christian beliefs am I?
So when you say it's like it's bad for like to God to do this, you're saying it's wrong.
Are you
But
saying
not
other
really? It's not
gods?
really wrong. It's just your opinion.
No, it's
No,
not my
it's-
opinion.
Just your.
It is.
We have to.
No, it's not. We
Otherwise,
It is.
we
I'm
have
sorry.
to use your paradigm. Otherwise, we're not talking about anything.
Yeah, but you're like I'm asking not to force us into your paradigm, right? So just in the same way, we're not forcing
We're not,
you into
though.
our paradigm. You can't
I'm not.
force us to be
Yeah,
in your
You're
no
paradigm.
saying that
belief.
we can't enter yours. You're gatekeeping.
No, and
Yeah.
so you can't just co-opt these.
You're
No, you can't
making
co-opt
the
them because
how
you don't believe.
you
these are
still
not
haven't
part of-
answered my question.
not
Answer
part of your
this
beliefs.
question. What part am I co-opting?
Because you're
when you
using
say
as part of
bad-
your answer of why you prefer atheism, really reasons why you disagree with Christianity.
No, that's not why I disagree with Christianity.
Yeah, because
I
you said
disagree
like,
with it
oh, I don't
because
think
it
that
lacks evidence.
these people should go to hell. It's not good justice.
Okay, first of all, my basis for not
That's
belief
not
is lack of
exactly-
evidence. But when I look at belief systems, yes, I would rather not that Christianity be true because it's a horrible system of justice that's based purely on a notion that if you believe the right thing, you'll be okay.
See, when you say it's
Okay,
horrible, that's pure opinion, right? When you start saying things like it becomes opinion at that point.
Why does
You
that
think it's a
matter?
good standard of justice to punish somebody
Yeah,
forever
can
for
you-
something they?
Can you tell
Can
me
you-
actually demonstrate to
That's
me
a
why
lot.
it's
No,
wrong?
this is a logical
Can you actually
question to you.
demonstrate to me? Actually demonstrate to me
Yes.
why it's wrong.
Do you think it's okay to burn people forever?
Don't no. Stop thinking what's my opinion. Actually demonstrate that it's wrong, right? So my opinion doesn't matter. My
Forever
feelings
is
doesn't
wrong.
matter.
Yeah, burning
You
for
don't
Why is it
burn
wrong?
people that you love.
Killing
Because
babies.
you
Why-
don't burn
why is
people
that wrong?
You supposedly love
Why is that wrong?
because it's abusive.
Why is
It's
it
very
okay? Why?
manipulative.
Yeah, because it's a manipulative. Let's say it is. Why is that wrong?
Are you
Because
saying
by
manipulation
definition,
isn't
it is.
wrong?
No, that's just a preference, right? I prefer
No,
people not
it's
being
not.
manipulative. It's
By
just a
definition,
preference.
It's definitionally wrong.
No, there's nothing in the word manipulation that says this is wrong. By the way,
Yes, it is.
no.
Yeah, where do you
well,
get
can
your
look up.
morality from? Like,
You can't say
how do you
that,
say
man.
what is good and what's bad
It's not in there.
you have no like no God?
Reason,
You don't have any
quantifying what's definitely harmful to people. You can quantify that. You can put numbers to some of this
Well,
stuff.
Numbers. That's the thing. We can't quantify it. There's no
Yeah, how do you do
quantifying
that?
this.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Like it.
No, there is no like level of
morality
bad. We
can't be
can like
quantified.
Give me a math proof.
empirically
Like why suffering is bad.
quantify it.
Yeah, that's
Why
that's
suffering is
asinine
bad?
to ask.
Yeah,
Bad for
tell us
society.
why it's bad. Why should there be no suffering?
Because it's harmful.
It leads to
What about it?
people.
I don't know.
having
Maybe it's a
bad-
good thing.
It's not.
Personally,
No,
I'm
see,
happy
this
with
is-
it.
It's made me
Really,
better.
this is your morality then, that you believe suffering
Yeah,
is good, and
Yeah, I
death
think it's
is
good for us.
and burning.
What I
people
think doesn't
forever is
matter.
good?
What I think
Yes,
doesn't
it
matter.
does,
right?
because you're sitting
it
there
doesn't.
saying I'm co-opting your morality, but your morality is it's okay to burn people forever. That's
No,
your
that's not what the
morality.
Christians are saying.
Yeah, but you are. You're saying that you're the one that has a subjective morality, but then your objective morality says it's okay to burn people forever, and it's okay for God to do that. That's
So
what
they're
you're
actually
I'm
burning
asking you-
themselves technically.
Yeah, technically they're burning themselves. But I'm asking you, what's
bullshit.
wrong with it, right?
Bullshit.
What I
I've read the
believe
Bible,
about
No,
it.
they're not.
Have you read the Bible?
You got a
You
gun
said
to your
yourself.
head, or you
No,
or
God
you
is the
make a
one
decision.
says,
That's not a
"Cast
Yeah, that's like
decision.
saying like if
Are you
that's like
saying
saying the
it's
cops are like at fault for
Are you
me
saying-
committing burglary.
No,
Burglary.
that's
Are
not
you
at all
saying
what
that
it
the
is.
decree of God, go cast them into hell, where I prepared for the devil and his angels, is not an action by God, it's an action by the person in front of them?
Okay, look, if I go into like a
So
country,
God isn't
And
in control then. He's not in control.
no,
of
if
who
I
goes
go
to
into
hell.
a country and I commit a crime against that country, I can't then turn to the country and say, "Hey, this is your fault because you made that law."
That's
I
not.
got in
what's
trouble on
happening.
some guys.
That's not,
behavior
but
that
that's
have
not the
to come
way.
back
That's
and
not
kick
a
ass.
that's not a genuine equivalence to what
Sorry,
happens with
Bob.
God, because everybody's in his
Right.
country according to you. Nobody escapes God's country.
No,
when
no,
it
nobody's
comes to
nobody's
you.
keeping you guys here. Nobody's like God is not holding like a gun to your head, like, "Hey, stay alive."
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they
No,
are.
not.
It's either
called-
love me,
Hell is a gun,
or go to
pointed
hell.
at your head.
That's not a choice.
It is literally.
Oh, no, you
a
can
gun.
no, you can
Well,
you can
what
ask
choice
get
is that,
annihilated.
though, dude? What choice is that?
That's
That's
not
not
a
Well,
a
no,
choice.
like You
Like
can
a
get
life
annihilated.
giver.
in my house.
You turn against the life giver.
Yeah.
What do you expect? You're gonna die.
What
Sorry.
life giver?
That's
He gives
You can-
play a
you can-
stupid
you
game.
can
You win
have-
You
stupid
love
prizes.
me, or you go to hell.
You can get
It's not a
annihilated.
choice.
It's
No,
his
you can
hell
get
that
annihilated.
He created.
There's no choice.
Are you saying God didn't create hell?
No, there is a choice. You
No,
know,
there's
love
no
them.
choice.
There's a
It's
choice.
No
coerced
choice.
It's a coerced
Okay,
choice.
there's two choices, right?
Either love me and go
you
to
get,
heaven, or
like,
I shoot
There's
you
no
in the head.
choice.
that is a
Shooting in the
choice.
head would be more
You
You
merciful.
just don't
that's
like the amount of
coercion.
choices.
That's extortion and coercion. That's
It's
not a
extortion.
choice.
What about it, right? What about it?
I'm sorry,
What
it's
about
wrong
if it
to
is?
force people to be, because
It's
it's
wrong.
objectively wrong
No, it's not.
to force people to do what they
It is.
don't want to do.
There's
That's an
no
objective
like
wrong.
you can look up the definition of coercion, extortion. It doesn't say it's wrong.
This is the absolute
It is
reason
by
why I'm on my
definition.
channel.
Hey,
Because
you can look at the
guys
definition
think
of extortion,
is
coercion.
good.
It doesn't
I
say
don't
it's
need to
wrong.
Look, I know what the
It's okay.
definition is.
It doesn't
I
say
know
it's
what
wrong
the
in there, man.
It is wrong by definition.
Can't you
No, it
coerce
doesn't.
someone to do something good?
Why would I want to do that? If I was
It's
going to
still
coerce,
manipulative, and it's
It's
still wrong to
manipulative.
do.
That's what you do.
It's
with
not
kids, though. You
wrong.
force them to do what's right.
That's because-
You guys
by
have just
giving them
told
a
me.
treat.
Okay, here's what you
Just
guys have just
because
told
the
me.
ends are positive.
God
does not
created
mean
hell
that
because
You'll get an ice cream
Yes.
cone if you do this. You'll get heaven if you do this. Yeah.
Then you got in by dishonesty.
Ice cream versus
Fuzz
death.
is
So you're
listening.
saying you're only following God because of what you get out of it. Don't you think He would know that?
Some
I
people
think
are
that's how
not
it
me. I'm
starts
not
with a
saying
lot of
that.
people. I think that's how it starts with a lot of people is that it starts with the fear of God because you realize that hell exists. And that's how it should start. You should be afraid and you should repent.
There's no evidence
Eventually,
for hell.
it'll become about love.
More than there's
But it'll
evidence
start
for
with fear.
Valhalla.
Yeah. That's how it should work.
Sorry, I'd rather have Valhalla
That's a-
than hell.
That's abuse, and that's a manipulative and really, really fucked up relationship. That sounds like my marriage.
That's
Yeah,
every
it
marriage.
sounds like a lot of. It sounds
And
like
I got
a lot of
divorced.
people's
I'm much
ex-spouses
happier
that were manipulative and abusive to them. Like if God, I get it all the time. You know, I go through something bad, and God's trying to tell you to come back. Oh, so God wants to beat me up so that I can come back, huh? That sounds like an
But that's
abusive
just-
fucking spouse.
That's just an emotional appeal. That's not saying it's wrong.
Not
It's
an
just like, oh,
emotional
look,
appeal.
doesn't that make you feel
Beating
bad?
me up is bad for
What
me.
about
Are
it?
you
That-
saying
tell
that
me
somebody
how
beats
it's not
me up
wrong.
is not good?
Wouldn't you rather be in heaven forever? That's
No.
what God wants for
Why would I
you.
want-
He wants
Absolutely.
you to
I don't
have
wanna
something
say-
really good, and
Why-
you want
why
something
would
I
bad.
don't want anything
You want
forever.
bad things.
I don't want anything forever. I want to go in the ground. I'm tired.
Well, it's not your choice. You're going to stay alive, and
what
if you're
I
not in
need to go
God's
in the
Prove
ground.
that.
if you're not
Prove
if you're not
Prove I'm
in
going to
confor-
stay alive. Prove I'm going to stay alive. Prove it. Because
Okay.
you made a very audacious claim there that you have no evidence for.
it's
No.
written in the Bible. So
The
it's
Bible
it's
is not
prophecy.
proof of anything
Bible's the
to me.
claim.
It's
The Bible is
prophecy.
a claim.
So
It's a
this is
claim
what
and
the
a prophecy.
prophecy says. You're going to be resurrected on that day. If you're not in conformity with God's will, you don't love him.
Proof
And
that's
how
ever
can-
happened.
That
How
glorified
convenient
body,
That's in the future.
that
How
glorified body
convenient.
was going to become a prison to you, and that light will be darkness to you
This
because
is
your eyes will not
so
be able to
bad.
see it because
I
you
can't
have
think of anything more
conditioned
evil
yourself to
than-
like
I
demonic
can't think of
things.
anything more evil than
So
to
that's why you get sent
resurrect,
to hell.
resurrect our Frankenstein's monster out of the ground, and then we're going to burn him forever. What the fuck for?
So fucked up.
What the fuck for? See, you have just made some audacious claims simply because you believe a book. You have made this claim that somehow I'm going to live forever, but you have absolutely no proof of that.
This is
other than
going to
the Bi-
happen. I'm trying to
Bob-
give you some advice.
The Bible is not a predictor of the future. It's
It
I
has
don't get
predicted the
your
future
advice.
multiple
No, it has
times.
not. No, it has
Very
not.
well. Have you
No,
ever
it's
read the
post-
Old Testament and how many times it predicted Jesus Christ?
Many,
He's
many
going to
times as a
school like
former
you
There's
Christian.
like
arrogant
200
asshole.
different references on the Old Testament that are
Sorry.
predicting Jesus Christ.
There's no
Everything-
prophecies
no.
that have been fulfilled. There's none.
Oh my goodness. Read Psalms
It's
22. Read Psalms 23.
For
It's
fuck's sake.
post hoc rationalization. Anybody, I've written fiction. I can take something written by Nostradamus, write a fictional story, and put all of his quotes in there. See, and this proved what happened. I'm sorry, that's post hoc rationalization. The New Testament writers are guilty of it all the way through. They've taken a verse they already
It
know.
would be impossible
And
to
then-
make a
and
story that consistent over that period of
bullshit.
time.
They're not
Dude, I
consistent.
do it all the time. I do it all the time as a fiction writer. I make stories consistent.
No, you haven't.
Yes,
Not
I
like
have.
that.
Yes,
Yes,
I
you
have.
haven't.
I have too. I mean, it's
That's
not
how
that
books
hard.
are written.
I'm sorry, that's how books are written. That's how fantasy and sci-fi are written. They make it consistent,
Right.
making shit up all the time.
And they're
There's
not
always
even that
plot
consistent.
holes. There's
No,
plot holes
right.
in every
And the
story.
book is the Bible's
And
full
guess
of
what? Guess what? The Bible's full of potholes.
And
What
and
the
if,
hell am I talking about?
and if you
And
think
your
your
brain
story
is-
doesn't have any plot holes, then you just
What
haven't looked
story?
very carefully.
So what? Plot holes aren't the issue because your story has plot holes too.
It doesn't, not even one.
It does.
Bullshit.
It has
It's
many.
completely consistent. You just need the Eastern Orthodox
It's
understanding,
not
and you'd see that.
completely
I'm
consistent.
I'm not gonna
What
defend
era-
that.
what
is the most
What
arrogant-
Eastern Orthodox
That's
arrogance
not
is
fair.
that? What an arrogant statement! Like you have found the truth, and
I
it's
have.
all you have.
I have found the true faith,
and everybody
worshiping
else
the
is
undivided
wrong.
Trinity.
Yeah,
So
that's
gross.
bullshit too. That's like polytheism dressed up as monotheism. So
Just to warn you, Daniel, I can only help you so far. I'm not gonna defend the Bible. just to warn you, man.
yeah, but I'm
You
not.
know,
I'm not
where I
gonna-
stand.
Fair.
I'm sorry. The Bible is something I have a degree in. I've studied all my life. It is very contradictory. It has plot holes everywhere. It is inconsistent. The only reason you say so is because you've been indoctrinated to say so. I know because I used to do the indoctrination. Thanks.
Well, you don't know why I became an Orthodox, to be fair.
No, I don't. But I'm going to tell you this. That if you're going to sit there and say one form of Christianity is better than the other, then the other forms of Christianity are going to rise up against you and say, how do you know that? And they are right to ask that question. And
It's
you
because
have to
it's
now, you have to
Holy
adjudicate.
Spirit.
the original church. It's been around for 2,000 years. The
that's
Catholics
an
broke away
old-
from us because they decided to change the creed.
Just because something is original doesn't mean that they stayed original. I'm sorry,
Old
over
guys
time.
did a thing.
It's kind of
Old
what we
guys
do
did
as
the thing.
Orthodox. We keep it real.
Are you sure?
Just-
Or you change it to fit what you want,
Right.
just like every other organization.
I'd recommend you look into it yourself.
I
come
have
and
looked
see.
into the Orthodox
Yes,
Church. The
again.
one thing I'll note about the Orthodox Church, having looked into them, they're one of the most arrogant denominations there is. They think
Then
they've
you
got
don't
the
know
truth.
anything about the Orthodox.
I'm sorry, I've read their writers.
Who did you
They're
read?
rare. I don't remember. It was a long time ago in seminary, but I remember studying the Orthodox Church.
Okay,
with
tell me
some of
one thing you know about the Orthodox Church.
that they claim that they're original church, but that's in question.
Bad question. Let me ask you something specific then. Energy versus essence distinction. Explain it to me.
Don't care.
You don't know anything about orthodoxy.
You're an arrogant asshole.
Dude, that's like because I don't know one thing, I don't know anything about orthodoxy. That's a real
It's
logical
pretty cool.
problem.
It's pretty cool.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Pretty
I'm
not
sorry. That's I'm
religionist.
sorry. I'm sorry. That's a logical problem.
Look, Ed, I'm not trying to be a jerk by saying that you don't know something. I'm trying to be
You
like,
are, though.
hey, wouldn't it be nice if you took a look at this thing?
I've
something
looked at
that you haven't seen
Christianity in
before.
I've looked at Christianity in all of its forms for 30, 40 years because it was the interesting topic. I walked away from the church because everybody's making flipping claims and nobody backs it up, including the Orthodox Church, saying that you're the
them a
original church, saying you're the original church.
Come
is a
and see
claim.
a church and give them a chance.
Nope.
No.
I'm done with church. I actually have religious trauma syndrome that doesn't allow me to go out into a church building anymore. I have PTSD about people that threaten me. They threaten me in the church with a gun because I didn't go along with it, because they believe that they were right in their doctrine. So don't give me this shit about how if I just change the flavor, it'll be okay. Because it's the same bullshit, just repackaged.
Well,
Azzo, where'd you go?
I just came back. Sorry. I had to make sure.
I gonna miss the fires.
I was trying to get some gasoline, but I'm out.
Another
Poor
another
asshole.
word for beer.
Not another word for beer, asshole, alcohol.
I need one.
That's what-
Daniel.
4 beers and a duel for Daniel.
I've got some pickled goza in my.
Oh, wait. This is where you're talking about drinking. Here's my drinking buddy, Mr. Sandman.
Yeah,
Another
Sandman.
Orthodox guy.
Sandman. Been a minute.
Sandman, has Sandman been in here before?
I think
It's
so.
my first time here.
Okay,
Oh, you're a virgin? Wow, I just popped that cherry there, Darth.
I don't know. That's no homo.
Oh, you homo. You gotta go. Sorry. I'm playing. You gotta see Carrie Ann in there. I haven't
I
seen
blame
her.
your.
I know. She was just telling me she her new channel.
How do I
Check
crack
it
into
out.
that heart?
Wait, where the hell did that come from?
Don't. Like
Oh,
this is
BMM.
like
How did I miss the
this
B?
is like thing like you
Yeah,
got to
okay.
realize, Daniel. Like I get like what Charlie Kirk is like what Charlie Kirk and you're trying to do, like be the shepherds to save the sheep. But I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. Do something better. Just focus on your life.
It's just
Focus on it, because like if like you can't save these people if you can't save your life. You know who are the people who save the most lives and they don't want to acknowledge it. The left doesn't want to acknowledge the people who save more lives are these company owners. It's people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, who provide these people hundreds of jobs for people. Those are the people really saving lives.
Those
And when
guys are
people are in
awful.
good time, well, you can say
Kidding,
that.
right?
But when these people are like financially well, they tend to turn towards like religion. They tend to turn to being Christian. So with good financial times, thereafter it is followed by religious times.
I disagree with that. I think poor people are better Christians than rich people.
Absolutely not. Most of these leftists tend to be
Hard
broke,
times,
like jobless.
religiosity goes up during recessions and depressions, which Trump is speedily getting us there. So yeah, you'll get your wish very soon. I'm sure.
Well, if it's glory to the
It's
kingdom
been a
of
long
heaven,
time coming.
then it's good.
Not just Trump's
I
fault.
really wouldn't want to see this country fall apart, but if it does bring us closer to God, that'd be nice.
It ain't gonna bring us. We're gonna realize like at best we're gonna get like some sort of.
Yay! It's gonna be great.
I don't know if there's anything to stop
Thanks,
it at
Earl, for
this
saying
point.
it for me.
Mike,
It's what I do.
Yeah, Sandman, we can hear you.
how you doing, Dan?
Doing okay.
I think you're a little bit far from your mic or a little bit low.
Getting low.
Just trying to spread the good word of orthodoxy, but I don't think Ed and I Killed Earl here are too receptive.
Allegedly, as her
Never.
lawyer, allegedly.
Well, what is Earl? Eddie? Earl? Eddie? What is it? Let me expand my
Earl?
screen.
Yeah, I Killed Earl. What do you prefer? What do you like to be called? I Killed Earl? Is that like what you prefer
Earl's
to be called?
Oh, Earl. Okay, I kill girl. Yeah, yeah.
Sir,
I keep thinking of My
Mr.
Name is Earl,
by a lot
the
of
TV
names.
show.
Is Earl like?
Balthazar.
Is that like your name though? Do you have a
No,
male
whatever.
name or?
Everybody calls me Earl.
And you are
I only use my real name at work. I keep that life somewhere else.
and on her taxes. That usually helps.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was
Actually,
talking about.
I'm officially I Killed Earl LLC. So even on my taxes, I'm still Earl.
There you go.
Got an LLC now. So
I'm fancy.
Yeah,
Was it Earl
make
you were
anything
talking
you
about?
want. Marianne.
Balls.
I trust you. That's why I made you
Or
a
Ed.
mod. Sorry, guys. I was just trying.
Azo, what's happening?
The world's come to an end.
That's true.
We
I'm still
have.
here.
It's official. We've got theists in an atheist room.
Is this
Oh
an
my
atheist
God!
room?
No CSAL. What am I going to do without a CSAL?
Oh,
An
God.
atheist with 10 Bibles. Yeah, you're the biggest atheist.
10?
20,
What do you mean?
20.
I got 10 under my pillow. I literally probably got 80 or 120 different translations and varieties. Granted, some of them are a little dumb, like the duct tape Bible and the Lego Bible and things like that, a Star Wars Bible.
Well, since Daniel's here, you got to pull out your Orthodox Bible.
I got one.
Yeah, I know. That's great.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, yeah. I already told him that I got one. I got a Catholic one. I got an Orthodox. I just got the reprint of the 1611 KJV, a few other ones. Now I'm going after the goat skin. I got a top Pike. Yeah, Pike went out and got a what is it? An Allen Bible. It's goat skin. It's pretty pricey. So
Daniel.
he had to get this. He gets a hold of Gigi to see if I would give him my phone number. And I'm thinking, oh, crap, I'm in trouble. I thought he was going to play peacemaker between me and I can't remember that person. Grace. Grace is what I remember. But anyway. So he calls me and I answer the phone and it's like,
Who shall
hey,
not be
what's up?
named?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get this, got him because he's a pastor, so I'm thinking I'm getting to get this, this pastorly, fatherly thing. And the first thing out of his mouth is, hey, asshole, I got a book that you ain't got. Because he knows I collect books and Bibles and all this. And it's like, so I'm looking it up on the internet. It's like You SOB. Now I want one.
So what were you trying to do, Daniel? Convert
I was
the,
trying to explain to Ed about orthodoxy, and
yeah, I came in when, I don't know, he said he tried everything, but nothing worked for him.
Well, that's the thing. You got to start off, if you're trying to convince somebody, you got to start off the argumentation is what is going to convince you, because then you can pin it down.
Start an argument off by what do you drink, and let's go from there.
Yeah, but that's the first thing. That's the first.
Thank you. Sandman went to the same DJ school that I went to.
At the very least, buy me a drink before you assault my ears with theistic nonsense.
Drinks all around. Okay.
For Daniel, we've already said this.
You know, I slip in the roofies.
Cup for Bubble because I don't think he's old enough to drink.
But Ed, tell me about what you were. I mean, I came in when you were saying you tried everything.
Well, it's a long story. I don't know if we got time for that.
No, yeah, sure. But I mean,
it seemed like one of his biggest hangups is what hell, right? You think that it's not fair.
It's not a question. It's not a question of fair. It's unjust.
Okay, so that's your biggest hangup. Is that your chief thing, or do you think there's other things too that you're upset about?
No, it's a lack of evidence for Christianity all the way around. So
unjust is just like opinion.
Yeah, like if you decide that you don't want to be a Christian anymore, you can find people who will tell you that Christianity is wrong. Like there's lots of people out there that will tell you that, and they'll be very convincing at it. I mean,
dude, I was a
I've
Christian
heard more
for
of that
40
at church
years.
about how Christianity was wrong, Daniel, to be honest. And I had prior or after that because, I mean, for me anyway, there wasn't the internet. You know, I got more negative responses towards religion and God at church than I did anywhere else, to be honest.
Well, that's because you never went to church.
I didn't.
Nope.
I was
Name me the churches you went to.
I went to Woodland Heights Christian Church, Mace Methodist Church, St. Bernard's Catholic Church, and other ones that I visited, but those are probably the main three in my lifetime, and a Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall that's in Crawfordsville, Indiana. And I'll even give you the address view on it and the phone number.
Did they look like churches? Or like...
Yeah, they were all churches. They were mainstream churches.
They were all mainstream.
It's a weird argument.
And why, Ed? Why is it a weird argument?
What? Because churches can look like anything. I've been in I've been in like Orthodox. I've seen Orthodox churches that are in a storefront. It's because
drive down 16th Street in Indianapolis. You'll see a lot of churches.
I think what Sandman is going with here is that they're not real churches; they're glorified study groups.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
So how? Okay,
what's that say? Netflix and
Dill.
So if I would have said I've been to 3 Orthodox churches,
is that a verb?
Daniel,
it's a pickle beer.
I can't hear you that well.
I know. So if I would have said I went to 3 different Orthodox churches and I gave you, say the congregations or whatever you call, I guess it's a church either way, then they weren't real Orthodox churches either then, because it'd be the same argument.
Well, I would love you to go to an Orthodox church.
I plan to visit one, but what I'm saying is I just sat there and named off 3 churches that I went to off the top of my head, and they weren't really churches. So what I'm saying is, would you have said the same thing?
So that's kind of like the thing is like, yeah, you've tried Christianity, but have you ever tried the real Christianity, which is Orthodoxy?
That's kind of like saying, man,
that's a
I had Walmart brand Diet Coke.
Have you tried Coke? But you got to try the real Coke from the 70s that had the real sugar in it.
We're talking
a horrible argument. It's just a horrible.
It's not a horrible argument. It actually is.
It's arrogant.
Thing that could save your life.
There's no humility in that at all.
Like, I know
you're not saving anybody's life, and you don't want to be alive.
I'm going to tell you, as a guy with a ministry degree, that is the most horrible apologetics I've ever heard, because you're basically saying you have you got it.
And Daniel, do you really think I want to spend eternity with Bruce? You're screwed on that one.
I don't want to spend eternity kissing God's ass. I don't.
We got some time to prepare, guys. We got some time. We're still alive. We can start forgiving each other now, so we can become one.
See, I can forgive somebody without it being, bringing God into this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like Sandman
I
and I
know.
are going to be in heaven together, so we've had to reconcile a long time ago. we can't
Well,
go to
Daniel,
the altar if we were
I
mad at
see
each
what-
other.
Daniel, I hope you will take this in the spirit as intended, as very loving.
But go to
If-
hell. No.
If I have to hang out with you with
Been
that
there.
level of orthodox arrogance in heaven forever, I don't want to go.
No.
See, at least Daniel knows how to handle me because we've talked
Because I don't want to hang around people that think
many times.
that don't have the possibility of saying they're wrong, and you don't have the possibility of saying you're wrong.
But Ed, I
But
really you knew
if
how
the
much
Catholic Church
humility is
comes
like the
along and says
thing that we
something,
teach. It's just yes, we are the true church, and I know that sounds very arrogant, but everything else that we talk about is about humility. I know
Well,
that
it's not working. It's not.
So you're a
working.
hypocrite.
It's not working.
Right.
It is not working.
I
If I
know
was
it
my
sounds
own son-
arrogant, but it's the
all right,
truth.
all right. Here, let me do what
really
you
is
did.
the
when
true
I
church.
used to do exactly what you did when I was in Assemblies of God boy, because the Assemblies of God makes the claim that we have all the gospel,
Yep.
and everybody else is wrong.
They're replacing
So-
theology too, though.
Okay, because we have tongues, we have actual miracles that still take place according to them. And you guys, you're the dead orthodoxy that is no longer, you're the dead church in the book of Revelation. That was their word to everybody else. What makes them wrong and you right?
Proof.
What proof?
You
What
have
proof?
them.
So what did you just say?
Like, I'm sorry, I grew up in the Assemblies of God. We believe very much. We were the
Hold
true
on.
church.
One thing at a time. What is that? Explain that to me. What is
Assemblies of God.
There's
What is that?
what is
It
Assembly
is
of
a-
God?
It's a Pentecostal denomination in the United States. It's the largest Pentecostal
Are they
denomination.
Trinitarians? Do they believe in the
Yes.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit?
Yes.
And were they around in the first 1,000 years? Pentecostals?
So what? Nobody was really around.
What do you
in the
mean?
first
What do you mean?
The
so?
Orthodox
what?
were. We were there. Were
Well,
they
And
wait a
so
minute.
were the Catholics. Does that make
No,
them
the- no, the
true?
Catholics
because
were
they were
one
around
church
in the first 1,000 years?
Yeah,
They
we were one
claim
church
that
at the time.
they claim that you're the one that broke off and they're the true church. They're
So
the
that
ones with
means
the
you're
apostolic
admitting.
text.
So you're admitting that we were one body for the first 1,000 years.
Who
Yeah.
cares?
No, you weren't. Because the
Well,
Catholic schism between the Orthodox
1054.
Catholics very, very, yeah. It's,
I'm going behind
sorry.
the schism.
the Eastern
Who gives
a
Orthodox
shit?
is over. I'm
So,
sorry.
so
it doesn't
pre-schism,
matter. So
it
what?
was just one church.
So what? So what? You're really
So
old.
what?
It doesn't make your claims true.
That's true. That's not an argument because it's old. It means it's true, right? But if historically you go
But
back,
that's the argument. But that's the argument you're making.
okay. So
You're
you're
getting
You're
to it.
literally making the argument because we're old and we go back to the beginning. We're
no, that's not the argument. The argument is proof, historical text, historical people, historical church.
Anybody
everything.
can claim anything in a book.
No, you can't just claim things. You need historical
They
proof.
do. You do all the time.
Well, that was Ed's big thing, is that he doesn't think there's historical proof for Jesus or the apostles.
Oh,
There
really?
is no.
I didn't say that
Sure
there
there is.
wasn't.
You didn't quite say that, though, Daniel.
I said that it was questionable.
Okay,
Okay,
he
it's
said it
not-
was questionable.
Here's the problem I have here, because then now I have to make the observation that God is so incompetent that he can't meet standards of proof later early on. And you're always apologetics
Standards
is
of
always
proof.
yeah. There's standards of evidence we take to court. Why doesn't God inspire his book with all those
Not
standards
faith.
of evidence? Faith is useless then.
Do you remember what he said to Thomas?
I
He said,
can
it's better,
I can have faith
better
in
for those who
Fangs.
did not
I
see
can
and
have
believe.
faith in Odin. I can have faith in Vishnu. All of those can justify their religion by faith. It makes faith useless. Faith is the most useless proof of anything because you can literally have faith in anything.
What are you wearing? A Mjolnir?
Yeah, it's nod to my Nordic heritage.
You an Odinist? That's
No.
true.
No,
Are you like?
I'm-
Is that a dog whistle? Are you like a neo-Nazi? There's only like two people.
so
that
now
wear
you're
those.
gonna. So now you're going to go.
Hey,
first
don't
attack.
shame our people. Don't
Hey,
shame
you're
people
being-
like us.
you're
I
being-
know the people who do it for religious reasons or political reasons. Which one are you?
Neither.
Both.
Neither. He thinks it's
Decoration.
pretty.
It's a
Yeah.
false dichotomy. What a false dichotomy that is.
So I wear an
You don't
Italian
even,
horn,
you don't
Daniel.
even
Does that
know
mean I'm
anything about
horny?
is that I'm sorry, that's just a false dichotomy.
And the
Okay,
answer
fair
is
enough.
yes.
Fair enough. You're if that's not the reasons, that's why I ask, because I don't know. That's why I
Well, I
ask.
think you need to broaden your horizon about why people do things. You know, like I'm
Those are
sorry.
the two
I-
cheap things
I
that I've
like-
encountered.
That's because you
It's
run a
jewelry.
theist channel and people are going to come at you for that. Okay. And they're going to be Odinists. I have a guy that's a pagan that shows up at my channel. I'm an atheist channel. But we get along fabulously because he's not trying to shove his religion down my throat. Okay. All right.
Oh,
He
do you
just
think discussing what we're discussing is shoving something down your throat?
no, I'm not
That's
saying
not
that
what
that's
he
what's
said.
happening. I'm talking
Right,
about
so-
my channel. I'm telling Daniel that's
Oh,
why
your
he's
channel, right? Okay.
okay. I'm telling Daniel I get the same thing that he's going to get on the opposite end of the spectrum. There's going to be people
Sure.
that are going to draw into Daniel's channel, Burning Bush, and they're going to draw because of what he stands for, and that's what he's going to encounter. Just because that's what you encounter doesn't mean that that's representative of all those people. Okay.
So let's be
Which is-
honest here. Let's be honest, Ed. You and me now, okay?
Sure.
You read the Bible, right?
I studied the Bible. I have a degree in it.
You have a degree in it?
Mm-hmm.
How many books in the canon of scripture do we have?
According to my denomination, or according to what everybody else thinks, because that's a
No,
debatable point.
I'm asking you how many books your Bible has.
My Bible had 66 when I was growing up.
Right. So you don't even have the correct canon of scripture to start arguing.
Well, how do you know that? How do
we
you know it's correct?
Because
How do you know that it's correct?
Yeah,
How do you know that
books.
it's
how
How do
if you're a scholar, are you a scholar? You said
No,
Yeah,
he's got a degree in it, but
right. So you know that 66
I
books
wouldn't
only
call that a
started with
scholar.
Martin Luther, right? Am I right, Daniel?
correct? I know that.
Right. The
Right,
Apocryphal.
so
I've
what-
looked at good. I've looked at it. Are you talking about like the Maccabees? No, I've read those too and studied those.
Okay.
Okay, so all right, like I spent time in seminary studying the church fathers and the stuff in intertestamental. Okay, so no, I've studied and looked at all that. It has the same level of proof as the rest of it, which is very little.
Meaning the deuterocanonical books, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And would you say your canon of scripture is the correct canon of scripture versus what we have?
No, I wouldn't say any of them are correct anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like to me, there is no canon of scripture. Okay,
Oh,
it's a
there is
bunch
no
of
canon.
Yeah, the atheist Bible has blank pages.
we have
That's
0
Bible
pages
world.
and we have nothing in it. Okay,
Right.
so
That's
it's like,
Fangs' picture.
That is a good point.
okay. So,
Just have an empty book.
All hail Fangs, bitches.
Yeah,
Well,
you can just fill
it's
it,
as-
scribble it in with your
it's not
fiction.
empty. It's not empty. We
Yeah,
have
you
an
can fill
entire
it with your
chapter.
delusions.
Yeah.
no, we have a chapter for that.
They're no different than yours.
Yeah, see,
Well,
that's
I'm-
why that's why we
Same
never
level
talk
of-
about
we have the
religion
same
on
level
my
of proof of
channel.
things that you have for God. So
So what give me your honest opinion. Like, so what did you compile? What did you come up with to come to your decision?
He started his own cult. He's already told you that.
historical studies
Ugh.
has a methodology that it applies to ancient texts. And the problem is most of the ancient texts of scripture, well, I guess pretty much all of them do, have massive holes in historical reliability. They just do. Just because somebody says, hey, this guy came out of a tomb alive after he was dead, and then 2 other people copy that, and then another person says the same thing, doesn't make it true.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
It
change
doesn't
it.
make it,
Right.
it doesn't make it true.
That,
You still have to
that
have,
particular narrative is quite
yeah,
Okay,
if
well-
you have,
around
Four
quite a
different
bit.
versions, or actually 3 different
mean-
versions of the same story.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that so
okay,
I
so,
hear you. I hear you.
and I mean, and I could take that to Hercules just because it says Hercules,
Right.
washed
Now,
out
if
of
you say
stables
Hercules
with a
ain't real, I'm
river.
bouncing all your asses off my stage.
But yeah,
So-
it just, I
so-
mean, you have a lot of antiquity claims by a lot of people that claim miracles, and yet you're selecting certain ones because you want to believe them, and you're discarding others because you don't.
Which ones are we
And it's
discarding?
Everything that pagans do with their books,
What do they do?
you have
What
mythological
do they do that
stories.
we're saying it doesn't happen? What miracles are you talking about?
So you're saying Zeus doesn't throw lightning bolts?
No, I haven't seen it. Have you? Saints
Doesn't
are
matter.
there's miracles
sorry.
happening today. There's
That's-
merch streaming icons today. You could come.
Yeah,
and see.
So
there's
you're-
modern
so you're-
medicine.
So you're saying that Zeus is real too, along with Yahweh?
No, I'm saying there's no evidence for Zeus, but you could see a merch streaming icon of the Orthodox Church.
Okay, I'm sorry, there's no evidence for that, and there's no evidence for your God either. They all
No,
have the
No,
same.
I said the
evidence.
merch streaming icons is something you could go see, and it's a miracle that you could go and behold yourself right now.
I-
Like today.
No, dude. I
Today.
was a
Look,
Pentecostal-
Daniel,
I was a
we gotta keep
Pentecostal-
Daniel.
I'm
Like
sorry.
again, again, go back to my question. What is going to convince you? If you're not starting off with that question, you're not gonna get anywhere.
All right, Ed, what would convince you of the Orthodox Church being true?
What would convince me of the Orthodox Church being true?
Yeah.
That could demonstrate its truth claims. What are its truth claims?
Well, what truth claim do you want to? What truth claim do you want to be
I don't-
proven?
I don't care. Like any one of them would make a step forward, but you don't have any evidence that proves your truth claims.
Boy, that's begging the question. You just said if you can have some kind of proof. And now he says he got proof, but then you say, well, that's not good enough. So what you're just going around in circles.
No, I didn't say that they
One
didn't have proof.
provides, one-
Where did I say that they didn't have proof? I said you haven't presented proof.
I said there's
your
immersed
truth-
streaming icons. That's proof right there. You haven't said anything about that.
Okay, miracles are easy to
Okay,
fake.
first you gotta validate this claim. Like first, validate that proof claim. Will that proof claim even like count as evidence to you?
Yeah. Well, if you saw a miracle, would it change anything in your mind, or you'd just be like, "Nah, that was just my mind messing with me"? There's some
Okay,
kind of
first
trick.
of all right. First of all, you guys seem to think that I have no experience with miracle claims. I just told you I grew up in a Pentecostal
AMG.
church where miracle claims were everywhere,
My
like
sympathy.
everyday occurrences. Okay, so
What do you believe in, Ed? What do you believe in? I want to know what you, as an individual, what do you believe in?
I think
I
he's an
try not to
atheist,
believe
isn't he?
I'm an atheist. I try not to believe in anything that's not falsifiable, for one.
How long do you think
So-
people will remember you after you die?
I don't really care.
Depends how well Fangs does.
Most people aren't remembered.
Have you noticed, Daniel, every atheist has the same answer?
How do you
What?
figure that?
I wonder what that is.
Maybe it has to do because it's kind of like the same debate over and over again.
And the correct
Yeah,
answer is
no,
the same
I-
answer that the atheists keep putting out. Okay, sorry.
It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same spiel over
Truth is
and
truth,
over.
isn't it?
What do
Oh, you
you
mean
believe?
like the same? You mean like the same spiel of there is a God?
Yeah, kind
okay.
of. Yeah, sure.
So it's okay for Christians and everybody else to make the claim that there is God, and that's an okay spiel. But those of us that say, "No, I don't think so. I don't think the evidence is convincing," that's a spiel.
Is there anything in your life you do believe in? Anything?
Myself, so
Your relationship, your work, your job, your future. Do you have any belief in anything? You have any
course he
confidence in
does.
anything in your life? Does he?
Why wouldn't he?
No,
No, he's
I-
gonna.
Because you do, it's ridiculous to think you don't.
I-
Do you believe in
I-
love?
Grabby.
So if someone says, "Do you love me?" What are you
That
gonna
I
say?
don't.
Yeah. Would you trust them if they said "I love you"? Or would you be like, "Where's your evidence"?
Yeah, what's
Pretty
your?
much.
I don't
yes, I
believe in
would ask where the evidence is.
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
some,
that.
I'm sorry, I was a pastor. I dealt with abusive spouses a lot. They said that to their abuse victims that they loved them all the time. Would you say that they had good evidence of that? After they beat them up, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I love you, but I beat you up for your own good."
So you were a pastor.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Okay. Here, let me get my breakdown.
What?
Grew up
yeah,
in the church.
when did
Grew up in
this
the church
fall
from
apart?
4 or 5 years ago. I grew up in the Assemblies of God. I became an ordained minister at the age of 29 in the Assemblies of God. Pastored 2 churches for them. Was an associate pastor for them. I switched when I was about 40. I turned independent. My church that I pastored at the end didn't have any Pentecostal affiliations, but it certainly was just your basic Orthodox doctrine church, Trinity Bible, that sort of thing. But I've spent 40 years as a Christian and 30 years as a preacher and 20 years as a pastor. And I have degrees in biblical studies, degrees in theological studies. So I've certainly run into Orthodox and neo-Orthodox theologians that I studied.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well,
I-
I'm going to hashtag doubt a little bit of the Orthodox stuff, but I do want to know what happened. Why did you start to doubt your beliefs? Because you were in it for so long. I need to know what really caused this catalyst.
Going to
Yeah,
a
what
seminar.
pulled you out? What pulled
Yeah.
you out?
What pulled me out? I
Oh.
was looking for the evidence of the claims because I can recognize what.
But
the
what made
Bible
you start thinking that way? What made you start thinking, I need to start, this is 40 years into it. And you're like, now I'm going to look into this. What changed?
I looked through this all my entire Christianity life, dude. You're assuming that something at the end did it, and that's just not true.
So wait a minute. You became a pastor prior to knowing what you should have known. Is that what you're telling me? They ordained.
I became a pastor.
No knowledge of their faith, but then he was still searching. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're always searching. If you're
Let's
not
say
searching,
if you stop searching, then that's not true.
I'm not talking about learning and advancing. I'm talking. You sound like you became a pastor, and then I would say why? And why would you even be a pastor if you don't even know how to guide a flock?
All right, timeline. Still very devout believer has questions,
which is normal.
Okay.
Then you shouldn't have been a pastor if you still have questions. You don't get.
Yeah, why would you be in a leadership role?
Are you serious?
Sure, I'm serious.
If you don't have a fervent faith, why would you be leading other people?
I hate to be really insulting, but I've been a member of the Clergy Project for a long time. And the idea that somehow everybody's sitting up there in the pulpit has no doubts, you're out of your mind.
There's more atheists behind the pulpit
almost
than there is.
Every pastor I ever taught, then there should be no pastors, because there would be no pastors if you say, "Oh, doubt is a disqualification."
That's bull.
And why? I'm sorry, dude.
You're unqualified. If you don't believe in God, you can't be a pastor.
I believed in God right up until the last 3 years.
Well, you had some kind of deep questions because apparently now you're an atheist. How did that turn out?
Turned out pretty well, actually.
I mean, you gave yourself this large responsibility and you fell from it. You're supposed to be leading people.
No, I would
say now you're leading them away?
Daniel, what you're insinuating is like he couldn't have come across information while he was believing that took that belief away from him.
Like how is that even realistic that somebody can have I about anything? Like how is that even realistic?
Doubts.
As somebody who's a former, you're putting ministers on this high.
You never had like a pure faith like in your life? You never really been you knew that God exists and you just knew and you just trusted. You never had that?
Sure, when I was a child and a teenager.
You're supposed to keep that for life. And then should you be a pastor.
Dude, that's a nice indoctrination technique to keep people childlike. Then they don't think about stuff. But
children enter the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, Danny, you're denying new information can change somebody's mind, right? So just because he didn't have that information back before that doesn't mean he didn't come up against this new information and it changed his mind. You got to understand, politics is downstream from information. This is why Maud wants to keep herself in a bubble, right? She wants to keep this information out because as soon as that information goes into her brain, she has to change her mind.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I did not my whole thing was never to put myself in a bubble and to actually be engaging what the information actually was. Because I hate to tell you this, but Christians propagandize atheists to the point where they misrepresent what they're saying so much. And so when you actually read an atheist author, or you read somebody has a different view on theology, you suddenly realize, oh, these other people that said this about X, they were wrong because this is what they actually say. And so I'm sorry, the idea that pastors are this iconic, virtuous thing that has no doubts, you don't know pastors.
Yeah, I do. I have a really good pastor. I wish you did.
Well,
Daniel, that's a bit much.
I mean, they're to give them the benefit of
you just accused me I don't know orthodoxy. You don't know my past to know that enough to make that statement either.
Yes, I do, because I asked you about energy essence and you're like, I have no idea.
But we're talking about a pastor. You just said if I had a good pastor, you wish I had one. How do you know I didn't have a good pastor? You don't know that.
No, I'm saying I wish you had one now.
Hold on for a second.
Maybe you did have one in the past.
Why would I want one now?
Because you are in danger.
I'm not in any danger. That's a nice.
Yes, you are. You're in spiritual danger.
No, there is no spiritual.
You were a pastor, and now you're an atheist, and you talk.
Are you going to giddily watch as God throws me into hell? Is that what you're going to do?
No, I'm trying to get you to turn back to Him. If you can find it in your heart.
Yahweh is a narcissistic piece of shit. Okay, I'm sorry, I studied it.
He loves you.
Hi,
He died
hi,
for you.
guys.
Hey, what's up,
And
Black?
he killed a lot of people
that's
because
just
he didn't
opinion.
like them.
I feel like
And-
it's
and
just
let's-
He didn't
let's-
kill anybody
gaslighting you.
once.
You
When
know,
they
Shit.
were killing him, he blessed them.
So the fire from heaven on Sodom and Gomorrah
The
wasn't
invisible God walked amongst us and was willing to be put to death for
God?
us.
Dude, I literally have a series of videos on my channel that is when God kills. And I go through the biblical times that God kills. And most of his motivation is I got pissed off. I didn't like what they had to say and I killed them. Like you have not studied the biblical character of Yahweh very well because he's kind of an asshole.
And
You would not.
Are you like
You
a
know-
dark 25
Well,
kind of
that's just
guy? Like
opinion.
these are like such canned arguments. Are you so you're hyper fixated on the Old Testament? These are
Oh,
shadows
so
about
my
human
arguments are
reactions that
canned.
weren't ready for the full
Yeah.
truth yet. And you're taking that and you're trying to characterize who God is without like even looking at the New Testament.
Dude, I have.
That's the revealed truth is the New Testament. That explains the Old
I've read-
Testament.
Dude, I've read through the Old and New Testament so many times I've lost count.
okay.
Okay. I have a degree in all of this shit. Okay. I studied it as a believer. And the more you actually study it, you know what happens? You start to not believe.
Yeah, atheism is the
It's not
position
even
one arrives
true.
at after an honest evaluation of the evidence.
Well, Daniel, not all are called, but
Yeah, but he was a pastor.
well,
So what?
actually, he wasn't a
Pastors are human beings. And that's
But,
what you need to realize.
but,
You have put
they
them on
are,
a
they
pedestal.
are, yeah, and they're
You put them on a
talented.
pedestal, they do that. Okay, if I was still a believer, I would chastise you for that statement because you would put them on a pedestal that God hasn't even put them there. So don't put them there. That's why so many people, you want to know, there's a lot of people, I'll agree with you, lose their faith because they watch some important minister fall. And it's like, well, if you hadn't put them on the damn pedestal in the first place, you wouldn't be assessing your faith based on their faithfulness. Okay.
We don't actually. We don't.
Well, but a lot of people do.
Individual struggle. The clergy can slip and make mistakes. Yes, that's for sure.
They are sinners too.
Yeah, and
But
that's
they're
what-
called to a higher call. And
But-
you shouldn't be in that position if you have doubts.
Called to a higher call is a made up idea. Sorry. You just made it up.
That's how you feel now about things.
No, it's not a question of
But
feeling.
what if you find out one day you're wrong about all this?
Then I'll gladly come back. But so far, nothing. Okay, listen, you got to understand, I'm an agnostic atheist. If somebody presents me with evidence that would stand up in court that these things are true instead of this faith bullshit, then yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
would have,
it's kind of an oxymoronic term.
why?
Agnostic atheist. Well, an atheist is somebody who doesn't think there's a God, and an agnostic is somebody who doesn't know whether there's a God.
Right.
So you can't be both.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
And God calls
No.
us to have a relationship of love and faith. And so like
Atheism, and theism is about belief. It's about faith, whether you believe or not. And the other one is about knowledge, whether you know. You can say, I don't really know that there isn't a God, but right now I don't believe in one.
Yeah, but like the question is, why do you believe that?
Sorry,
You believe that because you think
agnosticism-
that.
Gnosticism and agnosticism are a separate issue from theism. Okay, they are. You can be both.
Agnostic theist exist. I've talked to them.
No, that's an oxymoron because an
It's not
atheist,
an
somebody who
oxymoron.
doesn't.
It's a poor understanding of what they're about. Gnostic is no, theism is God. Okay, those are two very different concepts that the people was talking about. You can
One
put
is a
them together.
knowledge claim and one is a
No.
belief claim.
No, agnostic is somebody who doesn't post a claim, who doesn't even think about this.
You can
An
have
atheist-
you can have an agnostic theist too. Like I don't know
No.
that there's a God, but I believe in one.
No, because to think something, to believe something is to think something. I believe in X because I think X.
Knowledge.
So
is
it's
different.
down. Belief
Knowledge-
is downstream from thinking.
Knowledge is different than thinking. You can think about something and not have knowledge about it. Okay, you can do
Yeah.
that. Okay?
Yeah, but like it's
Gnosis is about knowing. Theism is about
what
believing.
can you think about that
Two
you don't
different
know?
categories.
Can we test that real quick? Because I don't know if that's actually a thing. Can you demonstrate that?
I can think about
Yeah, 'cause
any
you just
festival, and
Think
I
about
will-
something that you don't know.
No.
I don't know how to think about something I don't know.
no, you
Do
can
Sam,
think
man?
something.
Can you think of something you don't know?
Well, I can think, but I won't.
Like, like
I'm gonna try
I-
real hard to think of something I don't know,
I
guys.
can
Something you don't
create,
know, like for example, I don't know, build me a dam, or not a dam. Think about, I don't know, something you don't know. Tell me how the stars move, at what pace, what rotation, where.
Well, that's still a knowledge of your own ignorance at that point.
Okay, so
For example, for example, I would say like let's say I was I was an atheist about cats. Well, I would be making that claim that I don't believe in cats because I don't think that there's cats, right? But clearly there is cats. We can see them around. So like this, just me thinking is unfoundational. It has no foundation.
mhm. Okay, so to get back to Ed, you said that you read the Old Testament and then you became disgusted and you left. Right.
Yeah, after like 30 or 40 years.
Okay,
doing
first
it,
of all,
what
you got-
happened? What
First
happened?
of all, you guys are
No.
totally misunderstanding deconversion. I've been talking about deconversion since I started my channel. It is not this one moment and all of a sudden you don't believe. Okay.
Mhm.
It is a gradual process where you suddenly realize I don't have proof for that. I don't have proof for that. I don't have proof for that. And
So what did
slowly
your
but surely-
spiritual father say while you were talking to him about this?
He said whatever I wanted because he's a voice in my head and I probably made him up.
You didn't have a spiritual father? You didn't have a pastor?
I had pastors when I was younger, but I became a minister when I was in my 20s.
So you had no guidance from anybody else outside of you?
We had a structure in the Assemblies of God that I would go to.
Do you have someone there that you could talk to that was ahead of you? Like
Yeah.
above you? Like a bishop?
Yeah, we have
Did you come to him about your faith
Daniel,
concerns?
you know that seminary teaches you to think for yourself, right? And read the Bible and come to your own conclusions, right?
No,
They
wrong.
do that. They do that.
That's
Where does it say that?
a bad seminary does that.
As a matter of fact, it says the opposite.
It's like a
Oh,
sola
yeah.
scriptura seminary.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
So,
Yeah, it's like
No,
you just come up with whatever you want here. You know, I'm not going to teach you what the tradition is. Like
The Bible is just a poem. The words just mean whatever you want it
yeah,
to be, man.
whatever. Yeah, it's up to
Which
you.
is true.
What was actually crucified was
No,
a
they
donut,
teach
not
them-
Jesus.
They teach them to how to evaluate the evidence for themselves properly, and a lot of them can read the old languages
Evaluate
and
the
everything.
evidence. That's what you go to seminary for, to evaluate the evidence of God. That makes no sense. You're supposed to study the
Actually,
scripture.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you're
not
studying
supposed to-
scripture because you already believe, not
Yeah,
to
you-
examine the
Yeah,
evidence.
you don't try to prove whether or not God exists during your seminary.
okay,
school.
well, what you guys have just turned seminary into is just an indoctrination factor that reinforces indoctrination and can't deal with the thoughts of the outside world. That's what you've just done. You actually divorced seminarians from some of the arsenal they could use to push back against the world. If
So
that's
I go to a school for journalism. I'm not going to go there and be like, do I need to prove that journalism is
false
something that's
equivalence. False equivalence.
Is it?
If
Explain it.
because-
Explain how that's a false equivalence.
because when
once
you go to-
once you go to,
when you go
a
to a
class with
journalist-
subject matter, you are assuming that it exists.
the first
Yeah,
issue
basically.
the first issue in theology, and any theologian will tell you, is does God exist? It is the first issue in theology. Does God exist? They ask that question right out the gate. Does God exist? What's your evidence for God's existence? Because if you're going to base
Well-
your whole life, I'm sorry, that's the first thing that when we hit class in seminary, when I did all my theology classes in Bible college, I think every systematic theology starts with that question: does God exist? Okay, if you can't articulate rationally why God exists, that gives you an incredible disadvantage as a believer. Why would you not question your faith to make it stronger? It's like you don't want to put faith through a fire, do you? You don't want to refine it and see if it holds up, even though the Bible tells you to do that.
I would agree. Like these questions should be questions should be introduced.
Really.
but
Not
it's
really,
not really
in my
like
opinion.
So basically, you're saying, Daniel, that you just want to stay indoctrinated and don't want anything to question that. Okay,
Why would I want to question the one thing that keeps me tied to life?
Well, if you were mistaken, would you want to know?
because if that thing is tying you to life and that
Yeah,
that foundation is
somebody's-
flimsy, you're gonna fall.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, and I'm sorry. My view as a Christian was that if Christianity was true, there should be no question that would falsify it. And sorry, there are a lot of questions that falsify Christianity. So I'm sorry if that's a revelation to you, but seminaries.
Okay, what
do
falsifies
that.
Christianity? That's an interesting take. Let's hear it.
Resurrection of Jesus is made up.
Okay,
That is
prove
why-
it.
All the
Prove that
omni
it's made up.
properties.
I don't have to prove it.
Hello,
That's what
Daniel,
falsifiable means, is that you can prove it.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Do you have records of it? You have 4 accounts of a story of it.
No, you had to prove that he didn't resurrect. You said that's falsifiable. Now prove it.
Okay, do I have to prove that Thor doesn't throw lightning bolts?
No, you said that this was falsifiable.
Sorry,
so
it's
can you
falsifiable.
prove it or can you not prove it? Or do
Because it's
you want to just
very-
dance around and be like, whoa, what about Thor? What about this made up character?
All right, well, fine.
You can't.
Miracles,
You can't.
miracles are falsifiable because they don't conform to reality by their nature, by definition. Miracles.
And yet they happen anyway.
No, they do not.
Yeah, they
think-
Oh, wait
do.
a
Go.
minute.
You
What?
see an event and you interpret it as it goes to your brain, and you interpret it as a miracle without considering whether or not there is another alternative explanation.
And you do the same thing with the color green.
No,
What?
I don't. The color green
really?
is cultural.
How do you know that the color green that you see is actually the color green?
We can measure waves, color waves.
We can measure color
the
waves.
frequency.
So you go to a
Spectrum.
store with a color wave gun, and you're like, well, I wanna
Yeah,
make sure-
even if it has the same
Um,
wavelength,
I
you
would
don't
also
know that
point out
my
something
green is the
else.
same as
I-
your green. It just means that we are both seeing that same color.
Actually, that is a debatable point because if I go to another culture, what's green in my culture is not green in another.
Yeah, this is an old
Yeah, but,
philosophical
like,
one. I went to college for a
nobody's
little
denying-
philosophy.
So when you were talking earlier, Daniel, and you were asking about what changed your mind, I thought that maybe you would like my perspective a little bit, because what changed my mind was traveling to another culture and living there for a couple of years and realizing that other people had held biases and superstitions that were completely unrelated to my culture, and it was obvious that they were false. And I had to do some internal reality checks once I realized that, because I was like, wait a minute, there's probably a lot of I'm holding things on the basis of bias on these biases too. I want to eliminate bias in my life as much as possible as far as reasoning comes. You know what I mean? When I use when I arrive at a conclusion,
Well-
I want to have reliable methods. I want to have as little bias as possible.
Mhm.
Biases that don't
That's why
contradict
I'm
my
an
worldview.
atheist.
Well, no, like you're against other biases, but you're not willing to acknowledge the biases that go against your worldview. You as an atheist, because none of you are ever going to defeat me on evolution. You know you're going to get your butt kicked on that subject. So like you have
What are you
to,
talking about?
yeah,
Do you have a
Blasphemous, you said you
PhD in
debate.
evolution? Or in
Yeah,
biology?
blasphemous, appeal to authority, blasphemy.
That's not an appeal.
I
to
debated
authority.
PhD.
They
Yeah,
are
I
the
paid. I
authority.
debated
You're an
PhD
idiot. Get
scientists.
out of here.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you
stay
were
mad.
tempted to.
You stay mad.
No, you're
You're
not
not
saying
gonna get your butt
anything.
kicked
You're
on that.
like, I can show them.
Yeah,
evidence
I
is
actually
wrong. Okay,
debated
go
these
ahead, dude. Where's your
PhD
Nobel
scientists that
Prize?
you're talking about.
Where's
They
your
couldn't
Nobel
defeat me.
Prize?
Who?
Where's your
Yeah,
Nobel
stay
Prize?
Who?
Hold on, Blaster. Where did you go? And you
Yeah, I do want to hear the rest of this.
I lived in
Blaster
South
Master, what,
Korea.
yeah, tell us more about this.
Oh,
So you went to
lived
another
in South
country.
Korea and lived there for a few years, and I was studying martial arts and teaching English over there, and I realized
Oh, cool.
that superstition is something that humans are very prone to. And
Yes,
I wanted
they are.
to eliminate the superstition in my life.
Yeah, but you're not free of those superstitions, Blaster Master.
Yeah, I am. I don't hold any
You're not.
superstitions as far as
Yes,
I
you
know.
do, man. You
Point it out.
literally
Tell the
believe in
start.
the mythology. You literally believe in mythological animals that don't exist, man. What the heck are you talking about?
Like what?
Transitionals? Those don't exist.
Every life form
Your
is a
personal
trans-
incredulity.
That's literally a made up mythological animal. Literally
Like I
doesn't
said,
exist,
your
man.
incredulity isn't an argument, just so you know.
No, I'm telling. I'm pointing out your bias. I'm pointing out your
It's
you
not
do have these
bias. You're an
biases.
idiot.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you-
it's not science.
This is an ad
Birds aren't
hominem
real.
and ad hominems. Yeah, nice ad hominem, not an argument though.
okay, but
No,
where
that was
did
just
you
an
go?
insult. You're an idiot.
What-
I wasn't
what
saying
was-
you're
Proof
wrong
birds
because
are
you're
real.
an
Oh
idiot.
wow.
What was your
I'm defeated.
path? What was your Christian path? Did you go to a church? What did you do?
What?
Bless
How
you,
did
Master.
I?
Yeah.
How I was raised as a Christian, yeah.
What
And I
kind?
grew up in a pretty big church. I got to see a lot of the major apologists in the '90s when I was a teenager. from William Lane Craig to Frank Turek, even Ray Comfort came, Kent Hovind. I have what's the other guy's name? Like the dude that wrote the reporter guy. What's his name? Oh, he wrote the book that everyone's always like, oh, you should read this. He's a former atheist. That's like he was a detective that didn't understand the burden of proof.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I went to go disprove Jesus'
J. Warner
resurrection.
Wallace.
It's like, well, you went around about that backwards, didn't you?
Yeah, J. Warner Wallace.
Yeah,
That guy.
no, it's not J. Warner Wallace that I'm thinking of, but he was like all those people came to my church.
Like,
and I
yeah,
was in the
well, there
church
was.
band.
I know.
The
I think I know who you're
pastor was my
talking
neighbor.
about.
And what was it for you that made you leave the faith?
Believe in it?
No,
No,
leave.
Oh,
Like,
I
that
told
made
yeah,
you-
just realizing that I was the reason I had was holding these positions was basically on biases because I was biased because I had confirmation bias. There was no good. I realized that I had no good reasons to believe. Is what, and then I started studying epistemology and philosophy, and then it was game over for religion once I did that.
Okay. Are you happy now?
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
but like
Ed, are
again,
you
you haven't
happy?
got rid of your.
I've
You
never
haven't gotten
been
rid of
happier
your.
than when I was a Christian. I was miserable.
Ed, are you happier now that you're an atheist versus a Christian?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
plenty
who
of
wants to
non-happy
go down?
That's all you got. Yeah, that's all you got is this life.
Who
So,
wants to
I
go
hope you
down?
enjoy it,
very-
but like, no,
I'm
in
very-
all honesty, I
That's
really
what
hope you
makes
do
this
guys come to
life that
God.
much more valuable to atheists. Is
Yeah.
we know this is the one life we get to live, right?
Yeah,
So it's
Because things that
very
have
valuable
value
to me
are
to live it
rare,
well.
not things that go on forever. That doesn't make something valuable. That actually makes it less valuable.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, the narrow and straight path. Yeah, it is difficult, right? We gotta admit.
Who's Ron? What is that supposed to be on the
Ron?
ticker? It says, "Hi, I'm Ron."
That's
Oh.
Asshole real name, Ron.
Oh, gotcha.
Where did Earl go?
She had to go deal with something at her door, and she just didn't have time to turn off her camera. So
Ah, okay.
she's
She's the one who invited me here.
She's lurking. I hear
Bless you.
Thank you. Well, it's 11:11. I gotta take the body and blood of Christ tomorrow. So, look, I enjoyed being on here, guys, and Ed, I hope I wasn't too mean or whatever, like being a jerk.
No, honestly, a good exchange. We're both passionate about what we believe or think we believe and or don't believe.
Yeah.
So it's fair to be passionate. I just don't, I don't believe anymore because I don't think the evidence is sufficient. It just isn't there. And so,
No, it's your free will. I mean, you can choose that absolutely. And
Well, I hope you don't get offended that I'll be praying for you.
I don't get offended by that because I understand the sentiment behind it. Like there's a caring sentiment behind that. I get it. I also feel like it's a useless gesture, but go ahead. So,
And Blaster Master, you're going on there too.
what's that?
You both get. Oh, and actually, I killed Earl. Why not? Yeah.
I don't know. I think I killed Earl's beyond even prayer. I'll tell you that.
You notice that I didn't even try with I killed Earl.
There's no change in that one's mind about much at all. I can do.
I can tell that was not
I'm
gonna go
friend.
anywhere.
I'm friends with her, and I'm writing a book with her, and I know her
I
pretty well.
know. I saw her website. I was looking at it. Yeah, I say that you guys are writers. I'm a writer myself.
If
So
stubborn had a picture, a person, there she is.
Earl. It's Earl.
But anyway, guys, I got to get out of here. Love you all. Take care.
All right, Daniel.
Okay, Dan.
See you, Sandman.
Take care, bro.
You're awesome, by the way, Daniel and Sam.
Well, I'm mad because I wanted Daniel to add Earl's booty crack that she ain't got to his prayer list. We want to get past pancake booty butt. We want maybe waffle butt, something.
Is that a technique you've tried yet, Earl?
There's nothing there.
That is sad. She's been twerking for 20 years now and it hasn't moved yet.
It's just there's nothing there. I used to have such a cute ass. I don't know where it went.
You're like when I was 17.
No, it happened. It happened over. Okay, so what happened was, I went through a really, really horrific. Like, bout of, it's an old term, but it's called melancholic depression. It's like you're not,
Yeah, I feel you.
you're not, you don't even have the energy to like try to off yourself, you know? So you just sort of, like I wasn't eating, like I just stopped
You're just
eating. I got down to 113 pounds, and my
Good.
body's never really been the same since.
You're pretty tall too, right?
Yeah, I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
Software girl.
I was.
And her balls are bigger than
I
yours,
actually, it's really hard. It's really hard for me to keep weight on. I actually recently got back to like 117 pounds, so I need to pork up a little bit.
Yeah, don't bring her
Hard
to
to-
a hurricane watching. She's gone.
She's gonna blow away.
Put a string to her. She'll be your kite.
I mean, like what?
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was thinking. Jay Evan is Carla, inflatable.
Just
Yeah,
gotta-
for those inflatable dudes.
Just hold this pose, and we'll put some. We'll you know.
Yeah, my dad is 6'4", and my little brother's 6'4", and we can wear each other's pants.
So,
Yeah, I'm tall and very skinny. But my mother's built like a spark plug, so you know, and I'm glad I got my dad's side of the family from here down, because she got tittle bitties, you know. It's like I don't want to have to deal with any of that shit.
Yeah, the heck with that. Your mama's booby. She wanted daddy's ass. Obviously, that didn't work out so good, did it?
She didn't have much of a butt either. My dad was. You can tell what kind of men that
He
side
was
of
a
the
big
family
guy?
like, because my aunt is real busty too. So yeah, that is.
You can hear me ever
his-
complain about a busty bust. Sorry, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, like they like the boobies in that household.
We'll go back to
evidently.
turtles.
I think everyone likes them for the most part.
I am a big fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of guys.
yeah, I've been a fan since I was 10. So,
Yeah.
Fuck that. I was a fan when I was born. I had to eat, didn't I? They breastfed still back then.
That's
Wow,
an excellent point.
I mean, okay, today's choice for you today, Ron, is left boob or right boob. Which one you want? I want her boob.
which yeah. This is well
Now, little Bill.
Up until about
Little bit of
5 years
both.
old, every time I seen a girl with a nice, rack, I wanted to, go eat, but mom wouldn't let me. I thought they were portable, like
Smart woman.
soap jugs.
Snack dispensers.
Yeah.
You'd be on a list by now.
You're like,
Are you
there's
sure
another
you-
vending machine.
Earl, are you sure he's not on a list? Are we? He
Why
might
do
be
you
on
think
a
I always
list, allegedly.
This funny
Yes.
guy.
As
Why
your
do you think there's
lawyer,
only-
allegedly.
Why do you think I only stream once every 3 or 4 months so I could, relocate?
keep on the down low.
Oh boy.
It's like as soon as
Gotta
I have
keep
to
ahead of
register, I move.
I know where to bury all the bodies. It's all right. I'll help you.
Allegedly, as your lawyer.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I'm
made
sure.
this thing for, I'm not even going to say what it was for, whatever it was for. And she put something about I killed Earl, and I put allegedly. She goes, "Oh, good catch. I need to put this on there."
Oh, that was for my new logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave me both versions, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm glad she added that. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as a
Yeah,
lawyer,
I
I
mean,
have to, or I don't get my
this-
retainer.
The fine print right down there in the corner.
Very fine. If you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is.
There's a couple inside joke. I always, virtually all of my art, I like to put in like little inside jokes kind of all over the place, so that if you're looking real close, it's like, oh, it's how I show people I love them. Because I'm emotionally constipated, so I have to do it,
Yep.
how I know how.
Yeah.
What kind of art do you do, Earl? I know you told me once, but
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do all kinds
My
of shit.
avatar. She did my avatar.
Yeah, I did.
You're looking at yeah, that's her work. So
Mhm.
Wait, how do I get me
Digital.
up there?
Oh, let me see. I love art.
Where'd I go?
digital art, right?
I'm into art.
Yeah, I actually I did some
there it is.
tie-dye today. So that's cooking. That'll be ready tomorrow. It's got to sit and for at least 24 hours to let it really, get into the fabric.
Mhm.
But I do collage, I do cross stitch, I've done polymer clay, I've done jewelry. I am multi-talented. But
Digital
currently,
art.
my latest obsession is doing the digital art. I've done been collaborating with Ed here and creating visuals for this little cult that we started, and I'm kind of obsessed. And so
Kinda?
anytime, just a little bit.
Yeah, because like me saying, I still kind of like big titties, and I can't not lie. And throwing a big button, I'll tell you what.
But putting Fangs in various predicaments, and then kind of writing little snippets on my blog and creating our his backstory and all that kind of stuff. I'm sort of I'm like Paul a little bit.
So I'm kind of lost on the Fangs because I don't subscribe to Ed's channel. I will if you guys post it somewhere. I'll subscribe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've never
Okay,
met. I know
I'm
I've
all
seen you
behind.
around.
I'm
Ed.
watching and not. Oh my gosh!
I know I've seen you around, but nice to meet you.
Oh
good to meet you too.
yeah. I've seen you all over
I
the
know
place.
you. I know you, Earl. You and I have talked.
Yeah, a ton.
Yeah,
I think you spent a night in jail together once.
I'm
But Ed, I came on when Daniel was giving you a hard time because I was like, this guy's just gaslighting him. What a dick.
yeah, it was,
the
thing-
audacity. It was the audacity that I was
Yeah.
just like.
Here's the thing, Blaster. I've run my channel for 6 years almost now. I am so used to the gaslighting.
I know you are. I know.
I don't even notice it anymore. I don't even call it out
I know.
anymore.
I know.
Because
I know how it is.
it's a waste
too.
of time.
It's just like water off a duck's back, right?
Yeah, because it's just like, okay, they believe something and they want to keep believing, and that's fine. But don't.
I just hate that shit,
Yeah.
though. I have to come in and like correct them. I'd be like, no,
Well,
you're an
but I
asshole.
got my
I've said that
focus.
multiple times this stream.
Yeah, but my focus has always been deconversion. And the thing that theists get wrong about deconversion is they think it's this one, like salvation. It's like this one pivot,
Right, like
event
or like you
crosses.
just choose to follow not
And they
God.
just show up. Like I remember, like I tell my story often, and you can hear it now. I've told it to Earl and Az several times, but it's like one day I was preaching a message on sin and salvation out of 1 Corinthians 5, trying to get sin out of the church, that sort of thing. And I literally prayed before that sermon, God, you got to show me how empirically sin is a real thing.
Oh wait,
Like,
it's not gonna work. God,
Yeah.
and then I get up in the pulpit, I preach the message, sit down, and like
nope, that ain't gonna do it.
I had Daniel Barker's thing about sin as an imaginary problem in my head, and that's how it
Sin
ended.
is simple. Sin is just a transgression against the law.
Yeah, which is a nice
you go.
claim without evidence. I don't know where he went.
No, look, sin is only a theological term. It doesn't exist in the atheist realm.
No, but it also doesn't exist in reality either. So it's just a made-up term.
Well, that's just based whether Christianity is true or false. If Christianity is true, then there is sin. If it's false, then yeah, you're right.
Well, let me ask something.
False, there's no sin. I win.
If you kill someone, you think your conscience, you'll feel it?
I would
He
be
said his
very
camera died.
Oh, I would feel like I'm way too much of those persons that if I do harm to other people, it's bad for me. So I just
Why
Pastor,
would
can
it-
you bring Blaster back in?
Nope, I don't like him anymore. He took my Tootsie Roll.
But yeah, and so after I got done with that, I tried to hang on to the God belief for like a year while I was still in pulpit, and then I took a
That must have been
sabbatical.
rough, man.
It's not something I recommend for any pastor. I tell
Shit.
okay, it's just very emotionally draining to get in the pulpit week after week and not believe in any of it. Like
I was really involved in my church, and like I left the church before I left the religion.
Mhm.
But I left the church because it was just super toxic, and people were like trying to like control me and tell me who I should date and stuff. And I was like
Mhm.
17. I was like, you're not gonna control who I date when I'm 17.
Yeah. Yeah. So I,
Like,
but
I'm like,
it
I'm well, I was dating the like the valedictorian in their class, and they're like, "Well, she doesn't go to church." I'm like, so what? She's like the smartest
Yeah, but she
person
got
in
me through high school. I owe her.
Yeah, she
I've,
was
I've,
literally
I,
the smartest person in the whole damn school.
well, but that's the thing.
Asshole.
Yes.
I wanted to ask about that thumbnail. Are you like from the class of '82? What was the
Yeah.
'82 for?
I graduated in
Oh.
'82.
Was that your class? By the way,
Yeah. I'm actually in
Ah,
that picture
I was 2 years old.
with my best friend.
I was not yet born.
bring it up and show yourself.
I was.
I don't even know if I got that picture. Oh, let me see if I've even got it on this computer because I think I put it on my other one. Let me see.
When were you born, Ed?
I was born in '69, so
All right, so you're a little older too.
Where it is.
I'm class of '87. So I was in 8th grade when Asa was graduating. So.
The year after I was born.
Yeah. So.
And are you
Yeah,
married,
so-
Ed?
Huh?
Are you
What's
married?
that? Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, I got.
Oh,
I left the church.
it has.
That's why he became an atheist. My
I'm
wife
in
left
trouble
me.
for this one. As I'm
But
looking for
Shake
that.
fist at God.
No, what we tried to work it out for 3 years. We got back together after the whole blow up thing and everything, and we tried to make it work. But I'm like,
82.
we have this big like ideological difference between us. We might want to go to counseling to figure out how to work that out and make that work. She did not want to do that.
Okay, I got proof of Jesus.
Women. I see it.
Oh my god, get that off my screen.
You're
It
hurting
does
girls'
look like a
eyes.
face. I
Get
mean,
that
You're
off
hurting
I
girls'
my
eyes.
believe in
screen.
Jesus now. There are miracles.
Get that off my screen.
It's down now, Earl. It's
Jesus
safe.
Christ.
I told you I like big butts and it got to be pork. I mean, no, that's a different song.
Ugh.
Sorry.
That's
Oh
an
my God.
asshole. That's not even like
That's
jumping.
It's a
Jesus. You
dog.
don't
Like,
talk
a
about
you
my
need a
Lord and
corgi.
Savior that
You
way.
need a corgi butt. You know, the corgi's got that little, wiggle, wiggle. They got some like thick hams. You know, you need a little butt.
And not
That's
only
just an asshole. Like,
and not
that's
only does that
porn
dog
star,
got
like
Jesus on his ass,
waxed all the way. That is
that proves Jesus is from Ohio. You see the big O?
don't.
I mean, you could say it's like a stamp, like
Okay, let me
Jesus
go
made
back
this
and look
dog
look
stamp.
for the real picture. What did I do?
Yeah.
And what do you do, Ed?
I now run a YouTube channel, which makes me a little bit of money because I have, was it getting close to 6K now subs, and I work at Walmart overnight.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, I found it. Okay, I do.
It's a good. My job is a good one for an autistic person because I go in and I rearrange shelves and put labels on them and stuff like that.
Okay, this is no more Jesus on toast thing.
So I don't have to deal with people very.
Everything is the
I
way I
am
want it to
profoundly
be.
jealous.
How's that look? Okay. Hold on.
Where are you at, asshole?
I'm gonna make it bigger. Hold on. That's what she said. Can you see my little pointer thingy here? Can you see my pointer?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see your pointer.
That's you.
And that's my best friend Doug Walden, Joe Link, my girlfriend at the time because we were mad. She's over
Damn,
here
look at all
somewhere,
those
but I'm not
damn
gonna.
hippies.
Yeah, what do you think? And I still got that mullet, so don't play the mullet. Sorry.
What happened to Doug?
I'm glad.
He's got that big
I
hair.
haven't talked to Doug forever, and I just happened to send him a message maybe a month ago on Facebook. He said, "Is this Doug that I know? What are you doing?" You know, I won't say because we called each other, but yep, that's Doug. We talked forever. Yeah, there you go, Reach.
Yeah.
Jesus looks like an asshole, especially in that picture. I'm glad Daniel's gone. He's gonna probably take my wrench from his channel now.
I mean, it does kind of resemble like that imagery.
Thank you. Here, let me put it back up here just so we can verify.
Don't.
I mean, Daniel tries to be cool, but oh, man, he just sucks at it.
He's awesome. Talk about.
I like
Daniel's
Daniel,
awesome.
except when you
He's
get
nice
into the
enough.
orthodoxy stuff or religion.
That's
you know,
the thing.
stuff.
It's like as long as you're not talking about religion, he's fine.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean, he is a
that's
nice
the way it
guy,
is
though.
with-
I mean, to be honest.
Yeah, but
takes
that's
a
all
lot
he
of shit.
talks about.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm
it's a,
not gonna say
it's a
who said
touchy
this.
subject.
So true.
One thing about it is
Oh,
somebody
I-
I talk to that's Orthodox. I'm not saying they're necessarily on this board or panel,
Ortho
but they
bros,
said
man.
that he is the type that really, because he's only been Orthodox for 2 or 3 years, that immerse
Wow.
themselves into everything by every single
Mhm.
icon and
That explains
book.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, so he's
explains a
still
lot.
relatively new. He's eager. He's got a zeal. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't fault
for
him for
sure.
that.
He's still in
I
the
just don't agree
honeymoon
with it.
period.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I think he was
exactly.
like some sort of Protestant before. Then he moved to like Orthodoxy, wasn't it?
No, he was an occult cultist. He
Oh,
might have
like
been religious at
Dustin
some
Book?
time, but he had problems with drugs and drinking, or at least drinking.
Uh-oh.
Found Jesus,
That
and
also
that's where it
explains
was.
a lot.
Oh, of
Okay.
course. Yeah, that.
And
And I'm not
explains
minimizing his
everything.
testimony. I'm just saying what I can remember of it.
No, it's survivor's
No,
bias, though. It's always
that
survivor's
actually
bias.
gives, yeah, that gives really good context. Actually,
Right,
That
right.
makes,
But,
makes sense.
I wasn't
Correct.
expecting us. I mean, how many times did we get into religious conversations on my channel? Other
Every
than
time I've been here.
whale
don't know what
rights
it
are
is.
not religious. That's human rights.
Are you sure?
No, not
Because-
anymore, because the damn seals are still pissed off and they're not food anymore. They're on strike.
The whale rights and the seal thing are now connected to the Church of Fangs, so that makes them religious.
Not according to our princess of the darkness who thinks
With the
let's
hat
put
on.
these- Let's
So,
put these.
Ash,
people
I already-
on
I already-
seal.
I already
kill
did the hat one with
Where's
that
that
one though.
You know what's on the top of? You know what's on the
There we
top?
go.
Of,
There we go. Okay, now it's official.
you know what's on the top of Earl's bucket list? Let's go club some seals, because I don't like seals because they're food.
They are food.
But
Seals
she's
are
got
food,
white.
not citizens.
But she's got like
Blubber nuggets.
seal cub, slippers and gloves and a hat, and don't even talk about that thong. You don't need a string; it ain't gonna stay up there.
I don't wear underwear. Shit's
That's
so
why,
comfy.
because you ain't got no ass; it falls straight to the ground.
Right. What's the point?
Or hips.
She
Just
keeps
sounds
asking me,
right.
"Hey, Ron, can you invent some thong or some
I have a
suspenders
tiny
for thongs?"
waist. I do have like a
Yeah.
really defined, like very tiny waist, but yeah, I don't like my hips lie apparently.
Yeah, it's sad that you got to wear suspenders just to keep your underwear on.
Are you like a size 0001, something like
Two.
that? 2.
Yeah,
That's what-
or size 2.
That's funny.
No.
That's
Yeah,
you're too funny, dude.
Two,
Yeah.
2 or 4 depends on the.
Yeah, that's why they're taking my
brand.
channel. I'm gonna be with Ken Hovind.
Fucking
Analyst.
dude.
Did you
You know,
really
that,
have?
you know what my favorite thing to say about Kent Hovind was that story about him beating his child in the dental office happened at my dad's office.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the
But if you're gonna get your
What
teeth
a
knocked out,
rinky-dink.
that's where you want to get your teeth knocked
my
out.
dad
at a
would do
dentist's office.
dentistry on the people visiting the church.
Think
'cause
about the upside of
his
this,
office is
people.
on the same block as the church. It was a good way to get patients, right? You know.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's
Definitely.
But so he would just like when Kent Hovind was visiting, he'd be like, "Oh, I'll just do some dentistry on you," and would never charge him, right?
Mhm.
And then they bring their son in to get some dentistry done, and Kent would beat the shit out of his child in the dental office, and my dad would come home and tell me the story, and I was like, "Holy shit, what?"
Oh my. Yeah, that's a
What an
really
unruly
great
child.
Way to, yeah, that's a really great way to make a whole life of really bad home care.
Well, and Kent
Well,
wonders
there's some
why
kids
his
out there who
son-
hasn't
Now
who
I
haven't
understand why
gotten
he's got
bells.
such a following, like people like Grace.
Dude, what kills me is how
Jeez.
Missing Maud bends over for him.
Okay, let's just go ahead and say missing mod.
I don't
I
think
said
she's like a
Grace,
fan
you say
girl
Missing
anymore. I mean, she used
Yeah,
to be a
I-
fan girl,
She
but
used to be, though.
Right, now here it comes. Oh,
Yeah.
see, they're over there talking about me all the time, and they've got a contract out on my
know.
life.
Oh God! Did we just summon Maud? Did we do that?
Oh god,
No.
she
Say her name
she
again.
won't come in here. She won't come in here. She's afraid of me. She's She's scared.
No, because yeah, she won't come. Trust me.
She actually messaged me earlier.
I mean, I had a good conversation with her that one time,
Yeah.
but it was
at band camp. Sure.
Yeah. but it was like, how many things can you just believe without testing them? Like, how can you?
Yeah.
You know, it's
What
like,
kills me about her is her. She always wants to defend the undefensible.
yeah.
With emotionalism and not fact.
I don't think
Yeah.
she does that.
I
Like,
give her
she'll
credit
stand
for
up.
one thing. I do give her credit for one thing. She has a hell of an avatar. That is a sexy avatar.
And she
She's cute.
has
She's
and
cute.
she has, you know,
She is
anytime
cute
that I've
herself.
done
Yeah.
anytime that I've done debates
Damn
or
dog.
been involved in drama where because I've been pretty aggressively canceled by the left, she has always been there.
They took her
in
ass,
chat.
in other words.
She has always been in the live chat, just like
Yeah, but she'll
handed
defend also
out,
like Nazis
she's
and stuff.
she-
You know,
Well,
like, she is nice.
I'm
she
genetically,
tries.
I'm just genetically a Nazi.
I think
and not
she
actually,
wants
like,
to
ideologically
be.
one.
I think Maud wants to be a good person, and I think she wants to care about others. She just doesn't know how to do it.
Are you saying she's not good? She's a little bit racist. I wish she was a little bit more racist.
She just doesn't have.
Yes,
it's not racist enough.
She doesn't understand. Like, she doesn't know how to put herself in other people's shoes very well.
That's all about her. It's
Well,
what it
who
cares-
cares? Who cares about putting yourself in other people's shoes, really?
Well, if
Other
you want to
people.
understand
I mean,
other people,
there's more to life than her. You know,
yeah, there's a reason you're a social outcast. You know what I mean?
because you're a simp.
What are you talking about? I'm here. I was invited.
Yeah, because
I did invite him.
You're
we are
literally,
friends.
dude.
No, I'm
You're literally.
bubblegum any
This
day.
is the Isle of Misfit Toys.
I like Bubby.
You don't know what
Right. Yeah, exactly, Ed. You got it.
You know, it's like
He
it's not like
drives
we're
me
not-
fucking insane. We got
Same
into
here.
a fight last night, and the outcome of that, honestly, I was so angry and laughing at the same time. Like, it
You're
was
like, I
unhinged.
can't believe I let this asshole get to me so much.
Because she knew I was right.
You
You're
weren't
like, he's so
right.
stupid.
It was so dumb. It was
I
so
brought
profoundly
facts and
stupid.
logic.
Facts and logic, right?
It's like arguing from the
Oh man.
like a point of lobotomy. That's like you.
Right.
This is Charlie Kirk reference, by the way.
I know.
Argumentum lobotomy.
Yes, absolutely. Oh god, yeah. I was just like,
Fuck it.
it was one of
You
those
do it,
moments
dude.
where, like,
Dude, back in the day, he would come on. Like Amy's channel.
Amy
when you
Newman's,
first showed up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when I first started talking to you. And
I was a lot more cool back then because I know like
You
Amy
were.
was trans.
You were
because
way
I wasn't gonna.
nicer.
Well, I was trying not to get kicked because I knew like they weren't gonna like put up with that.
You were younger. You weren't as like.
No,
I
that was
don't
like
know,
3 years ago
aggressive.
at
Yeah,
most.
it was probably longer than that. I think.
It's not that much.
Now we can talk about Catholics.
Time flies, man. How old are you now,
I lose
Bubblegum?
track of time on YouTube.
I think I was 29 or 30. Well, I'm 32 now.
You're 32. Okay.
Going on 16.
Mm.
Yeah.
I wish.
Well, I'm just
and then
wishing you
lobotomy.
get hit puberty, to be honest. It's going to be embarrassing, the 40-year-old virgin who still hasn't hit puberty.
Hey. Well, is it? I don't know how my voice sounds.
So
Well,
you're
I
wondering,
try not
you're
to
gonna
come
wake
off.
up with some
For me,
strange
your
things happening
voice
to your body.
matches your avatar. You little boy girl.
I sound like a little girl.
Oh, you should probably stop picking on Emma Thorne. She doesn't deserve it.
Nah.
Oh, well, I
No,
like
no,
Emma.
Bubblegum.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
not in for using her.
adorable.
Aren't you running a voice meter? I think you told me you are.
I am like I have that thing all the way up because like I used to get like these. I used to get like in these chats, and, like everyone had like a higher mic. So like, okay, F you guys, I'm gonna get the highest mic. Like I can go a lot higher than this.
No, I'm sure because that thing is like an
Yeah.
Come here,
equalizer.
I'll kick you in the nuts. You'll go talk high.
Yeah, because like that seems to be like the winning, like what wins the debate now. Like
But
who
then
has the
again,
highest
if
mic?
I had to kick you and I hit, I'd have to be a marksman.
You'll be
Uh.
talking like a chipmunk.
Talk like a chick.
Hey, I sound like Aiden now.
I sound like
Oh,
Aiden.
yeah. I sound like
I mean, let me wipe your ear off.
The boy child, but I know everything.
Aiden? Is that what you said? That's your
Fuck, wait.
Aiden impression?
Well, I can't go any lower. He's like, well, higher
Oh, I'm pissed.
in his case.
higher.
He's
Yeah.
funny.
Notre Dame just lost.
He's an
I'm pissed.
asshole.
Oh, total asshole, but he makes me laugh.
He ripped
he's
me
a-
a new asshole over this. He's got some ignorant fucking opinions about like the
The
people that
definitions.
if you you're right. If you can't talk about the Israel Palestine fucking thing without losing your goddamn mind, you need to
Yeah.
get the fuck off the internet.
I think a lot of people just struggle with they're online way too much, right? They don't touch grass, and they don't know how to separate online from. Well, here's the thing. I was listening to someone say earlier. It's like what we need to realize is that the people we talk to online are actual people. They're not just like an online
Right,
personality.
right.
We need to stop like projecting the internet onto people.
Yes.
Right.
You know?
And we need and at this point there's no such thing as like back in the day it used to be like what was on the internet was just sort of like a meme, you know?
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
my whole like all of the socializing that I do is through this. So
Mhm. Same here for
You
the
know,
most part. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it
pretty
it
much
it is real life. You know, it used to not be real life, but now it is absolutely real life.
I used to
So-
run like a gaming clan in the early 2000s, and the only way that it made it work was by treating people like they were humans. You know what
humans,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, like we have to. Be
That's
like,
one of the
hey.
reasons why I love World of Warcraft. I absolutely love
Yeah.
it. Both of these tattoos are from World of Warcraft.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
This
I'm a
is-
night
this
elf
is my-
because of
this
her
was-
like of Warcraft.
Exactly, yeah. His avatar that I created is because he looks like a night elf to me, you know, with the bear and you know all that.
Yeah, I got
So,
you.
yeah, his avatar.
See, everybody gets it.
Yeah, everybody gets it. As
And
soon
that
as you put the
satanic
pictures
whistle
up, it's
around
like,
his neck.
oh yeah, because you know he's very angular. And
No, I see it, dude. Yeah,
that fair skin. Yeah, perfect.
he needs a
and-
bow and
and-
arrow, and he was just turn him into a rogue night elf.
Yeah.
He's got
Uh-huh.
Satan's
I
whistle
give him- I
around
give
his
him
neck.
long
You don't need
silver
a bow and
hair. It's,
arrow.
yeah, it's great.
God
It's
dang,
perfect.
get it
You
right.
know,
But
I love wearing the
had-
necklaces I do. It started so many conversations because it's a
but I
cultural.
had to
Triggered
get it
Daniel.
off of. I had to get off of World of Warcraft because it got so toxic. As soon
It is,
as
yeah.
I would speak, and they found, you know,
They're
there's
like,
a
oh, a
woman,
chick.
you know,
Female gamer.
right? Yes, and then
Hey,
because this was
lady.
right, like I quit right around, like right when lockdown really happened. So like Gamergate was
Yeah.
happening right then,
Yeah, I
and so
remember
I got out right before Gamergate. It was so toxic. It was. I mean, there were times like I
No, it's
am
been
not the
toxic
kind
forever,
of chick.
dude. It's always been like that.
Well, yeah, it's always been toxic. I mean, I've been playing.
We had
since
a girl in our clan, in our
2005.
Counter Strike clan, which is like 99% men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially way
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
it's already hard to be a woman on the internet. It just
she just went
it
by
just is.
Barbie. You know.
To be okay, I do like harass women like on the video games, but like I do it ironically. I'll go like, "Is that a gaming girl
yeah,
I
of course
hear?"
you do.
But I have to.
That's,
It's
that's
part of the, it's
well,
part of
you
the
know,
culture.
yeah. If you're a chick on the internet and somebody would say that to me, I'd be like, you know, like I would not take that
Let's
as
be
an
fair,
insult
though.
or seriously. Really,
Dar said this to an
Um,
OnlyFans girl, not a gamer girl.
well, yeah.
I think as long as you just like approach people like they're people and not like they're some
I've
meme
run
on the
my-
internet.
Nah.
Yeah, I've run my channel that way since I started. Like I wasn't going to treat people like they were just a name. Like there's
Right.
something behind that name that's a human. And
Right.
Mhm.
treating them with respect like that, even when they're not respectful to me, diffuses a lot of shit. It really
Yeah,
does.
you
what
have
I'm
to.
doing
You can
wrong.
set the positive model behavior, and it affects the way they treat you.
You can
Yep.
advertise
Nah, I
to
judge people by the cover.
Damn.
Like if you got a
Wow.
nose
You
ring,
know,
I automatically know not to talk to you. Like you have nothing
you hold
important to
all
say.
the superstitions.
You know I do, right?
Well,
Wait,
we'll make an exception.
Gar, to be fair though, what's
Yeah,
the
now
difference between
This
What's
is
the difference
horrible because
between
now I
a
want to get a
nose
nose ring, and I never wanted to
Mhm.
get one before.
Right.
I want to get a
No,
septum
but
piercing
Garth's being
just
I have-
hypocritical.
I have.
Why
I know
I
he
have
is. I know he is.
17.
We're picking on each other back and forth. It means I like the guy. Okay, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You don't have like that cow one. You know the how like the cow
Oh
nose ring
God,
when it
no!
goes.
The septum
Yeah.
ones. Oh, they're ugly. God, they're ugly.
Yeah, that
No,
one. That's the one I'm
Why
talking
are
about.
you criticizing
Yeah, that was
nose
that was
piercing?
okay. Yeah.
Because you've
Yeah.
got the same one
And
in
I
your
don't.
eye.
I don't do anything other
Your butt
like that
piercings.
stays in all the time. Yeah, I've got 17 at this point. My mother says I'm perforated. She thinks she's so clever.
Just don't be around her when she drinks something. She's like a sprinkler system.
Well, I got my lip done.
Ouch.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad, and the healing was super quick.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
in
I
the
haven't
upper
had-
lip. Your mouth
Mhm,
heals.
it's-
Doesn't it like
fast.
bother your teeth? Because like I would sense like it bothers you. Like
You would think so, but I actually checked on that because I'm a dental hygienist and I'm like real paranoid. Like
Yeah, see, we've talked about this too. My dad was a dentist. Yeah.
Yeah, I went through 11 years of some kind of orthodontic treatment because my mouth was a fucking mess. So I'm very protective of my teeth. But this particular one, because of the way that I've got, it's called a philtrum, but pretty sizable one there. So essentially, it kind of sits up. It makes a little pocket, and so it never touches my teeth.
okay.
So I would ask,
I have to like do this and like touch it to.
what inspires you to do that? Like I'm just
This one in particular, it was oh god, Bailey Sarian. She's a YouTuber that does true crime, and she had one, and the minute I saw it, I was like, that's sexy as fuck. I want one of those. And so I sort of sat on it and thought about it for like almost 2 years. And then I'd put like a little, like I'd use some eyeliner or something, and just put a dot there and sort of date it for a minute. I did the same with this tattoo too. I used some temporary ones just to like make sure. I don't always date the area. Sometimes I'm impulsive like that, but because they're so visible, I felt it necessary to like make sure that I was mentally cool with it. But I loved the way it looked on her, and I've got good lips, so it's
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. You got pretty lips, girl.
you got a pretty mouth.
You got pretty mouth. You feel like a pig?
Earl's laughing, and she knows where my mind went already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Straight to the
I
get.
posted it. Is it guy? I don't know. Ed's there.
Yeah,
Hold
I've
on.
got my ears are pretty well done, and
It-
Yeah, my wife has like 11 piercings in one ear.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
it's pretty hardcore.
Is there anything
Go
else?
all
you
the
wanna
way
do?
up.
Yeah, I've got my nipples done and my belly button.
Mhm.
Ouch.
I have
Andrew
zero-
Johnson.
Any future
Zero
plans for other piercings?
No tattoos.
No, Johnson's for a male, obviously for a pecker, there, girl.
Right. No, it's called a Prince Albert, but yeah, or a
Right.
Jacob's ladder.
So like there's people who put piercings on their
Or
back.
speed bumps.
No, she's
And-
got like
those are called dermals. Yeah, yeah.
And then they like
You know
they
what?
can hang you up on the ceiling or something, like a chandelier.
Well, those are generally like they'll actually hook because they have to hook
Yeah. I had a friend that
underneath
did that.
the all of the layers of the skin are ripped
Mhm.
through. So they actually have to go down and under. So it's not actually a piercing. A piercing builds scar
tell you
tissue
what.
around it. So you keep
I'll tell you
the,
what,
the
guys.
hole.
My friend that did that, the hanging stuff, the suspension stuff, he was
Suspension,
the calmest
yeah.
person I know. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have to, I mean, like when I get tattoos done, like I go into a full like Zen state where it's just like when I got
That's
this
what
one
I
done,
do too. When I
I
well, I
took
don't
a
have any
nap.
tattoos or anything, but like I used to do like a lot of like martial arts training, right? And it's like you just go into that mindset where it's like
I've
pain
got
doesn't
a
exist.
huge tattoo on my right thigh, and then my arms are pretty well.
It's
pretty well done.
amazing. It's amazing how much the mind can affect the body.
Oh yeah, hugely. For tattoos, I found that for tattoos, I have to be. I get tattoos when I'm happy. I get piercings when I'm pissed. So
All right.
every time that my life has gone to shit, I get another hole in my body. And then when like
Or multiple
things are
holes.
It's a
right,
catalog of emotional trauma.
well, because it's one like fuck you sort of kind of thing, and then you have to like mentally
Fuck you, Dad.
take care of it. Well, you have to take care of it, so you have to baby it. So you're kind of taking care of yourself, and so like you're in this shit situation, and then you kind of have to like get yourself back together in order to like heal yourself. But with tattoos, you have to be in the right mental state, or you will not handle the pain. You just won't.
I want a
Anybody that
tattoo.
tells you that shit don't hurt, it fucking hurts. Like it does.
It's gonna hurt
But
no matter what.
But you get into a Zen sort of state. You get to a point where like you can't, like right around the 5 or 6 hour mark is when I tap out.
Yeah, so you get
I
a
can't
tap
do
out
any more than that.
eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, like this one, I got tattooed for this one every 4 weeks for 5 months.
Yeah, that's rough.
You must have been really pissed.
4 or 5 hours a session.
No, she was in a
Must have been what?
Didn't you see her? She said
You must have been really pissed.
No, this one this was my divorce present to myself. I get
she felt
tattoos
good
when I'm
about
happy.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, that was a
I get
happy
tattoos
tattoo?
when I'm happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that tattoos
Oh,
are
okay,
happy.
okay.
Didn't you miss
yeah,
it?
tattoos. I
I
get
missed
tattoos
it,
when I'm
yeah.
happy. I get piercings when I'm pissed. Yeah.
Oh, piercings.
I didn't realize this
I
until
got it
I
all
like
mixed up.
thought back on it and was
You
like,
don't get
like,
pissed
huh.
off, you get pierced off.
I get piercings.
She's gonna get like one of those vaginal like piercing that's like one of those like notebook binders that just kind of
Oh,
closes
Fuck
them up. You
that.
can't no entry.
It's gonna look like my
Absolutely
wife's
not.
ear on your vagina.
No. It was when I got my nipples done. I was 18, right? And I was
Nipple piercings are the absolute worst, dude. I've seen it done in person
I
multiple
was
times, and
I was full of like piss and
gnar.
vinegar back then. You have
They
to
are
understand. Like
gnar.
you think I'm an angry bitch now? You have no fucking
Oh.
idea what kind of human I was when I was like 18 to like 25. I was a
can imagine.
harpy, dude. I was a fucking succubus. It was awful. I have mellowed a lot since my divorce.
I'd like to think we
But-
all have mellowed since your divorce.
As you age, I think it just naturally happens.
You
But when you
know,
literally go through hell, like
think
things
about that.
just aren't as big of a deal when you go through the kind of shit that I went through.
I
But
was pretty.
they
They
did the
chill as
first
a
one.
teenager because I was
Oh,
doing
was
like kung fu and meditation. But yeah, tattoos are-
I absolutely was
Welcome
not.
back, Wolf.
But they did the
Okay,
first
Wolf.
one, and I almost
Yeah, sorry.
fainted.
Oh, the nipple
it was-
piercings are the worst.
Yeah,
Dude, you know what
they
killed
did the
me
first one. I
I
almost
witnessed
fainted.
it?
They put a glucose tablet
Yeah.
underneath my tongue, and I was like, okay, all right. And they were like, "You want to do the next one?" I was like, "Well, I can't be lopsided." So, steeled up, and did the next one. Yeah, it was, man, and the healing for that, Jesus,
Yeah, I
sports
saw my
bras.
buddy.
Gotta wear a sports bra.
You know what? Well, we had a good piercer in town, and he was really good, and he did it all by hand.
Yeah, you can't do.
But he would just.
You can only
sound
do
it made-
guns on your.
The
on
sound
your
it
lobes.
made. The sound it made. It was just
Dude,
like,
when I got it's called a conch. It's
yes.
this
Yeah, I
this
know
one
what you're talking
inside
about. Yep.
right here.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Have you ever broken the sternum of like a Cornish hen?
Yeah.
Like when you have to,
I know what you're
when
talking
you have to
about.
butterfly
Yep.
them, and you have to
I'm
break
a
the
chef. I know
sternum.
exactly what
Yep.
you're talking about.
That's what that sounds like.
Yep, I know. It's like cartilage.
I can
breaking
still
and
hear
shit.
it. It's still. I got that done when I was 18 or 19. I can still hear it.
Yeah, I remember witnessing my buddy get his nipple pierced. And it was
Oh,
like,
God.
and I was like,
And it's
oh,
it's
God.
it's a 14 gauge. They do not fuck
Yeah.
around. It is a
Yeah.
14 gauge. They pull through that, and that hurts like a motherfucker. Holy shit!
How many
It is so
millimeters is
painful.
that? That's gotta be.
A
That's pretty
14.
big. That's pretty big.
So
I know.
generally for the the rest of my body, like this one's an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the studs, just like normal body jewelry, are 18s, and then
Right.
16s are just about everywhere else. And then your nipples, your belly button, and your eyebrow all get done with a 14.
Okay.
You're essentially punching a hole through.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a huge gauge. It's really big. As you go down in number, the bigger they get.
How
Are
about
you
you, Ed?
sure?
You got any tattoos?
I used to go to the parlor all the time
What?
with my friends. I never got anything pierced or tattooed ever in my life.
Well, what I don't understand is why do people need to express themselves, whether happy or sad, on their skin, on their body?
I am
Why
I
Well,
feel
it's
like an
the only way
unfinished
they
canvas. Yeah, I feel like an unfinished canvas.
Well, look,
I
it
like
kind
the
of
way I
depends. It kind of depends on what is available to you, right? An artist is gonna do that through like painting. An engineer is probably gonna like build something, like for example, turn a tractor into a tank and then like bring down the whole town. But it kind of depends on what's available to you.
So the reason I'm
not
asking
one of
is
those
because
people that are like super sentimental or anything about my tattoos.
You mean
Like
Van
you get
Gogh?
these people that are like, oh well, this represents my grandmother and shit. Like I don't do that shit. Like
Yeah, dude, that's so stupid.
it looks cool. It's sort of like it reminds me of something that makes me happy, and I like looking at it every day. So
I had a glass blowing studio back in the day, and I worked in an art gallery, so I've been around quite a few artists. And yeah, when they get like all super like, they're just like describing
like meta about it.
Yeah, they're like bloviating basically.
Yeah, I can't stand that shit. Oh, this is my grandmother, and this is my mom, and this is like.
This is when I had my
seriously?
first period right here.
Right? Yeah. I'm like, see, honestly, you need to like have everybody represented on your body. It's like represent yourself. Like this is for you. Like you don't need to like have somebody else on like these morons that get their like significant other on their wrist or whatever. I'm like, you're a
for
fucking
itself.
idiot.
You know what I mean?
And then
Art
start
speaks for
crossing them
itself.
off and putting the next girl.
Right, and then the one underneath.
Thanks for letting me know that you might be the problem.
Exactly. Red fucking flag.
Yeah.
If anybody has any name on their body.
Any girl or guy that has like
absolutely.
three names on their wrist and two of them are crossed off. Yeah, I'm not next. Thanks.
Absolutely not.
That's just a
Do
kill
not
list.
Pasco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only
My
one
little sister has
Allegedly.
her kids' names tattooed on her.
Well, that makes sense to me.
It doesn't make
Unless-
sense. It doesn't make sense because I have disowned
I
my
thought it
own
was a
mother
weird
at
choice.
various times in my life.
You're
We're
like, I
fine
just
now,
own
but
this
I mean,
one.
there have been like years that I have not talked to my mother. Like,
And that happens often.
Well, she got them
Right.
when they were young, so they're still babies, when she got them.
Well, they might hate her later. You never know.
It might end up being memories of a fonder time. We'll just put it
Yeah. This is when it was all flowery and roses.
Right. Yeah. I do not want that shit on my
I've-
body.
I have debated that a long time, and I still don't have anything. And I think the only reason I would do a tattoo is just to say I did it, and that's not a good
Yeah.
enough reason for me.
That's
So
it's not a good enough reason.
Heck,
People-
I beat my kids
my
if they get
first
one. They'll get a beating for sure.
People, like tattoo, like not everybody need, because they're kind of ubiquitous now. But like
Right.
people, like when you talk about tattoos and stuff, it's like it's not something you have to do. Like
Yeah, to me, it
you can
always
just
seemed
not
like
be
kind
a
of
tattoo
fad.
person, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
people that overthink things
Mhm.
and do like the whole, meta, like it's my grandmother. Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah. Like,
exactly,
those
dude.
people need to not get tattoos. Like you are not
Yeah.
of the mental state that need to get tattoos. The kind of people that get tattoos
Dude.
are people like me that are sort of fly by the seat of their pants kind of
Yeah.
people. It's just like, I want to get this. That's the thing. Like you see an
Reminds me
image,
of my
you're
little
like,
brother.
that's
He's
it.
like, I got this tattoo to remember this person that died, and I got this
Right.
tattoo to remember
Right.
this
Like I
person
don't
that
want
died.
death.
And I'm
Right.
like,
I don't want death
Riley,
on me.
what?
Yeah.
That
are you
is a little bit
doing?
morbid. I'll grant you
Yeah.
that. That seems a little
Yeah,
bit morbid.
I don't want death on me. And like when I
Yeah,
got this
exactly.
one done, I just wanted, like, I didn't even care like what the little symbol was. I was like, I just want a squiggle, like, because I have really pretty clavicles,
Tolerable.
and yes, called clavicles.
Yes,
But they're
clavicles.
yeah, the
You get
that's
the
weird.
Russian
But yes,
C? Is that what I'm
clavicles.
seeing?
It's actually
Excuse
it's
me.
the it's an
Excuse
alchemy
me.
symbol.
Oh, I
for
like it. Yeah, awesome.
It's
It looks better.
for
I'm just
solve.
teasing.
It doesn't mean anything to me, but I just thought it was pretty. So
You're
yeah.
like, I just need a cool design. A cool
Yeah, 'cause
I
someone
need
was-
yes,
I
I
mean,
need
like-
decoration right here.
Yeah.
And I saw another YouTuber with she's a black woman,
She
but
just had
she's
one right there.
a little more fair, but she had a red just little symbol right there. And it
Oh,
was so
okay, I can
elegant.
see that.
Yeah, it was so elegant
was
and
black,
just
you wouldn't be
really
able to
pretty
see it.
and kind of well, she wasn't very dark.
No, I
She
was kidding.
She's pretty fair.
Oh,
fair,
asshole.
So it's the symbol
You're
for
such an asshole.
Ella? It's the symbol for what?
Well, I didn't know what her symbol
Yet we
was.
act surprised.
No, yours.
Had
What is yours?
Yeah, no shit.
It's
And you keep coming back to the camera. What
Alchemy.
the fuck?
Dude, you could
Yeah,
totally
There's
act in that.
something wrong with me, asshole. I keep coming on your channel.
You
It's
could
a-
act
it's a
in that.
vestige of-
Whistle you have around
it's
your
like
neck.
the precursors
The
to
Well,
one-
may,
Yeah.
to actual chemistry,
chemistry,
symbols.
yeah.
this
Yeah.
conver- this,
yeah.
I'm listening to this conversation. I'm thinking now I maybe understand why I like my necklaces because they're kind of temporary and I can change them.
Right.
Like
No,
Yeah,
if I'm-
jewelry is good
And
for that.
also, Ed,
jewelry has that aspect of it where you can change it or modify it and
Well,
change
actually,
what
when
you're
I-
doing. So maybe that's why
before
I
I
like
got
that
this,
instead.
and this is why
Before
Ed
I
doesn't
got
open
this,
up
I
his
went
panel.
well, before I
You-
got this, I
I
actually went
can't go-
online and got some temporary ones and was putting them there, and so I got to switch them out every week. And they're like temporary tattoos now are not the ones that we had when we were kids.
Oh,
They're
no,
like
they're
essentially a
awesome,
sticker. Like they actually stain your skin, and so they'll last like a week. And then when you're done with it, you just sort of like just scrub it a little bit and then it's gone. And then, so I was getting little teeny tiny ones and just sort of placing something there. I had a little bee there that was really cute at one point. And
I could
and
see you
just
with a
some,
bee tattoo right there. Yeah.
Yeah, just a teeny tiny little bee there. It was so cute.
Welcome to
But
Pagan
I actually
Tattoo
really
Shop.
liked doing that. I did that for about a month before I
Yeah,
committed to this one. But I tell you what, I cheated. This was the first time I'd ever cheated before getting a tattoo or anything. I found 5%, which is like prescription strength lidocaine cream. I am so there is nothing
That's
here.
gonna be
right?
pretty
I've got
sensitive, yeah.
zero fat. This is
Yeah.
I mean,
Anything
I've got
on
EDS.
bone. Yeah.
I've got
thin-
EDS, so I've
where
got
the
really
skin is
stretchy skin.
thin.
And
Yeah.
it's bone. It's straight on bone. To get this done, you actually feel it like go up, because
Yeah.
it's vibrating your actual
It's like
Muscle
getting
skin.
drilled on
Right.
at the dentist.
Yes,
right? You feel-
exactly.
you hear it.
So I was like, even though this is going to take 10 minutes, like I just don't want. I just didn't want to deal with it. And so like 30 or 40 minutes before I got the tattoo done, I
Pull
just
some-
blob there and just let it sit. I
Pull
didn't
some
even tell my-
lidocaine from
Yeah,
the
it was just
internet.
like
Oh, I
say the
topical. It's
internet.
actually for
I know where you got it.
hemorrhoids. But yeah, it's 5% is like to get that.
That's pretty good.
From-
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's a prescription strength, and I got it on
Like it
Amazon, and I was
Took
like,
care of it for me, and I was happy getting it when I got my
well,
tat.
that's the
How
other thing.
are
Is
your
that
hemorrhoids,
mentally, like I
Asa?
didn't have to like find somebody with a Xanax or anything.
Oh, I
So
didn't have to. I got
dude,
Vicodin.
I didn't feel a thing.
That's why I took two, not one.
I hate
Nothing.
Vicodin.
It was so great. Oh my god! And because it's in, so she's got to like be
I actually
on my
have
chest. And so the
nerve.
panic of like having somebody sort of like, because I had to time my breathing with her, like, getting the ink and doing that kind of stuff. And so that part of it was a little stressful just because there's somebody like literally leaning on your chest. And so you have to like get your breathing right, or else you're literally like you're squished, right? So you're doing something stressful but not able to breathe. It's a little freaky. But the whole thing, it took longer to get it placed than it did to actually get it tattooed because it's so dinky.
Right, because there's a
I
little
didn't.
guy.
Yeah, I didn't feel a thing. I didn't tell her about it either, because there's there's
Does it make a
like
difference? Like if you put something
Dude,
in there?
I felt nothing.
Well, I'm just wondering
Literally
if lidocaine
nothing.
could affect the tattoo, like the
Well,
waves.
okay, so that's the thing, is that there are these assholes that are like tattoo purists,
Like if you take lidocaine, that's gonna fuck
you
your
should
tattoo up.
you should feel the pain, like and I'm like,
Oh, you have to feel it, otherwise it doesn't count.
exactly, right? Like you have to prove yourself as a human by like enduring this shit. And I was like, if I don't fucking
And
have
no more
to,
epidurals for pregnant women. Let them feel the pain.
To
right?
prove
Exactly.
you're a man,
Well, no,
you must
there
wipe
actually
it with your
is.
hand.
There actually is
Sorry.
a mindset with women that are
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you did not give birth unless you did it naturally. Like there's
And most of them
there's like a
halfway through it are
threshold
screaming
of
for
like, I just
painkillers.
mommed more mom than any mom has ever mommed before,
I'll be
because
right
I
back.
like
Speaking of mom, she's
a
DP is
bowling
definitely
ball through my cooch. Like, fuck that shit. Like, knock my pelvis out. Like, fuck no.
Did I hear cooch? I had to come back for cooch.
I went through major surgery so that I didn't have to deal with any of that shit. So, fuck that. But yeah, I was like, if I don't have to like endure any pain, I felt nothing. I mean, like legit, like not even a tingle. Like there was nothing there. So I was like, it's a pretty good size. And it was, I think I spent like $6 on it. And so yeah, the next time I get it, because I'm gonna get my next tattoo. I've already got it all set up, but it's actually like every inside joke from like all of my friends. So it's kind of a little piecemeal sort of little. Yeah. It's kind of goofy, but I only get black and gray done on this arm and then color on this arm. But it's gonna go right here and fill up this whole thing.
The
so
sleeve over there.
Yeah, I mean, eventually that's my goal isn't to like not have skin showing or anything. It's just, but I think the best, I have to be careful because I have EDS. And so my skin is like, it's paper thin and it's very stretchy.
My skin
and so
is really
I have to be
too, and I worry about like if I ever got a tattoo, how my skin would react to it. Because
my skin actually does really well as long as the tattoo artist isn't a brute.
Right.
What happened
that makes sense.
What happened with my
they go hard,
thigh tattoo?
They go too deep.
Yeah, is that he was so aggressive with me that I have scars on my thigh, and it actually it's not done, and I will never get it done.
As a person that doesn't have any tattoos and shit, like I know a shitload about it because I've had friends that are tattoo artists and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I know all the local tattoo artists here. I'm just I've served them ramen,
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hop out. I don't know about you, Sam.
Yeah.
Run in the local ramen shop. They come in and get some ramen from me, and I'm like, all right, I'll dish you up. I'll cook you up some ramen.
Yeah, I mean, my skin actually, like this one, you can see the white. My skin holds white really well, which is rare.
How old is that tattoo?
This tattoo I got done. Jesus,
that's the test, right?
10 years.
Wow, that's a 10-year-old tattoo. Bring it closer, a little closer to the mic. That is actually looking really good for like 10-year-old tattoo. Holy shit! Wow.
So I'm saying my skin holds ink really well. Like it barely oozes when it's done. Like it holds.
Nice.
This is the tooth fairy from Hellboy.
Okay, I was like, it's got like
See
a
his little tooth? Isn't he cute?
yeah. I love that boy.
Because every
Did we
hygienist gets
lose
like
Ed?
anatomical tooth, and I was not about to be that basic.
Did we lose Ed?
I think we lost Ed.
He just left.
Maybe. Azo, did he dip out or?
He may have said something in chat. He dropped his link.
Oh,
So Earl, let me ask you, like, would you be as
Dropped
happy
his link for me.
without your tattoos and
Oh, I
piercing
am
as
subscribed.
you are with your tattoos and piercing right now?
well, they're part of me.
They became part of you. They're not part of you. They became part
No,
of you.
they've always been part of me. It's always how I've wanted to look. Like how I mentally picture myself is looking like this.
I'm
Okay,
happy to announce that I am already a sub to Ed.
Oh. Make sure
I
you
was like,
click the little bell.
know him. Yeah, I did.
He
I made sure it was
he
like-
he
I've
live
written-
streams
I did it.
on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Okay. Yeah, he's really cool. Like
I love
he was
Ed.
so nice.
Yeah.
He was way too nice to Daniel. Like Daniel is being a complete jerk to
He
him.
was such an asshole. God, he was such an asshole.
Like that's why I was
Um,
like, I'm gonna come in here and be like, hey.
But why
Yeah.
why are you guys saying he's an asshole? Like, what part did I
Because
Because
miss?
gaslighting
he's
him.
so arrogant.
He's
You mean he
gaslighting
was-
him. Do you know what
That too.
gaslighting is? It's a form of abuse.
Yeah.
Like, could you give me an example? Because like I said,
Yeah,
I
he's
need to know.
saying, "Oh, you just don't want believe you're an atheist because of feelings." That kind of shit.
Right. Yeah.
Of the feeling.
And yeah, the whole the entire part of the conversation that involved
Questioning his
object-
professional, his
right
his,
and
his
yes,
like,
every
seminary
single time that
experience.
right every single time that he was questioning, whether Ed had read the Bible, it's like
or evaluated things.
right, it's like he's
Yeah.
like it was just so arrogant, like the
It
audacity.
was no, it's toxic, abusive bullshit. Is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stand for that shit.
Yeah, it was.
I don't like that. Like
Before
as
you
a-
got
as
here,
someone
I
that-
had called him an asshole like at least half a dozen times.
I was listening
Fuck,
for
really?
about half an hour before I jumped in, maybe. But I was
Mhm.
like, once he started like telling him that he's like, oh, you're an atheist because you don't like God, and I was like, am I gonna
Yeah,
have to join
that-
this conversation just to be like, hey Dan, how's it going, buddy?
There we
You know
go.
what I mean? There he's back.
I just messaged you. I was like, did you just pull an Earl? It's like-
He pulled a me.
No.
His camera.
No, something popped up on my computer and kicked me out for some reason, so
Oh.
I had to deal. I
That's
had
why
to
you need
deal
better
with
ad blocker for the
I gotta-
porn sites,
I'll be
Ed.
right back.
it. Yeah, it's like it's.
I can send you
There's a-
what I
there's-
use.
It was just one of those internet things that bumped me out.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay, so I got back out. My camera wouldn't work there when I was trying to get back in for a while. I'm like, all right, well, I need to get all the way out and come
gotcha.
back in.
I thought maybe you had an autistic like nope.
I've done that
Because I do that.
before.
I have done that so many
I have
times.
done that before. You have done that before. It's like too much peopling. I'm done.
Yep,
See
too
ya.
much people. I'm done. Yep.
But it's no. I heard the conversation still though because I'm still
Okay.
dialed in for some reason. But
Mhm.
yeah, my only problem with Daniel is don't assume what brought me here, please.
Right.
Don't fucking do that, please. Deconversion is a process and it takes a long time for some and a quick time for others. Like it's not
Did you see what
yes,
Wolf put in?
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's my whole issue with every time I have a discussion with a theist like that, it's like dude, I didn't give this up easily. This was an emotional roller
Right.
coaster for me. It was a ride. And
Right.
You lost your marriage.
Well,
I mean,
I
your
lost-
life.
I really-
weren't-
Honestly, my marriage collapsed because she couldn't recognize that the difference between being an atheist and what she was going to affect our relationship, and she didn't want to address it. And I'm one of those rare people. I guess I'm a rare because I'm a man that filed for divorce because of that. Like, if we're not going to reconcile this out, I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm constantly miserable that I can't
Yeah.
talk to you about
If-
this stuff.
If my
And then-
wife hadn't have deconverted when I did, I don't think we'd be together.
Yeah, there's such an ideological difference that it's hard.
Mhm.
Like how
18
like
years.
luck, yeah, like like we didn't have kids at home anymore, so luckily for that. But if I had, we would have had, like, how do we raise our kids? It's going to be very different.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then but we were just. I'm like trying to work on the problems of my relationship. I didn't know I didn't know I was autistic at the time. Thankfully, my therapist kind of led me through that, and that affects your relationships. It does, it's like
Mhm.
and she didn't want to talk about that. She didn't want to deal with it. I had a kind of sort of month-long affair, which kind of kicked me out of the church, and we really needed to talk about that. We needed to really talk about why that happened, other than Ed's got a problem. It's like, no, our marriage has a problem. There's a reason why people cheat. Okay, is something's
Yeah.
wrong. Something's wrong.
Mhm.
And we need to talk about and fix that. No, I don't want to do that. That just brings up hard feelings. She didn't even want to talk about it. And like, yeah, this is not good because I'm going to be miserable for the next 25 years. And yeah, I'm just
Right.
not doing it.
And
Peace out.
Life's too damn
Yeah.
short. Yeah.
Was she a
Yeah.
Christian, Ed?
I know that.
Huh?
Was she a Christian?
Yeah, she still is. She goes to church. I think the biggest thing is that her is she was no longer a pastor's wife. Like, she's just a regular
Didn't
person
have
at
that.
church. She didn't have that unofficial official title, and she
Right.
lived in that. She thrived in that. Like, it was something
Yeah.
she did very, very well. And then when that was gone, there was some anger towards me about that she didn't want to talk about either. Like, it's like she lost her position in church. She lost, and then my daughter was absolutely fed up with her. After we got the divorce, the only thing she would talk about is, oh, now the church is going to perceive me as a divorced woman. And that was her. Not that she lost me, not that we lost a marriage that lasted 32 years. None of that was worth bemoaning. What she bemoaned was how she was going to be perceived by the church. Like,
Mhm.
Man, that's
and it sucks. And
Yeah,
I hurt
that
for it.
does suck.
I hurt for it. I don't have any negative, like a lot of divorce, like this, hate their ex-spouse. I don't have any hatred towards her. I just like Earl. But I don't have any hatred for her. I'm just sad.
It's
about
okay.
it.
He's dead now.
You have much
Allegedly.
better reasons, dude.
You didn't kill him,
Allegedly.
did you?
No, but it was a very amicable divorce. I just literally, okay, I'm leaving for Texas to be a teacher. I'm going to put everything I can in my new Jeep, and you can keep the rest.
Yeah, I
And
mean, you seem like a very kind of just that type of person where you're like, okay, we're just gonna go our separate ways. I don't want to have beef with you. You seem like that type of person, anyway. Like, you
yeah,
seem
and
all-
I'm that way. Like, I mean, there was a stream that Earl was a part of a while ago.
You handled
that I-
Daniel well, like I said, but I just couldn't handle him like trying to walk all over you. Like, at some point, you need someone else to like match his energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm grateful that you came in because you started to
Yeah,
match his
like,
energy,
I
and
don't like
it
that.
because I felt there for a little while like I was alone. Like,
Yeah,
Az
you
was
were.
gone doing something, and Earl was off doing something,
And
and I
I'm
got
like,
these.
well, I just don't like it. When
My
you're questioning it.
my
Like, my
blood
wife's
pressure
atheist,
was
too.
trying to plummet, and so
My-
I had to go.
My wife
Well,
is
and that's
is
fine.
almost.
Yeah,
My
but it was
wife
like-
is
If I'd have known that, you could have SOS'd. I would have come back. I brought my
I didn't-
phone with me.
My
I
wife
didn't
is
have
a
time.
teacher. My wife is a teacher. I get it. I understand teachers. I get teachers. I'm surrounded by teachers. All my wife's coworkers and everything are all teachers, right? I've been around it my whole life. So, and I know that teachers are so nice. They don't know how to, maybe it's just not in their blood, you know what I mean? But it's like, you just gotta, at some point, you just gotta go, this is your level of energy. Do you like it? And Daniel runs from you every time he's around. Like,
Yeah, he
he'll
does.
run.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain
No,
dudes that, like, Maud does the same thing. Missing Maud runs from me because I will not tolerate her nonsense.
Yeah, I get it.
And she
Well,
doesn't
but
like
see,
that.
Yeah, I had a great conversation with her because
Turn the
I
camera.
brought Earl says that this is my superpower. Like I can bring the energy down to my level.
Yeah.
Like I can pull a
Yeah.
person that's over the top
He
back down
had-
to where I'm.
No
Dude,
joke.
you're good.
There was this
Dude,
guy
you're
that
great.
came in that
I
was
thought you handled it
so
well.
aggressive. I
I
mean,
just
they
don't like
like he was cussing at him and like
Dude,
he
I
was
mean, I
red.
just
Like
feel
he
like you
if he
need,
could have
like,
punched him through the screen, I think that he would have. And by
I
the
don't-
end of it, he was thanking him for the conversation, and I was like, "Show me your ways." Like what
Yeah.
the fuck?
He's like, how do you do
It
it?
was amazing. It really
I-
was.
I mean, I
Honestly-
get that from a lot of younger guys too, because I think if you just approach people like we were saying earlier, like if they're human, you know what I mean?
Yep,
That goes a
exactly.
long way. Like
Like
that
I mean,
goes-
I know that in my conversation with Maud, I saw her avatar. I am so into like pinup girls and all that stuff, and she had the one with the fedora and all that stuff, and I'm like, by the way, that's just a kick-ass avatar. Like I love that. How did, you know? And instantly the conversation took a nosedive as far as intensity. Like it was like, oh, he
I'm gonna
liked,
go grab my dinner. I'll be right back.
yeah. But that's kind of the way it went. And I just after that conversation and that other guy, oh my god, he's about to punch me, Earl. I think he was.
Yeah. If he could have done it
he
through
was-
the screen, like he
he was coming at me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not here for that. I'm not here to fight you. Like I'm here to talk. If you want to talk, come on down. And it took probably 30 minutes, but
Mhm.
I got him down to where he was like, thanks for the conversation. You know, this is really
Yeah.
productive. And it's like,
Totally
damn.
calm, cool, collected, but yeah, thanking him. I mean, he went from literally cussing you out to being like, thanks for the conversation. I was like,
Right, and I'm stuck in the middle. Like, do I stop
I'm
this
sitting-
job before it starts, or do I let it go, or
like
you
I'm
know,
not
it's
even
like,
on
screw it, I
this.
wanna-
See,
I'm not even in the
Okay.
stream, and I'm sitting there like screaming at my phone, like what the fuck, you know? I'm messaging Azzo like you're gonna do moderate this.
Well, but here's the thing,
Oh,
and this is
guy
what I
would have,
Totally had
Discord.
it fully under control.
I've wanted to talk to you as an Earl about this. Like my biggest objection to streaming and letting people in like this is I get emotionally wasted after a heavy conversation like that. Like,
Yeah,
don't
Well,
talk to me.
'cause-
And
right.
but except
That just
I've
warms me
also
up.
I needed to
I-
peace out for a little bit for
Yeah.
several reasons earlier.
but it's like I always date myself. Do I want to do this like once a month, or do I want to do it like it's on my channel and do that? And every time it's like,
No.
do I want to face the emotional downshift that I'm going to have to face after a stream like that for 2 straight days? And I don't think it's right now. I still don't think it's worth it. Now,
No. I don't think your channel needs it, to be completely honest.
I don't think I need it either.
Yeah.
But it's just like, would it be a good addition? I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe for,
I
once
think-
in a while thing. I was just joking anyway. I mean, because of the format I like.
Well, I
But,
see.
you know,
I come to you as, and I'm doing the stream
Right,
right
but this is
now
good. Yeah.
as kind of a test. Can I take this? And every time I do one of these, this has been very positive. So I'll probably only have that emotional downturn for like a day. Like there's nothing,
right.
you know, even Daniel didn't bother me that much. Like it's like, and we
No,
kind of,
yeah.
well, I mean, we kind of shook hands at the end anyway,
Yeah.
internetly speaking.
He's
and
like
say-
that. He tries to shake hands with everyone. I
Right.
think he's
That's why I said
generally
he's a
tries to be
good guy. I just don't agree with his, obviously
Yeah.
my religion, but and he takes a lot of slack, and not defending him. But you got to realize he's the Orthodox getting attacked by Protestants, some Catholics, and he's usually the only one in there, or sometimes Sandman's in there, maybe, or I believe
Yeah, but
he's
Jess
not that
also,
shit.
but generally,
and that's great, and I'm like, I accepted the handshake. I'm not enemies with the guy, it's just like
No, I don't think any of us are.
and it's like, I can do that, and I don't have a
I
problem
think
with
I
that.
think what the problem to
and
me
he's
is,
praying for you, so that says something for you.
I think
And
I
took-
don't mean that in a funny way, but I'm just saying.
No, I took it the right way. I'm like, I
Yeah.
understand the
Earl,
sentiment
she
behind
needs
when
it.
people say that.
it's
It's
Yeah.
just
It's-
up here in my mind, it's like, yeah, please waste your time doing that for me.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'll tell you
That's
what
the
my
way I
thought
am,
is.
but-
They're just speaking
But
from
my
a place
heart-
of indoctrination, right? They're just indoctrinated.
Yeah, but my heart's saying I appreciate the sentiment.
thank
I get
you,
what
yeah.
you're saying. It's like I get it. So,
I don't.
but yeah, but
I mean, it can't hurt.
I- I
want
debate
respect.
formats like this on my channel all the
want-
time.
I
It's like,
want them
I
to
don't
ask
know.
for
I don't think I can
consent.
do it. I don't think I can do it.
I
It's
don't.
just,
I don't think that your channel needs it. I don't think that your channel is really that vibe. I don't. I don't think that your audience would benefit from it. Really. I think that being
Hey, Brian.
able to come to a place like this where it's like there's a barrier there. There's a little, a little separation, and then being
somebody
able
else's.
to.
See, I'm a horrible guard of the wall. Okay, like
Right. I am too.
I would.
Yeah.
I am.
too.
I am. If you put me on a mod on your channel, I'm gonna like just sit there and sit there and sit there. Is that too far? Maybe not. Let's let it go for. And by the time it's
That's
done,
like me.
somebody
That's
else
what I do. Or I wait
I
till
know.
Martin does it because Martin usually beats me to it.
Yeah, like Martin.
I don't do
Martin,
Me or
anything.
Martin.
yeah,
I don't do
Martin
anything
is like.
until it crosses the line. The line. You know what I mean? There are lines for sure.
Yeah, like I banned a guy who literally asked me to ban him. Like he kept begging
yeah,
me.
he's like, ban me now. It's like I need my person. I want to know it. Does self-inflicted persecution count? Because they sure act like it does.
Right.
Mhm.
Well,
I don't think I've ever banned anybody off her yet, but like if I thought Ed couldn't handle it or went too far, I might have not even timed him out. Either one of you, just mute, said, "Hey guys, let's take it down a notch." That sort of thing. Or if it's in side chat, then yeah, Martin's there.
I've been a professional mod for a long time, so
Yeah.
Me-
same.
I've been
Mentally,
taught by
I
the best.
I have a
How you gonna
I mean,
say?
I was taught in a chat that pretty regularly had 5,000 viewers in it, and was daily like that. Went from anywhere between 5 and 10,000 viewers, and so yeah, I've been doing this long enough that I've mentally got to and
I'll tell you
I'm a
what.
mod on channels where it's not just like sort of casual, kind of like this is, or even kind of like yours, where we're sort of friends, and there's a little bit of a
Well, except Blaster, he's just here. He's not a friend.
well, no. I mean, like like some, like how
Oh,
mod makes.
I'm sorry.
like,
I'm sorry,
all of
Azo. I'm starting to like
everybody
the guy.
Okay.
Seems like a
like
likable
on,
guy.
like on some channels, how like how mod makes like
Azo.
everybody a mod. It's like
Too.
you're,
Yeah, I
you're
can't
a
stand
friend
that. Yeah,
and-
that's ignorant. But
yeah, it drives me insane. Like I'm a mod for
Wait, Earl, really
Pickles.
quick, I gotta
He's
because
a-
you know me, I'll forget. How is Blaster Master going to fit into the whole Fangs thing now? You got to add him.
Oh yeah, I gotta add you to the roster.
Hell yeah, dude! I'll be in the.
Where do you
What is
live?
it?
Where do you live? If you
I'm
don't mind
in
telling me?
Flagstaff, Arizona.
No, he wants your
Right.
address, your social security number,
No,
your
I-
rate cards.
So if you become an official follower of the Church of Fangs, I can make you the apostle of Flagstaff, Arizona. There you
Hell yeah, dude!
go.
We get
I think-
like
I
we
really-
used to
I
get,
really do
well, we
think
used
that
to
you
get
need
like
to get-
50 million tourists a year here. You go and drive
I'm,
through
I'm,
on the way
I'm
to
just
the Grand
saying,
Canyon.
I'm trying to spread the religion. We have so many heresies and unorthodox doctrines on. I'm absolutely
I
thrilled.
really,
No, no.
really want you guys into a 501c3. Like I'm like
Hey.
the minute that I get a little extra cash, I think I might.
Yeah, she's going straight to the same, diploma mill as Hovind went.
No,
want
I
street
will
creds.
go. No,
Well, somebody suggested it today that we need. I asked, should we have a university and like Fangs University International
Yes.
and Fangs National University?
I got my LLC from
Oh, I
LegalZoom.
know what it is.
I mean, it's
I
all
was gonna say,
legitimately.
Go
legal.
My
Devils.
buddy has an LLC too. I was like, I can make that shit happen too.
Yeah,
Wait, does
it's
that work?
super easy.
But it's
Yeah.
like
Fangs
I
University, go Devils. Come on.
I
Mhm.
I have
I want
used
backing
this
on this.
cult so
My
many
wife
times
is
to
almost
illustrate
finished with her
absurdity. It's great.
PhD
Yeah, it really is
in
perfect.
curriculum, and
Honestly.
my wife can write the curriculum and development for it because she has.
There you go.
She's
There
going to
you
get a
go.
PhD in it.
And you know what? You don't even have to be blessed by the Church of Fangs. We just need another heretical education institution. It's fine.
And
Right.
your credit card number. Yeah.
I encourage
nip
heresy.
the tip of a carrot and you're in. That's
Yeah, it's
that's
just
all you
you know the only religious practice is you got to circumcise your carrots to just take.
That sounds so disgusting. If I didn't know what you were talking about.
And I do that, Hazel. I do that on purpose. Okay, I do it on purpose, and anybody who knows me knows I'm doing it on purpose.
Can you see? I can now see Ed making stew. Gotta
Actually,
circumcise
you know,
my carrot.
trimming the roots
But
on
do
your
you eat the
plants
tip?
is, as someone that specializes in the dark arts of horticulture,
There you
there
go.
is a point to where you can trim your roots, and it might be a little beneficial.
There you go.
You know,
bonsai
No,
tree.
yeah.
Fangs has
Yeah.
his own superpowers. So, like, he's a rabbit, so he has multiplication powers. He's highly fast. He's a trickster
my-
god that likes to sneak into gardens and nibble on.
And sneak into my dog's mom and turn her into a
Fangs.
whore.
Yeah.
I will never forgive you guys for this.
I'm not. See, the thing is that I want to take responsibility for that, so, but
No.
You
I think it
can.
was-
It's on me. It's on-
it's purely I killed Earl. It's Earl.
But look, she's just like Mary. She's pure. No, she's a whore now.
Pure blood.
Oh, but I have
This isn't
illustrated
the
so many
immaculate
things with that
conception.
cult.
This is the
Oh,
abundant
God.
conception.
Look, I am totally pink at this point.
Okay, can you?
Goodness
Okay,
gracious.
I think I missed a little bit. Can you clue me on the Fang lore though a little bit? Like, how did it start? What's the god?
Can you bring up any of the art? Ed?
Oh,
I'm not on
Because
my
I feel
own
like I'm
channel,
so lost
I
about
got
the
some.
Fang lore.
Let me.
But, yeah,
wait.
Oh,
I,
How did this
I'm
start?
linked to my phone. I can do
Is
this.
B-
well, I've got some from in DC. Their little girl.
I have
I'll
to
just
bring
go
in-
watch the videos.
Wait, where's
I guess.
There's
If
some
you
Fang lore
if you go
videos.
to my blog, I've
Mhm.
got all of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You've got
But
all
she's
the
crying.
lore.
Here's one. I'm just doing one at a time,
Yeah,
and then
I do.
and there's no chronological order. I just grabbed them.
Well, my
Um,
personal
yeah, if
start
you-
with it was, like this
Yeah,
is the
there you go.
conception
Okay.
of the Hellhound. That's the conception of the Hellhound. That's what led
Yeah.
to the conception of the
The
Hellhound.
Hellhound?
AKA
The bunny
my
is the
dog's
hellhound or
mom's
the
a whore.
dog?
No. On Azo's on his avatar there. That's
Don't
the
be
hellhound.
damned gay.
That's his mommy.
I did.
man.
Yeah. So I do all the art for this.
This
So
is
I-
all Earl right there. That's
Yeah.
Earl's
Yeah.
artistic.
I can
vision.
tell. I can tell.
But yeah,
It's
all
says
started-
Earl.
God. Is BS still here? Is BS Lewis? Because I want to blame
he's still here.
for this.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lewis is
like-
a good artist too. He's great.
Yeah.
Well, he had me on for a live stream, and he made me into the Tricks Rabbit. He says, I said rabbit atheist, not rabbit atheist. And for years, closed
It's my
captioning.
rabbit atheist.
Yeah. And for years, the closed captioning have been doing that to me too. Like when I say it, it won't
Rabbit
translate.
That's
becomes
probably how
rabbit.
he came up with it.
It's how he came up with it. And so I'm like, well, that's funny. I can either get really offended by that or laugh my ass off about it. So I chose
Use
to
it
laugh
to
my
your
ass off.
advantage.
I chose to use the dark side to my advantage, and here we go. And
Roll with the
then
punches.
Earl got with me, and we were just like, she started
That's
doing funny
hilarious.
artwork, and I started coming up with lore. And next thing we know, we have a cult. And now we're writing a book.
Awesome.
Now we're writing a book
Now we're-
together.
now we're writing a book.
Do you know? Do you know Justin from Deconstruction Zone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
heard
so
of
I'm a mod on that channel, but he's really funny in that sense that he has like Doug the Rock.
Doug
It's
the
like
Rock.
his-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like his
remember that.
fictional god, right? And it's Doug and Sharon Stone.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna get
I always-
plushies made.
Anytime that I come into his chat, I say, praise, hail Doug.
Hail
and
Doug,
hail
yeah.
Fangs.
I've
I'll
seen
put
you
hail,
in there
hail
for sure.
Fangs
Yeah,
in there. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
totally seen you in the
This is an
Deconstruction Zone channel.
what is that, Earl? That's an early version of. Well, it's kind of a mid version, isn't it?
Yeah, the mid.
He's
Yeah,
Justin's
this
so-
was.
I like
this
him
was
because he's so
the-
nerdy, though. He's just like
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't
And
get
and he
like
takes
pop
no
culture
shit. I love-
references and shit though. That's
I
the
don't think I
funniest
have
part
a
about it.
rule.
Like, never gets any of the jokes or anything. It's funny. He's such a like dork that it's just like everything goes right over his head. But he is so smart that the arguments and everything he just you know.
For
Yeah,
sure.
He's the
but we got a
best.
lot of people in here, both wolves.
Everybody that's like a
Come
main like a you know is
Contributed.
generally there in the live chat and stuff. I've got everybody
Mhm.
represented.
Yeah, I think that's all the ones I've got on my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
All your
Without digging into
kids.
DC.
yeah, but it just grew on its own, and then Aso
cool.
started a heretical movement. So, and I thanked him and gave him a handshake for doing so, kind of thing. Because like
Mhm.
the whole thing has been to illustrate absurdity by being absurd. Like it's like
Right.
I've got a master's degree in theology, so I've finally been able to use that again. Like just come up with shit on the fly to answer questions. So
Exactly.
so it's been great.
That's what that's
Yeah.
good for.
Earl has some of the chapters of the book. She knows what I'm doing on that book, which
You're like,
is
what do you do with
theology.
a master's degree in theology? Well, you make shit up on the fly.
Yeah, you do.
Obviously.
You really do. Like, because it's like people come to you with questions, and you're like, "There's no Bible verses for that, so make up something." Like it is that way sometimes. Like you
Like,
just
Mhm.
I mean, I get it. You're kind of like you've been around the block once or twice. I think we all have around here. That's probably why we get along too.
But yeah, it's been fun. I've had a great time with it, and I can illustrate a lot of things. When this book is done, there's going to be a lot of blasphemy in it, and
Well, what scares me is I don't think people are living the Fangs life from your channel. I think they think this is real.
You scared all the Christians off. They
They
left.
It's gonna be hot. Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, the problem with me and Earl doing a book together is both of us really like sexual innuendos. Like we both
No way.
love them, and this
You
one
can take the
this
girl
one's
out
hot
of
and
the
heavy.
gutter. You can't take the gutter out of her brain.
Dude, I haven't seen the new Naked Gun, but I saw like a skit of it, and like the guy is like zooming in from outside. He's like spying on them, and it's like thermal vision, and it looks like she's giving him a blowjob and shit, and she's not, she's like cleaning something out, and then
and
the
also-
dog gets involved, and it's just like
I love
the guy that's observing is
Austin
like.
Powers. Austin Powers always has a scene there where it's like shadow puppets and stuff. And with
Yeah, exactly. It's just
and
like
he's
that.
he's got the arm,
Yeah. And anybody in side chat, you can go to ikillearl.com and see some of the
that shit.
the art, some of the
Yeah,
beginnings
if you
of this.
start the beginning of the there's a under a heading for digital art. You can find it all there. But if you run down chronologically through the Etartenkunst,
Messy
that's where,
mud. Is that an alt missing mud?
I
Is that
think
a
we
sock
all
account?
know who that is. Yeah. But that's where the lore sort of starts. And
It's probably a troll because she would not dare.
No, she
come
wouldn't
into
do
a
that to
fake
herself.
Person's narcissistic stream now, would she?
No, she would not. She'd be like, I wouldn't go to any stream.
Oh
under
no,
my
sorry, and I'm
original
not
name.
trying to pick a fight, because I found Jesus.
I'll pick a fight with her. I love to pick fights with her. She runs.
I
every
found
time.
Fangs. Dominus
She was like,
go nom nom.
She's like, I told you to leave me alone, Blaster Master. In chat the other day, I was like, all right, I can do that.
Yeah.
Just don't put a contract out on her, please.
Of course, I would do that. Yeah, if you go to that post, that's where it
I like
starts.
that. That's cute.
That's my watermark on my channel.
I did, yeah, I did
Nice.
it started out with doing his logo and then sort of became this
The cult.
process.
There's no other word for it. Cult.
Fangs is
The
channeled through
rabid
all this now.
atheist.
Yes.
But that's
Well,
where it
Fangs
started.
Fangs is the rabbit atheist. I'm the rabbit.
I got it
atheist.
now. It's like a Monty Python reference almost.
Yeah,
I love my people.
the whole
Whoa.
premise of it started where Fangs was going to, and I still have intentions of doing this. We just have like, I get in, like something insane will happen in chat and it'll bring up this whole idea for a thing. And so then that becomes like the next artwork piece. But the whole idea started where Fangs was going to be, it was going to be his, like, how, like he's going through the garden patch, right? And he encounters these various vegetables that are representative of different religious like factions.
Oh, come on.
So the visitors from outer darkness, that's the Mormon onions.
The
Mormon
Munions.
onions. Mormon.
Well, the original picture has a daddy
Bornians?
onion, three
Yeah.
mommy onions, and a whole bunch of
Three
baby
mommy onions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
go
best
to-
friend. My best friend
Go
comes
to-
from a Mormon
my
family. He's
blog
12
is-
out of 13 kids, so I get
Yeah.
it.
my blog is the ikillearl.com and yeah, it's and I'm a sucker for wordplay and puns and stuff, and so I just do like
And
little
piss and
cute
feel like
little videos and
Mormons
stuff,
don't fuck around.
but hilarious. Yeah, there's all the
There's that's the original Mormon
Yeah.
one right there.
yeah, all the little onion
Awesome.
babies, and they're all crying, and Fangs is sitting there holding one that's just like.
I mean, dude, Mormonism is crazy because they don't even let you like.
It is crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
I drew all of those teeny little onion babies.
I grew up like in
Took me
North
ages,
Idaho, where I
good
grew
God.
up from. There was like I had a bunch of friends
Yeah.
that were like ex-Mormons and stuff, and they'd be
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
the
No
bishops still
crucifixion,
come.
you
But
have
like they would, I had to
crucifixion.
go to the bishop to get excommunicated. Otherwise, they wouldn't leave me alone. They were like
Oh,
harassing
there
me.
we go.
Pinky!
Oh.
Pinky!
Aren't they cute? They're so cute. And
And that's turned those into emotes on his channel.
Yeah.
Or some of them.
God.
But yeah, see, Earl has just
It's
brought a
adorable.
whole lot of life. She's brought a whole lot of life to my channel, which I
Yeah.
greatly appreciate. So she's
see, because
She
this
she's a-
phone,
She's a colorful person.
yes,
Damn.
many had
this phone is so fucking cool because it comes with a
A
little
style, a thingy,
a
whatever it
little
is.
stylus.
Mm.
That's always with me, and so anytime that I
That's-
get like an
Like, is
idea,
that one of the
I've
Google
got
phones? Is that what that is?
no. This is the Samsung, the newest one, the S25
Weird.
Ultra.
I have an S20.
And so the Ultras
An
come
Ultra.
with these styluses that I use these so much that I have to replace these tips here.
You're like, I didn't
become
know I needed
nubs.
to replace.
Yeah,
Can you
you can
sharpen
pull.
it?
You pull the whole thing out, and there's just a little
Yeah,
stick
there's a little
right
thing.
in the
Okay, gotcha.
tip there.
Yeah.
But I have to buy them, like it's gonna have to get them like a bulk of them for me for Christmas.
I told
because
you.
I use these and they're nubs. I break
You can-
them all the time because I'm
You
constantly
can probably
an app
buy
that
like a
comes-
better one.
well. That's you can only because it only fits in the
Yeah,
phone.
but you can find
and
one that
so-
size that might be better though.
But no, you don't understand. Like
Samsung's pretty good.
I
lived in
use
Korea
it
for 2
so
years.
much
I don't-
that
I-
it doesn't matter what it would be made of.
Yeah.
I would still use it.
You're
until
like,
it's
I'm
enough.
abusive to this thing.
I'm so abusive. I'm really well. I've always been heavy-handed, even when I'm drawing, using a pencil or whatever.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I got you.
And so but this phone
You're like,
comes
too much pressure.
with,
Too much pressure. No, it's not. It's
right.
not enough.
But this phone came preloaded with an app that so it comes preloaded with an app, and so I can do all of my art
That's
directly.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, and it's like I can go here and I can get various pens and different
Weird.
so different things to like that
Mhm.
will make different
Different paintbrushes.
right, exactly.
Yeah. See, I just thought
and
she did it by magic, but now I'm getting a.
No, she has a stencil there.
this is my little
Yeah.
goblin that I
See, I was
did
trying to keep it in.
recently.
That's cute.
It's witchery.
It looks like something out of
That's
Metroid
this
or
is
something.
actually this is this on my you can't fucking
All right.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like, it's
okay,
this
yeah. I
thing.
thought I recognized it. Yeah.
Yeah, because she's
I'm the,
throwing it.
I'm the
It's
goblin
a
queen,
goblin.
right?
Oh.
Yeah, little goblin. And so, and then I did
The power of the babe.
me.
That's
Yes, exactly.
she did her.
The babe
Yeah.
of the
We
power.
didn't we I've got some great pictures of her that she's done
What
before with that,
goes
but it was good.
I love David Bowie. He's
I miss him.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you see? Are you reading my blog? Because that was I had a little unhinged moment at the end of one of my my latest
I
my
read
latest
all your
post.
stuff. I read all your stuff, Earl. I'm trying to figure out the mind of the person I'm
That's
dealing with.
He's like, how do I get into the mind of Earl? I have to like.
it's scary in there.
It's a very scary, dark place.
The better
Yeah.
question is how the hell you get out of her head.
Correct.
Get me the F out of
Thank you,
here.
Azzo.
I do love having, like, I have my own little corner of the internet and nobody can fuck with it. It's all
Yeah.
mine. And so it's been the best therapy
No,
I have
love you.
ever had.
You're
I get to
fantastic.
just throw shit on there and then it's out of my head and I don't have to think about it anymore. It's just there. And then I get to
I
post,
totally like.
you know,
I totally relate
that
to
I
you
think
in
is
so
fun
many
and-
ways, Earl. Like,
Yeah.
like just from like it's just like you're like artist and
Okay,
you're,
I'll be
you
right
know,
back. I'm
you
not
know,
abandoning
dentistry
you.
and stuff like that.
Sure about
and
that.
you've had past trauma that's just like, and I'm like,
Piss me
okay, I
off
have
and
all
find out,
this.
mister.
You know?
Make it feel like you.
You're like the female version of me.
I am really just kind of a dude. I just look better.
Yeah, I know. You're way better looking. And you have
Yeah,
boobs.
it's
Lucky you.
Indeed.
Yeah, but it's been, I've had more fun working with Earl on this stuff than I have in a long
don't
time.
doubt
It's
it.
just it's been a very enjoyable experience for me. Like when I gave her the first chapter and I just wanted her to look over it and she says, here, I'm going to change some stuff. And I'm very possessive of my writing. And
I am too. And so I was horrified to even like
and I'm
suggest the thing.
I'm like
I
sitting
was
there,
like,
how do I tell her to fuck off without being mean?
right. I would have done the same thing. I totally would have done the same thing. But I was reading it and I was like, oh, but I want to like.
But then she gave
You
it
know, I
back to
think-
me. And I'm like, she nailed some aspects of the character that I can't do because I am not a woman. Like Fangs is truly transitional. Like he is whatever you want to perceive him to be. And so it's like if you're a woman that likes other women, Fangs is that. Like, you know, it's like and in fact, he wants you to perceive him that so he can nibble on your heart better. You know, so like
nibble on your heart better.
So it's like, and so I think one of our chat people came up with that idea. Wasn't it Evan that came up with
You
that?
nibble on your heart.
Yeah, nibble on your heart. You know, it's like and I'm like, well, I'm stealing
So
that.
cute.
And I'm reading all this stuff and I could tell where she added because I'm like, oh, that's not me. But it was so good. Like it was, I'm giving Earl many head pats here because she loves those, but it was like,
Rex.
I'm like, I'm man enough to realize that this is better because Earl.
Rex doesn't think
shit.
I love you, Earl. It's disappointing.
Aw.
But Earl
That's
and
too
I are
bad.
buddies.
What it-
You don't know us. We're like kindred spirits.
But
That's
yeah,
all.
it's
I love
been
finding
it's
you on
been
the
it's been an enjoyable experience. I'll just put it that way. It's just
It absolutely has. I
No,
have
and
had
Earl,
so
you're
much
awesome.
fun.
You are. Like, you Rex.
so.
You're
And
making
if we actually can
You don't need your
become,
opinion.
we can actually become rich writers from this, I'm all the more better. So we'll
Oh
get
yeah,
this
more power to it, man.
I really was. I
um,
was horrified to, but I was like, but this would, but damn, that would be fun right there.
she brought about she has her own like dirty mind from that perspective. She brought a feminist perspective, and she brought, I would say, a millennial perspective because some of the things she mentioned, I would not have thought of mentioning as a GX.
Right.
Like I would not have thought of mentioning them. I'm like, cool. That's cool. So it's been let's co-write this thing. I'll do the main 80% of it, and you fix my
Because
problems.
I don't like he can do fiction, and like my brain doesn't work that
Paul
way.
did
Like
too.
I
Oh,
make
this ain't a religious conversation.
When I-
It's good. Ed was trained in making shit up.
my writings are almost entirely like when it's just me and I'm writing is my unhinged life, right? I
Yep.
mean, it's so insane that I don't have to elaborate. It's just that nuts and it's that funny and it's that I just can just say it and it just exists on its own. But to write a fictional tale where you're legit making shit out of whole cloth, that's not what my brain does.
Well,
But I get the idea behind it and I can like, okay, like then I can add in the unhinged details that kind of bring it all around.
You're like, I can work with this
He's got
candle. What you painted
right,
with
like
the
he's
story.
got the core this and we think a lot alike, but we think differently but in complementary ways. Like we don't
Right. Yeah, I can totally tell. Yeah.
we don't compete in
Right.
this because we don't fight over the same shit.
Right.
He's passive where I'm aggressive and I'm passive where he's aggressive and so it's what I
it's
mean.
worked out.
But,
It worked out pretty well.
Works out
He's your
great.
yin to your yang.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but I was horrified to. It's like, but I really want to add some shit in there, and so I was like,
I could hear her wheels turning. Like I don't want to offend him and piss him
Right,
off, but
That's what she kept telling me. I don't want to
How
hurt
would you-
Ed's feelings, but
I sort of did a little more than just like edited some grammar. Like, how would
well,
you
and here's the thing. See, like I often disagree with the grammar checkers. Like I wanted to put it
Yeah.
that way, you stupid fucker. Don't
right?
do that.
I break the rules
Yeah.
on purpose, generally for comedic purposes.
Yes.
I want it
And
to
like
flow a certain way.
so I sent it to her and I'm like, there's gonna be some red lines and shit and yellow and shit because I
am a I mean, the grammar Nazi or whatever, which is sort of apt for who I am.
That's my way.
But I like to say I'm a member of the alt-right.
You're not.
I'm so clever. But
funny, though.
yeah, I'm kind of militant about grammar rules and stuff. And actually, Bubby and I get that's 90% of what we fight about is that he is a postmodernist when it comes to definitions, and I am a militant definitionalist, and so bicker back and forth. I made that.
And I'm not gonna bicker about those things because it's
Right.
like, okay, if you want to fix it, fine.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
So it's like my whole thing is to get the main story and plot down and get all the episodes in, and
Which is exactly what I need because my brain don't work that way.
and so it's been fun because I'm drawing like now I've got to the point where chapter 3 is coming and I have to read the story of Adam and Eve again and say, okay, how do I fuck with this? Okay, okay. Like,
And then how do I fuck with it further?
because
how do I jack up the fuckery? Like that's my.
Have you seen the person that turned? Have you seen the Lego Bible, the brick Bible? I think is what it's called.
yeah, I think I've
So
seen
they
Got
that.
it.
There's an artist that
as of
put all
has
the scenes in Legos. Like it's pretty good.
Is it like when they did Star Wars in the Legos?
Yeah, except it's
like
all
stop
like
motion.
they show all the scenes that they don't tell you in the Bible. It's written by
right.
it's done by an atheist.
Yeah, see,
You'd appreciate it. You'd
Uh-huh.
appreciate it, I think.
I'm hitting the story of Adam and Eve, and I'm like, okay, Yahweh has divorced himself from Asherah as his consort goddess because she got
Assa's
pissed at
been
him.
on camera before, Messy Mud. The hell's your problem?
Yeah. So it's
That's
like,
B.S. Lewis. You guys are.
well, what do I do with this? What does Yahweh need now? Yahweh needs porn. He needs something.
Yahweh
to
needs
help.
porn. He's like,
Well, we have a
"Yeah,
joke line. I'm trying.
I saw some earlier. There was some Charlie Kirk porn on some AI where
yeah,
Charlie
I'm-
Kirk was in heaven meeting Jesus.
with his tiny little face.
Jesus was like, come here, gave him a hug, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, but it's like it's
tasteless.
like I had a line online like even Yahweh likes lesbian
It's too soon,
porn, and
but
I'm like
yes.
I'm
It
like,
was
how do
there.
I get that into the chapter?
Most women like lesbian porn.
I can hear the evil laugh.
And then I've got like when I get to Noah's Ark, I'm sure some people are going to read that with very interesting eyes too, because
There will be so much excrement.
That's a mess, man. That shit's
Yeah,
a
it's
mess.
I myself am a human thesaurus. I have so many words for the term.
They got a cream for those sauruses.
It's gonna be great.
wow. But yeah, it's like I'm trying to select the stories that usually get in Sunday school, and then I'm throwing in a couple that don't ever get into Sunday school. Like I'm gonna do Abraham trying to kill his kid. And Fangs is coming to the rescue. So like kind of thing.
Nice.
So
I'm down with the fangs.
yeah, that's
I'm down.
He is so much fun.
I
he's
get
so
it.
much fun. He's an adorable little bunny with fangs and red eyes.
Yeah.
So so it's like it's been fun. It allows me to illustrate a lot of shit. It really does.
Right.
Like,
It gives you something to
And I get to
bounce,
literally illustrate a lot of shit. And
Yeah,
Well, it helps
she
you
gets to
illustrate
illustrate it.
how poor the ideas are, or the way they're arriving at their conclusions are.
Well,
Like,
like-
oh, I can just substitute God with fangs, and it's
Mhm.
and the
Yeah,
argument's
exactly.
silly.
That's the point.
Like
Yeah.
I did that with a pre-supper I had, and I'm like, I can literally substitute your
Yeah.
word God for my word Fangs, and I will defend Fangs' existence using the same thing that you just did. And
Yeah.
he stopped talking.
Yeah,
Like,
the outsider's
he
test
just-
of the faith is the ultimate destroyer to pre-suppers.
yeah, so it's like as soon as he heard that, he disappeared from chat. Like
Mhm, yeah.
he had never
I
thought
said
of it
that-
that way before.
I said that to a pre-supper just, I think, 2 days ago. I was like, "Hey, I can substitute the unicorn in for God, and it'll be just as valid and sound."
Yeah.
Like,
now you have
it doesn't-
fangs, and you can say fangs damage. And
Yeah.
Fangs is the living definition of the F word, so you can substitute Fangs for the F word. And anyway,
All right.
Oh, for Fang's sake, you can't either.
The fangs are you talking about?
yes, exactly.
nailed it.
Fang off.
You got it. You're a
Well,
member.
he is-
You're officially a member
He
of the
is.
cult.
What is it? He's a fertility deity because he's a rabbit. Okay. He's also
he likes to screw.
right.
He's horny all the
But-
time, obviously.
yes, but he is also the deity of good consensual sex. He's like not. I
yeah,
don't
you
want to
need
settle.
consent, which
You gotta have
Christians don't understand. They don't understand consent.
No, not at all.
Good,
And Blaster,
good
you act
consensual
now
sex.
for $29.95. You too can be a bishop.
Oh, hell yeah!
Send all checks to I Killed Earl LLC.
Now you understand why I did that.
Yes, yes, because
Donations will keep this ministry
Well,
going.
I actually do want to open a like a Teespring or one of those kind of things, because there have been some people interested in the live chat, and actually my friend got me a teeny little pair of earrings that he got custom made with the little onion babies on them.
Yeah, I saw those.
I love them so much. Oh my god.
Right.
I have not had a gift that awesome given to me in a very long time.
very long time. I
At
can
least
see
that
that.
small.
Well, he
That's
super
all.
personalized, like it was custom.
My
You never-
onions. They're my babies.
Yes, with my onion babies.
They're like
I
my
love
little
my
skin
onion
babies. What would you call an onion? It can't be a
I
fur
think
baby.
I think
It's a skin
to this
baby.
I honestly think
My
to this
baby?
day, of all of the art pieces I've done, I think the Mormon onions are still my favorite.
I definitely know some glass blowers that could do some onions if you want.
Hmm.
I love bone glass.
Yeah. I'm sure you do good at it, Earl. Like I said, you got some pretty lips there, girl.
I always intend my puns.
Yes. Be brave and tend
There's
your puns,
intend your
please.
puns.
Yes, be brave and tend your puns.
Well, if you're gonna blow glass, you better make sure you protect those lips
And
with
I got
like
a
some
joke
kind of
for you.
protection.
You do.
I got a joke for you, Ed. Do you know why Jesus hasn't come back yet?
Oh,
He doesn't want to be double crossed.
You're going to hell, boy. You're going to hell.
That was a good one.
Well, gentlemen, I have got to get out of here. My dog is
Crossing his
legit
legs.
this time, not lying. Yeah, he's staring at me like,
My
Mom.
wife is staring at me through the wall.
I have been known to use my dog to like piece the fuck out, but like legitimately, he does actually.
Every once in a while, I see a stream, so I'm guessing you're right.
She showed up when she said dinner was ready. That was the one time that she showed up.
It has been so much fun. I have thoroughly
This
enjoyed
is a
myself.
well-needed
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
stream.
We should do it again for sure.
Yeah, just without Buster next
Yeah.
time.
No, I'm really glad that you showed up. It was
No,
it was fun.
we bust each other's
It's always
all the time.
Yeah, totally.
It's always good to meet a new person. I've got a Delta too because I've been streaming since like 7 o'clock. So
Well, yeah, and I've
Yeah,
been too
man,
because
you
I've been
should go,
watching
man.
you.
yeah,
With no panel.
I was
That's gonna
playing
be my thing now. I'm gonna bitch about panels, and you watch. I'll get Martin and Fred and everybody else to join in.
there you go. There's plenty of fun people still hanging around there as so you can get them in here.
Absolutely.
Who the hell is
Yeah,
this
but all your money
sex
just
guy
left.
that wants to
See you
aggravate
later, Earl.
me, apparently?
Smooches all around.
What-
Love you guys.
Raster
Have a good one,
Master
guys.
Boss,
I will see you later.
See you later, Ed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna shut it down pretty quick anyway. It's gosh,
Word
it's
ass
been-
up. Hey, it was good catching up with you a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. I may start doing this every Saturday night and screw anybody and everybody else that streams
fuck
because
it.
I can't keep track of who does, and I don't follow.
Nah,
the
dude,
books anyway.
I don't think that you need to do that. I don't think that's important anymore. I just
Yeah,
do
I
your
mean, that's
streams
just-
when you want to do them.
And really, honestly, this stream, not that we don't appreciate you being here, was for me, Earl and Ed just to cut loose, and then everybody else, like BS Lewis and anybody else that would have, joined to just, it's like the bonus.
Right. We're just here to
Yeah.
bullshit with each other.
And smoke dope. No, that's what I'm getting ready to do so I can sleep.
Dude, I just
and get
harvested,
nausea.
man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh well.
Some strawberry diesel. Mm-hmm.
Diesel.
Yeah, it smells like strawberry diesel truck.
I've never seen a strawberry diesel truck.
Yeah, tastes pretty good.
That's what I got to laugh at. The first and only time I've ever been to the dispensary is when we went out to Vegas. And some of the names of these strains they had just had me rolling. And then they come to this one, bubblegum gump.
Yep, bubblegum gum.
Or was it? Yeah, was it Forest Bubble? Yeah, no, it's Bubble.
Yeah, Forest
Gump.
Gump.
Yeah,
Bubble gum.
but like instead of Bubba, it's Bubble. So I got some of
Yeah.
that, and that's some of
It
the best
tastes like
stuff. I
bubble
can't
gum,
find
right?
it. I've looked for this, and I can't find it anywhere.
You can probably get some seeds.
If I could find some seeds, I would plant those seeds, and yeah. Just hypothetically, I might,
Let me
maybe. It's not like I don't live in the
what you're talking
country.
about. I know what you're talking about. DM me.
Yeah. See, we live out in the country anyway. We've got 2 acres we live on, and we've got like 50 or 60 acres of wood. So yeah,
dude, no, seeds are you can legally sell buy seeds nowadays, unless it's it depends what states you're in. Are you?
Well, I'm in Indiana, and we don't have pot. Yeah,
it might be a problem there.
But what's weird, well, like for me though, I still do because I've had my last 2 oncologists tell me to.
Oh, you can
because a lot of it has.
You can definitely get a license for that or a card.
Not in
you might be
Indiana.
able
We don't
to-
even have medical license or medical marijuana.
Really? That's
It-
such bullshit.
Because we've got big farm. We've got Pfizer. We've got especially Eli Lilly.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be never sit. But
Fuck, dude, you should move to Arizona.
yeah, but I love Indiana. I mean, this is where my family's at. This is I've
I
moved
feel
away so
you,
many
dude.
times and
I
I've
feel
come
you.
right back. I
You're
swear
like,
the
I'm
first
not
time I
moving.
moved away, I'm never coming back. I
But
did.
if you like, you could. There's the ways you could. Well, we should talk offline.
You need to tell me about this disease you got, though. No,
I don't have a disease.
I'm trying to decide who this is because I don't want to
I have
engage.
no idea who that fucking is.
Well, I kind of
either.
do, but I don't. And I first thought it was
It's like I'm
C.S.
like.
Lewis. He
I'm
claims
like,
it wasn't, but he did. It's got
no,
to be.
no.
him.
Lewis was talking shit to him.
Well, yeah, because he's talking shit to himself to make it look like it's not him.
No, Lewis and I are friends. He wouldn't do that.
Oh, yes, he would. That's not
So
even
he
bad.
might.
What
Yeah,
was said.
No, but
Most
he's.
of it ain't.
But
It's
it's
just.
like, no, he just wouldn't do that. He's not.
Yes, he would. I don't
think
care.
so.
Oh my God, you think he's a
Rex
saint?
said Blaster has disease. Disease. My mistake. What disease do I have?
I don't want to know. I hope it's not viral because I'll get it online.
Yeah, it's called empathy. Pretty sure, like that's.
Yeah,
what
we
Christians
don't
think
want
is-
empathy anymore.
Empathy
No.
is a disease.
It is. It's easier not to give a shit and just shoot.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you ever
Jesus,
tried
come
to
back.
kill
I
a
don't
deer?
need your forgiveness. I got Jesus.
I don't care. I mean, I've shot deer, but I mean, seriously, because have you ever shot a deer? Look a deer in his eyes, and you're getting ready to shoot it. You've got that moment of, oh, that thing is so
No,
fucking
dude,
cute,
I'm
but
not
it's going to be
shooting
on
a
my
deer.
table.
No way I'm shooting a deer, man. I'll let my.
Oh yeah, I
uncle
have
do that.
several times, and it's bad.
Okay, I
It doesn't
have.
even
Okay,
easier.
I grew up as a farm boy. I've taken steer. I've seen things slaughtered before.
Right. As I have.
I was a cowboy. I grew up as a cowboy.
GG. Look at this. Yeah, now I know it's not GG because of sentence structure. Oh
No, that would be a good guess.
I don't think it is just for the fact that it's two reasons.
Well,
Because you're here
obviously,
first off.
Messy Mud is mod. We know that.
No,
You
I
said her
think
names
it's
3
somebody
times and
making
then
its
she showed
clone
up.
making fun of her, but regardless, I don't even care.
I think it's BS.
Whether it's BS
No,
or
I'm
race, it
confused.
don't matter to me none.
We'll never know unless they.
That's why it took me so long to even say anything about anything. But when the thing about you having a disease come up, it's like, well, it better not be viral because I got to make sure my antivirus is up to date.
It's all.
It is. Everything in the world's BS. It don't matter.
It is, dude.
You're going to have a
It really
nightmare
is.
tonight. It's going to be
Yeah,
BS's fault.
I miss George Carlin. a
Yo,
lot.
no kidding.
Like
The 7
I
words
think-
you can't say on TV.
Well, he just had his finger on the pulse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know.
Kind of like
And I
Tim
don't
Allen.
think-
I don't agree with everything Tim Allen says, but he doesn't pull punches either, just like George Carlin didn't either. And he did it on 2 or 3 different networks.
There's some good comedians still, but I feel like comedy has definitely gone like down. You know? Like Joe Rogan killed comedy.
There's been some, and I forgot who this guy is. If I could ever friggin', I don't know
Who's
if
that?
I've got some of them saved, but I don't even have his name. But he's just rude and crude, and it's just funny as hell, and everybody laughs at
There's
him.
some funny people.
He's like talking to this guy in a wheelchair, making fun of him, kind of, sort of. Then they've kind of become buddies, and
Dude,
then there was
people in
another girl in a
wheelchairs
wheelchair.
Are very capable of making fun of their own disability. I know it.
You're right.
Because all people, like people with disabilities, if my dad was a medical doctor, like he worked with like disabled people in the past and stuff, and like I've been around people like that, and humor is one thing that it tears down walls.
Right.
You know?
Oh, I know what I forgot to show. Damn it. I've got like 14 twat waffle videos that I was going to play for Earl. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just.
I'm trying to find who this guy
I'm gonna
is.
turn my camera off so I can, so I'm not smoking ganja on your channel.
Like I care, but anyway, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I just don't want to put it out there either.
Let me see.
Everyone knows what I'm doing anyway. It's
Who
fine.
the hell is? I forgot this.
Oh,
This
dude.
is White Jesus, and I can't remember what. I have to go back and re-watch these to figure out what the hell. Yeah, I can't find this dude.
Really?
Damn it. Oh well. Ain't that important.
I'm smoking. I'm doing the pot. When I was 19,
Allegedly.
when I was 19, I lived. No, it's legal where I live. It's fine.
Oh
When
yeah.
I was when I was 19, I lived in Yellowstone, and there was this kid.
That's
that
kind of
was,
ironic,
like,
ain't it?
a
Yellowstone.
newbie. Well, yeah, I worked in the park. I worked in the park. I got a job at one of the hotels as a chef, and this whenever we lived in these like dorms, and there was this kind of like nerdy kid from like the East Coast, and he's like, "You guys do the pot?"
Like back in my day when somebody said something that, that stuff, do you do like the marijuana? You know that they'd never done marijuana.
Yeah. And so that became a joke for the whole summer while I lived there. I'd be like, "Hey man, you want to go do the pot?" Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a cop, I swear.
Yeah. Do you do the pot, man? Yeah, I do the pot.
Only on Thursdays. Wednesday, it does me. Okay, this White Jesus. I got to see what this one is. I'm so curious. Wait, I'm going to mute just in case.
You're good. You're gonna go watch Daniel. Oh, you need my camera on mod to make you feel better.
Okay, I think I'm going to play this. I
You
only
still
watched
mad
the
at me?
first. Do I?
I was talking to Sigmund, asking her if she's still mad at me. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, she hates herself. Okay, and I love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, I'm going to play this, and I'm sorry if I offend
She can't
you.
decide if she loves me or hates me. She can't decide.
Well, this is going to decide it because this is about White Jesus somehow. I haven't figured it out yet. Let me make sure it popped up. There we go. Here we go. Let's play this.
I walked out halfway through a man complaining about my set. What he said will stick with me till the day I die. This is his words. That boy is awful. That boy is disgusting. He's exactly what is wrong with
Better
his
be
world,
funny.
okay? No, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the first 2/3 of his stand-up routine. I thought the first 2/3 were great. Then he did that blasphemy. That blasphemy and blasphemy is never funny. You can make fun of the blacks. You can make fun of the queers. You can even make fun of the colored ones. But nobody makes fun of Jesus. I know. And he didn't appreciate when I then took the time out to explain to him that technically, Jesus was one of the colored ones.
Colored one.
And that is not up for debate. We can argue about the existence of God all day long. We'll never know whether there is a God in heaven until it's too late for me. But if you're Christian, you believe that Jesus was born in Bethlehem. That's in the Middle East. Had he been white, that would have been the fucking miracle. The only white guy for 400 miles, and it would have blown people's minds. Why he's a different color? Why is no one mentioning this? We live in the desert. The sun is always in the sky, yet somehow he's got the complexion of a fucking snowman.
Oh my God, Azo. What is? I need
Whatever
this.
those are.
I need this one.
I'm going to hell.
Oh my God, that's
I walked out halfway
gold
through a
right
man
there.
complaining about my set.
That
Oh
is
my God,
gold,
now I remember
man.
why I can't.
Holy
I can't
shit!
play. I kind of got worried. So he said the blacks, the queers. It's like, oh my god, this ain't gonna go somewhere. I mean, in private,
that
I
would
don't
have been
care.
the fucking miracle if he was fucking white. With the accent.
I should have played that one. No, he
It's
probably
so
would have
true.
taken
It's
offense to that
so
one.
fucking true, though.
Not a
Like,
white guy.
look at the white
Fucking miles.
dude. He has blue eyes. They would have been tripping balls. Oh, fuck.
I got
Blonde
one.
hair and blue eyes. Where did that come from?
Okay.
Fuck
I wanna
me.
find
Like, albinos existed, I'm sure. But
Oh, yeah.
blonde with blue eyes, yeah, white dude.
Yeah, that's one thing. But dude, you're
that's great. I'm gonna use that.
Well, if I can find
Whenever
it,
someone brings up miracles with me, the next time they bring up miracles, I'll be like, no, the real miracle
Jesus
would have
man,
been
why
if Jesus
would
was
be the
actually
miracle?
white, which you guys seem to think he is. Oh, that's so good, Hasso. God damn.
Oh, now I can't find it. The damn link. Jesus took it from me. Oh, he ain't got a sense of humor. What the fudge?
Oh.
Yeah, I definitely need to go through here because some of those are like label. Oh god, this has got to be funny. This one's labeled LG barbecue, like LG BBQ. No, I ain't gotta play that. I gotta censor them first.
Check this.
I get
Did you see my grinder before?
Oh, you light up my life.
Those little spins around.
Spinners. Okay.
Yeah,
This
dude,
is anybody
this
actually
thing
wants
is amazing.
to save that.
And won this in a raffle. It's called a Whack It.
Oh. Yeah, the
go-
link I just put in there is for that one I just played. If anybody wanted to see that. Or later,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know why.
life is a
I don't know why
miracle.
after
You think so,
watching it,
Rex?
you would
You
keep
think
it.
that's a miracle? Where's your wife, Rex?
Or ED Rex.
Like,
E.
That's never been a problem for me.
Dysfunction. Not you, him.
Women,
I'm talking about
no,
Rex.
I'm saying women have never been an issue in my life ever. Like, I've never had an issue with
Until we
having
became
a
one.
girlfriend or a wife or.
Go ahead, tell me you used to be one.
Rex, are you an incel?
Okay, let me see.
I just wonder when people say that kind of weird shit. I'm like, have you ever touched?
Oh, I'm playing this one, I think. Wait, I think it's okay. Yeah, I'm playing this. I don't care. Worst comes to going, I'll get
like, I don't give a
still
shit.
taken down. I don't care. No, it's babies. It's just I can't remember how funny it is.
I love hanging out with Earl. She cracks me up, man. I love that girl.
Oh, I guess I got to Hold on. There it goes.
She makes me laugh.
I need to go back in. My parents are broke as shit.
You've just arrived.
Well, I just want to find the guy that's been bonking me on the forehead for the last 9 months. It took my mom 40 weeks to get me here. It took my dad about 13 seconds.
How's your first day experience?
They dropped my pacifier on the floor, then blew on it and gave it back. I swear I'm putting them in the worst nursing home.
What makes you mad, baby?
When grandma in my face saying goo goo gaga, but her breath smells like poo poo caca. Where's the doctor? I need to go back in. Mommy and Daddy are fighting because I was supposed to come out white.
Oh, fuck. What?
I need to go back in. My parents are broke as
That
shit.
last one, dude.
You just
that
arrived. How
last
are you
one.
feeling?
Oh, this is
Well, I just want to find the guy
Yeah,
that's
it's
been
repeating.
bonking
It'll
me
just
on the
replay.
forehead for the last
It's a short
9 months.
break.
It took my mom 40 weeks to get me.
Oops, I'm in trouble.
That was funny.
That's
That
why I
last
need
one is
to actually look at some of these because I mean, to me, they're funny as hell back,
It's
by
still
yourself.
funny.
But to put it out there, somebody gets the fifis hurt.
It's still funny. It's just the AI. The AI. Someone prompted, I guess, but
Oh yeah, but trust me, it's me. Somebody's gonna say, "Oh yeah, he's over there, telling queer jokes." Like, no, it wasn't actually a queer joke. If you listen to the whole thing,
no, it was.
it's about Jesus being white. That's the miracle.
And the child not being genetic heritage.
Oh yeah, that's what you need me to go back in because I didn't come out white.
Yeah. I didn't ask to come here. What's going on?
Somebody needs to explain to me DNA then, because I don't get the
I mean,
joke.
like,
No.
I want one where there's like, is there some sort of like agreement on this? Like, I didn't consent to this. I want a child.
Oh God, I'm gonna push my luck. I gotta find
They're
one.
like, wait.
Well, that can't be a
So-
good one. I've got Chappelle and Jim Carrey in the same clip, so don't think I'm gonna play that. The holy.
Life is interesting because it's like, wait, now I exist. You're like, I'm here. This is it. What's going on? And the baby talking. You could get him to say some funny shit.
Okay, damn it. I can kind of remember some of these, but I can't remember them.
That was really good. The baby.
That's what happens when you get old. Dog. Oh wait. Okay, we gotta play this one. Surely a dog and wait. Let me see. Oh, yep. Yeah, we'll play this one. This is probably going to be considered animal abuse, but it's funny as shit. Probably, maybe. Okay, there's this one, and then there's this one.
Do you remember the like? Oh God. Just not having it.
Where'd he go?
Huh?
That's stupid as hell.
Oh, Rex is missing one. What happened? Why am I full screen? Did I lose Asa? No, it's just me.
Yeah, wrong button.
It's all right. Rex is mod.
I doubt it.
No, I know Rex is mod.
Nope.
Yep.
You cannot convince me of that one.
Oh, she said don't mention animal abuse. You know why she said that?
I'd bet you $1 to a donut.
I put money on it. She knows. I know. It was her. She does talk that way. That's exactly what she does. I'm gonna tell my wife that you said that her being my wife is a miracle. I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
And you'll probably cry yourself to sleep too, won't you?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying Missing Maud talks shit about my wife, and then I tell my wife, and my wife goes, "A dumb asshole."
Yeah. Okay. It's been 4 hours for me. I'm going to shut this down and investigate. You'll find out for sure if that's her or not. But I seriously,
I know.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
It is.
It'd be the first time I've been wrong in my life. I was mistaken once, but we wouldn't expect. I was 8 years old. You know, this would actually be the first time I'm ever wrong in my life.
I know why she said that.
Because the reason I know it's not her is the fact that whoever it is knows certain things.
My wife is wonderful. Yeah, she's the blessing. Yeah, that's Missing. Yeah, no, you're not.
It is. Just kind of weird that he keeps replying after all these other motherfuckers.
It's just bullshit. Lewis just fucking with us the whole time. He's just like,
no, I mean, I would bet that all of them are BS.
No, see, I don't think Lewis is gonna do that to me.
No, because BS knows the ins and outs.
He's nicer than that. He's nicer than that. He doesn't do that shit.
Then you better drink some more. It gives you a reason to drink for more. There you go.
I know he fucks with people, but he wouldn't do.
Yes, he would. No, you are fucking. I got swampland in Florida. If you want to buy some.
I got some mushrooms too. I need to eat one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, BS would never do. Yeah, my ass.
I would never. No, Maud's. She's just a brat.
And a few other things, but first off, she doesn't type that way, and even if she's not trying to type her way, she can't hide it.
She does say the shit that.
But why? Because I keep mentioning it.
Because
nothing was said, and I did that on purpose.
She said some shit about me that only Missing Maud says about me.
And BS has never been there to see any of this, is what you're saying.
I don't think he emulated that well.
Oh, can you believe that, BS? He has no faith in your ability to.
I don't think
his
BS
middle name is the Satan.
We were just chilling, dude.
No. And that's why he would do it, because we were chilling, joking around. Not that it was being mean. But then that's why I said the thing I did about animal abuse, because I knew he would pick up on it.
I don't care.
Sure
I don't
enough,
have any hard feelings
it.
towards any of you guys. Just so you know, even Missing Maud, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm kind of like Ed in that sense. It's like.
Plus, he mentioned earlier that about KJV, and he knew that was a hot topic with her forever. So yeah, that's it. I would have just taken all your money and yeah.
Oh yeah, what's the good doctor I can visit? Rex. Point me to the good doctor.
Dr. BS. I'm a stand-up guy. Anyway, I don't care.
Yeah, no, they're just. All right, I'm gonna go.
I am too. Thanks everybody for popping in. It's night 30 time. Thanks for joining Blaster, and like I said, next Saturday we're probably gonna do this. Okay. In that case, looks like I got a date for later. Candy and flowers appreciated, Blaster.